Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Free Bridge Podcast. I'm your host, Brian, and today I have a lot of people here. This is four mics at work right now. I got the Felicos back. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Let me reintroduce myself. My name is Matt.
Chris.
and I have also returning again my brother Jose Castillo, the DEA up in the house.
Don't do that.
Return of the Mac, dude. Return of the Mac.
That's never going to happen again. All right, so it's good to have you guys back. I don't know how the format.
Glad to be back.
Yeah. Should we do our let's get the
I had my reservations.
let's get the plugs out of the way. We'll do
Oh,
docs.
dude, plug it.
Plug
Chris,
docs.
you're the plugger.
So, again, we're going to be drinking Doc's Draft Pear Hard Apple Cider at Great American Cider.
Did you say Seidel?
Cider.
Cider.
I was
It's
sipping.
really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
He got us
So
bigger
good when it
bottles
hits
this
the
week.
We grow
lips.
apples, we know cider.
I have Tito's and water in a Dunkin' Donuts cup because that's
No
how
ice.
we do. You know why? Because it's free.
He didn't bring ice.
Free Bridge Podcast.
No, we have ice.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
There's fucking ice in the.
Somebody else
we
brought
got
us
a shit
ice.
ton of ice.
Would you like
Also-
a vodka tonic? No, I'll have a vodka and water.
We're gonna get blasted.
Hey,
by
hey,
the
gonna,
others. It's
gonna.
it's-
Hey,
we're probably drunk
subscribes, likes.
already. Oh yes, that's right. I always forget this. Thank God you're here.
Yeah, your managers.
Thank God my managers are here.
Someone's trying to get views.
Listen, if you guys if this is your first time listening to me and you like what you hear, by showing your support, you can like the video and subscribe to the channel, but also share the hell out of this. Share it with everybody you know.
Share the love.
Share the love. We love you.
Oh, and if this is like your second or third time listening and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe.
I said that in the last
I'm
video.
talking to you, Lauren. I love the podcast. Why
yeah?
haven't you subscribed?
Yeah, it doesn't seal it.
I'm not touching that.
When
one.
I said in the last podcast with Josh that, like, I see that people are viewing it, but nobody's liking. I have like 10 likes. Jose brought up the fact that, like, you have to sign up.
Yeah, you haven't have an account. Nobody.
You have to
Yeah,
have
you
an
have
You
to
do
have,
have
a
to
YouTube
have an account.
So that means you got to get an account too. I know it sucks. You
No,
guys
but
got to do work.
It's
Look,
2
you gotta
seconds.
sell the YouTube account because that's great because you can make like playlists and you go watch.
Well, that's the thing. The channel's starting to grow. I'm doing like little snippets. So
Yeah.
all
Channel's starting to grow. It's got 3 stations.
yeah, we got 3 stations now.
There's the one fuzzy one that's like.
I
I'm
think
gonna
it's
tell-
almost 18 subscribers.
Actually, I
I
checked it.
subscribed
We're at
twice,
22.
don't tell anyone.
22.
22
That's the best number
subscribers.
there is.
I
That's
know.
my favorite number.
I can't wait for like.
Oh no! I gotta tell you, Mom made 5 different accounts, so 5 of those are Mom's. Thanks, Mom.
Nobody likes
2
me.
are mine.
Oh my gosh. So she's like Russia.
Yeah,
Making
she's
fake
definitely
Twitter
rigging
accounts.
it. She's rigging it so
she's
that we
definitely
win.
rigging this right now.
I love it.
Well,
dude.
she does come from a communist country.
Putin
Yo,
esque.
but Dad's
right?
the communist. Mom,
Oh,
Mom's
Mom's
not.
she's not a communist.
Me and Matt are just sitting here like, huh?
What?
What's
Right?
communism?
Well, communism
The
is when
Cold
everybody
War.
hates themselves. Isn't that what communism is?
Yeah, that's basically it. Because Dad's completely changed his mind. He fucking 5 minutes in America. He's like,
This
oh yeah,
sucks.
this is better. This is totally much better.
You mean
Yeah.
I don't have to crap in a
You mean the
hole?
grass is greener on this side?
You mean I
I
can?
will cut
You mean I'm going to stay this way?
I will cut that.
Wait, you guys have food? Is that clean water? Why are you drinking out of that
Wait,
fountain?
the water comes to you. Oh wow, that's fucking.
What's
Wait,
that?
you have to boil that water before you drink it. No,
There's a
it just
sink in
comes
this
out of the
outhouse.
fountain.
Comes out, and they come in bottles too. It's great.
They don't even have toilets in fucking Nicaragua. I don't think. Actually, when I was in Nicaragua and I was taking a shower,
Yeah.
they run out of hot water. Oh no, the water just shuts off. There's no water. No more water comes out, and they have a barrel in the tub with you. And
Yeah.
when the water stops coming out of the fucking spout, you just go, okay,
Yeah.
I guess I use
The
this
closest
barrel.
I've ever been to Nicaragua is Orlando, Florida.
Yeah, that's pretty close. That's right there. That's
You're
right
there.
down
You're
the
pretty
street.
much in
It's
Nicaragua.
Kissimmee and then Nicaragua.
It's probably
All the Nicaraguans are
Kissimmee.
swimming there.
For me, it's probably.
I
St.
claim
Martin.
this land.
For me,
Oh,
it was
this is
probably
America?
St. Martin.
What?
St. Martin, Caribbean island.
Oh, wait, I was in the Bahamas.
Bahamas,
That was
that's probably
close.
closer too.
Yeah, there you go.
You guys got it confused.
Not
Yeah.
a geography major, obviously.
How close is that to Mexico? How close to the Mexico?
Well, I was in Tucson. It's pretty close.
Yo, all right. Now that I have Jose and you guys here as well,
Huh?
there's a running gag that I do at the expense of Trish, my wife.
Uh-huh.
There's this thing I do
I don't
where I
want
I
make
still
it.
can't believe you're married.
I make it seem like.
Yeah, right. It's right.
So Trish is like a saint, and I make it seem like she is racist as hell to my parents. So like I told my dad, I was like, "Hey, Pop, listen, when me and Trish get married, don't take this the wrong way, but she doesn't want me to take or she doesn't want to take my last name. She doesn't want to be called Trisha Hopkins or Trisha
Castillo.
Castillo. She wants to be called Trisha Hopkins. She wants me to take her
her
last
last name.
name because she
Get
doesn't
that
want to be
privilege.
associated with Mexico.
Oh
And then my
God.
dad is like, what the fuck? And then she's like, what? No, I didn't say that. And there was another day I go, hey, Pop, listen, if me and Trish ever have kids, and he's like sitting there playing the guitar, if we ever have kids, she doesn't want them to learn how to speak Spanish because she doesn't want to be, associated with that.
Yeah.
And
She doesn't be frowned
I was like,
upon
what?
with
She goes, I didn't
Irish.
say that. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. What she said was, I don't want them to learn how to speak the Mexican. And my pop was like, what the fuck? And she's like, no, stop.
Wait, but he's not even from Mexico.
Exactly.
He's like, I don't
Well,
want him to
it's-
speak
it's-
Mexican either.
It's more believable when we say Trish said that.
I want to know what he was playing on the guitar. Was it like?
It's like
That's it.
And then it just stopped.
no,
when
it was like
Natural
flamingo.
anthem.
It was like flamingo.
He's singing like bamba, bamba.
He broke a string.
What's funny?
I can't speak Spanish.
You know what's funny is
But
that
my
That's really
girlfriend that
good.
is
It's really
Indian,
good.
she can speak Spanish.
She
Fluent.
What?
Fluent Spanish.
Well,
She
she's
grew
from
up in
she's
Arizona.
Yeah.
Well, she's just beautiful too, so obviously you can speak Spanish.
When you're beautiful, you just know things.
Yeah, like
You
in
just
the
know
Disney
things
movies.
inherently.
You don't see
That's
how in
why
the
I
Disney
literally
movies?
know nothing.
I'm beautiful and I don't know anything.
In the Disney movies, the princesses have fucking
yeah,
animals.
they can
they can
to
talk to
animals
shit.
and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have like perfect hair.
Yeah.
And
She
their
does-
relationships
see the
are always
correlation.
great.
Really dark
Animals.
backstory.
She has
too.
beautiful hair.
Like they
Not
have
that dark of
shitty
a
parents,
backstory.
but they're wonderful. Like, how the hell does that work out?
No,
So-
her parents are wonderful.
I'm trying to figure out how that could have been a segue to the actual topic at hand.
What are we talking about?
Wait,
were
what
talking
were we
about Disney.
talking about?
We were just talking about Disney princesses, right?
Yeah.
And
My
that-
daughter loves Disney princesses. That's all she freaking watches now.
Yeah,
it's
that's
ridiculous.
bad. We gotta-
Frozen.
Who's her favorite?
I don't even know.
I
She
think
literally has a pair of underwear that has all of them on it.
I think Snow White is my favorite because she doesn't discriminate. She she banged all those dwarves.
Oh
Which
my
means I have a chance, dude.
God.
I have a
What was that
chance.
joke you told me from the Shrek? It was from Shrek.
This is the grossest thing I've
It
ever
was
heard.
like she may live with 7 men, but she's not easy.
Oh yes, that was in Shrek. That was in that fucking movie. What
Actually,
the
I was
hell?
watching Shrek Forever After the other day.
Oh yeah.
Ava loves that movie now. We're trying to get away from the Disney princesses to big green ogres.
It's a thong. I'm sorry. That's the only thing I remember from
With
Shrek.
the
The craziest thing is kids are going to remember Eddie Murphy for being a donkey.
Yeah, or being Beverly Hills Cop.
No, kids
No.
are not gonna know
That's
that.
not-
That's
Dude,
not-
that's just me.
I remember. Just imagine someone coming out with Jerry curls and a leather jacket when he did that in Delirious. Is a comedy special?
I didn't see that movie.
No, it's
Eddie
a comedy
Murphy?
special. It's
Eddie
not a-
Murphy.
It's not a movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, with
You look like Michael Jackson.
Oh,
He looked
yeah,
like
yeah,
Charlie
yeah,
Murphy
yeah,
looks
yeah,
like
yeah.
in every
Yes.
Prince skit.
Yeah.
Charlie
Because that
Murphy's
was the
awesome.
style
That was
back
there.
then. Yeah, that was there.
How'd you become the richest man in the world?
Now we wear skinny jeans.
game.
So before I go to the
So much
topic at
better.
hand, because I'm going to mention the topic, I do want to give a shout out because we finally got a sponsor. Besides Docs,
Docs, we're waiting on you.
so we're waiting on Docs.
They're
to
not a
sponsor
sponsor,
us.
but
But we have another sponsor.
Who?
So there's a girl that I work with, and she has a business. It's called the Real Green Touring, and it's in Jamaica. You can book.
You work in Jamaica?
No, I don't work in Jamaica. She works in Jamaica, or she's gonna work in Jamaica. She's starting her business, and in Jamaica, pretty much you can like get packages or whatnot. Or purchase the package, and then you go to Jamaica, and she will show you around, like
So she's a tour guide.
kind of like a tour guide. But she also
It
like.
sounds like a tour guide.
Yeah.
But the
Not
tour
a-
You
guide.
go
Wait,
there and they
okay.
show you
Dude,
around Jamaica.
so
It
does
sounds
she
a lot
live
like
in
a tour
Jamaica?
guide.
It's not a.
She's
it's
gonna
not a
so she's
Tuma.
gonna be
Different.
moving to Jamaica in January.
okay, so then yeah,
And
she's a tour guide.
Yeah, and yeah, I guess.
Isn't
I
that
don't
what
know.
the
I don't
name
know how
of
that
it-
works.
Yeah,
that's
Well,
Ryan
that's absolutely
Describing a
touring.
tour guide and trying to think of every which way to say it's not.
Also,
It's
tour
not
guide.
okay, so-
Batman.
So she's
It's not Batman. It's
she's a
just
tour
fucking
guide.
guy who is a bat.
a tour guide and a travel planner.
Travel planner. Yeah,
Ooh, I
there
like
you
that.
go. Tour
Probably
guide.
both
She
travel
hand out
planner.
itineraries.
I don't know.
She's tour guide.
Okay.
She's got a machete and everything.
She's got-
Anyway,
she's got a
she
mach-
was
she's
nice
got an
enough to
assault rifle.
sponsor the
Yeah,
podcast.
she is
so
sponsoring the
thank you
podcast.
for.
awesome. Yeah.
Well, one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link at the bottom so that you guys, it'll take you right to her website. She also has a blog and all
Any
kinds of stuff.
discounts for listeners?
She's going to run like specials.
Do you maybe want to plug the name of the company to help her out here?
the real green
You
tour.
said it. That
Oh,
was the
did he?
first
Real
thing he
Green
said.
Tour.
Wow, it was very
says
forgettable because I
tour
didn't even
and-
hear it.
Yeah.
Oh no,
The
that's
Real
a
Green
great name.
Tours.
Say it again.
Real Green Touring.
Now say it with a Jamaican accent.
I will not try
Hey man,
that.
real green touring.
Yeah, that sounded very Mexican. The real green touring. Hey,
man.
hey, come
on,
down
man.
to Jamaica.
We be jamming, man.
That was better.
That wasn't that bad.
The ganja.
Anything was an improvement over the last
I
one.
mean, I've seen
Slapping the bass.
I've seen some of the pictures of the places that they'll take you to. I
Uh-huh.
mean, apparently there's Jamaica's one of the few places that has, you know, like the beaches with the luminescent, like the blue
Sand.
Not
Talking about?
Yeah. no. The at night where it like it's just
It like glows.
it's like
Oh
glows in the
no!
dark.
I thought you meant
almost.
it was like that sand where it like looks like glass.
No. This
Even
is
though
the
that's what sand is.
that is what sand is, isn't it?
Is it silica? Silicone?
Whatever. Oh, we're not going that far. I just wanted to plug that. And
What's
you
her
know,
name?
Her name is Justine Cruz,
Thanks, Justine Cruz.
and
Good luck in Jamaica.
She's got her fiance is Mikkel Rose, and they are going to be open. They're going to be starting in January.
That's
So I'm going to be putting that on
Good for
at
them.
the bottom of the video.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know, I want to help her out because she's helping me out.
Thank you, Mr. Rose.
Good job. Great work, guys. Great job. Now, to the topic at hand. We're going to talk about it's a very broad topic, but there are so many avenues we can take, and I can't wait to talk about it, especially with you guys. We're going to be talking about Hollywood. Everything there is to know.
The people that rejected me.
I called it, yeah.
Whoa,
those
whoa, whoa,
fuckers.
whoa, whoa.
I thought you got.
So he's got an
A
update.
nibble.
You have
Huh?
an update.
Oh, hold on.
I got a little bit of a nibble. I got a
Oh
little
shit!
bit of a nibble.
Update.
It's not from Hollywood. Harvey Weinstein called.
Oh shit! Get that butthole ready.
I was gonna say.
Actually, I got my brothers ready.
Oh
night,
shit!
night. Keep your
All right.
butthole tight.
I was gonna say that we're gonna talk about Hollywood, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I was gonna say the Harvey
Harvey.
Weinstein.
The Harvey
The good, the bad, and the Harvey Weinstein.
Weinstein.
All right, so I got a list.
Grab the list.
He's grabbing the list.
So anyway, update on Harvey
It's written in
Weinstein.
crayon.
He has 3 more charges sentenced by the DA of Manhattan.
Really? What's going
Yes.
on with that?
Tell us
Talk
about that.
shit.
So
Who's-
before
Jose?
it was about a 10 to 25 year sentence, this could put him in jail for life.
Wow. I mean, does he deserve it?
Now, when you
Absolutely.
say life,
Oh,
are we
yeah,
talking like
Absolutely. Yeah.
But
Eddie
you- okay.
Murphy type life?
like picked
or
up just like a.
No, because they didn't
real
do
life?
it. They didn't actually do it. They ended up at the Yankees game at the end. Sorry, spoiler alert. They're at the Yankees game.
Spoiler alert: he doesn't get any time.
Want to go to Ray's Boom Boom
what-
Room?
Yo, dude. Some
But
of this
oh
shit-
my God, have you seen his wife though?
Who? Eddie?
Harvey Weinstein.
No,
Oh my
Yeah.
God, dude, smoke show.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
Why is he
shocker.
cheating on her? That's the first thing. Like,
because
He's
she's not,
grimy
she
and
doesn't bang
skeevy.
him. He pays her.
dude, look at him.
I know.
I wouldn't touch him.
He-
Never mind marry him.
He looks
Yeah.
like Jabba the Hutt.
I wouldn't even let
he
him put the
does- he
ring on my
really
finger.
like.
Like I expect him to go. Han
Solo.
Oh, I hate Han Solo.
Dude, it's the guy from MIB, Men in Black.
Yes.
That's what he's like.
He's like a man came in today.
But that guy's a little better.
We got a pet cat. It means the world to me. I like to have it back.
That was the only impersonation Brian was ever good
That's
at.
the only. I don't know.
He really milked
Anybody
You
that
nailed
sounds
it, though.
remotely mentally challenged. I'm
When they
fucking-
remake that movie in 20
Try
years,
Rain
you're all
Man.
over it.
Try
Vincent
Rain
D'Onofrio.
Man.
that.
Huh?
Rain Man?
Rain Man.
No, that's your thing.
That's you thing. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, that's your
Rain
thing.
Man?
Yeah.
No, that was Chris's
No, that,
thing.
No, yours
I don't
was
think
Heath
I
Ledger.
ever
Definite-
did.
No, yours was Heath
definitely.
Ledger Joker. That's
No,
what it was,
maybe.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, he does the
Yes.
Joker.
Because you
really
used to
well.
get scared. Remember, he used to cry like a little.
Brian gets scared of everything.
Yeah, he does.
I'm scared right now.
Arachnophobia.
I'm scared. Oh, that's the scariest fucking movie in the world. Arachnophobia.
What?
No, scariest movie
Horrifying.
ever.
Terrified.
Interstellar.
I didn't see
Wheel of Fortune.
What the fuck? Rain Man. It was Rain Man.
Good call, Jose.
Was that the part where like
That was Rain
Tom was
Man.
getting it on and like he just sat
Yeah, he
down
just
at the-
keeps yelling in the background.
we
Fish
do-
sticks. Fish sticks. Definitely fish. Definitely fish sticks. Definitely fish sticks.
We might as well do this one as that's the
You'll never
first.
go Phil retard.
The first, the first thing. How did he get away with that? By the way,
I'm a
It's
dude.
fucking
Isn't it
amazing.
insane? I heard a podcast. It was on the Joe Rogan, and they were talking to Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, I heard
And
that
they
too.
said they were like, Jamie Foxx, how do you feel about Robert Downey Jr. doing blackface? He's like, dude, it's Robert Downey Jr. You can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah,
You see that? Have you met him?
Only
He's amazing.
Robert Downey Jr. could do
Get away-
blackface and
yeah.
get nominated for an Academy
Yeah.
Award.
Dude,
The
he
rest
was
of us would be
amazing
in
that
jail.
film.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
was
absolutely.
so great in that film.
Even if we got like too much of a tan for a movie, like oh shit.
But
it's
we all
funny?
know who ended up winning that year.
Heath Ledger.
Your boy.
It's your
He's my boy. Well, he
Ledger.
was my boy.
I think of this. I'm older than he was when he died, and I've done nothing with my life.
I just thought
What
of
are you
the.
talking about?
I thought of
You
one
really
of the
have a beautiful
most.
beard.
Yeah, that's what I did. I just stopped shaving.
That's amazing.
Yo, going back to Heath Ledger,
hard.
I just thought of one of the craziest fucking things ever. Like,
10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh,
no,
yeah. Beautiful.
no. So he when he was cast to play the Joker, right? Everyone.
Oh
gave
my
him
God,
shit.
we went
shit
crap.
on
I was like,
Everyone
wow, that's
gave
the
him
worst
shit.
casting ever.
Yeah, and then he killed it, but he killed himself, and like he didn't get to see the movie come out. I think he killed himself because we were kind of shitting on him. We were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, he fucking sucked."
No, it's because he
I
hang out
don't
with the
know.
Olsen twins. That'll do it.
No, did
shit.
you ever see like a sketchbook?
They're like, this house is too full.
No.
you ever see a sketchbook?
No.
They showed like a couple of pages of his sketchbook.
Wow, how did we mess
He
that
had
up?
some dark things in there, man.
Like what? Tell me. Give me
Just
some
like
examples.
gory pictures.
Let me see if I can.
Oh,
some
his book
crazy
that he wrote
writing.
when he was
yeah,
there?
it was like a sketchbook.
Well, it's
that
funny
he had.
because he did a lot
they
of...
didn't show much of it. Though.
He watched a lot of A Clockwork Orange when he
yeah.
decided to
Yeah.
take that role on.
Didn't
Malcolm
like
McDowell.
Jack Nicholson say
Speaking
that
of
he
which-
talked to him?
Okay.
Jack Nicholson said he talked to him too. He
Yeah.
said
Yeah,
like
he
yo,
told
kid,
him he would...
Yeah.
I remember when they interviewed him when he died, and he was like, I told him it would get to him.
Yeah.
But it was
But it was like,
when
yeah,
he
but
played
his
the
Joker wasn't
Joker-
even dark.
Yeah,
It was Jack
Nicholson
with
as the
paint on his
Joker.
face.
Yeah. Wow.
What you said it was his
You
journal.
ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
This is something
The
I would
Shining
say.
was worse.
Oh my god.
for him.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, he went
Yeah.
nuts.
No, I like
Well-
him in what is it? The Departed? I think that
He's
was
great in The
probably one of
Departed.
best ones, yeah.
He
Yeah.
was really good in what's that movie, Chris?
As good as it gets?
No,
That
It
movie was amazing.
Was it prior to The Shining? When he's in the mental institution.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's
yeah,
Nest.
Yeah.
he was great in that.
Yeah.
Put your hands in the air, Chief.
That's my favorite. When you do that, I used to. No,
I know you're angry.
Yes, there you go.
I'm angry. We just had.
Do you
here.
wanna watch
We had
the
Harvey
game?
Milk here before.
Like, are you talking the real Harvey Milk? Or are you
I'm
talking?
talking Stone, dude.
Stone.
I thought.
I know you're angry. I'm angry. We're all angry.
We don't want to say his
That
first
baby
and last
bled.
name though, because he doesn't.
I
want-
just said Stone.
Yeah. But I can't. I can't find anything about Heath Ledger in his journal. I mean, there's a documentary that says Heath
Maybe it
Ledger's
was in the
Joker Diary.
documentary.
It says Heath
it
Ledger's
was like a
creepy
little-
Joker diary revealed. A German documentary reveals
Yeah,
the diary
that's it.
that
It was
the
a
actor
little-
used to
little
create
diary.
Oscar-winning character the Joker.
I knew I wasn't going totally crazy.
So yeah, check it out. It's on YouTube. I just saw it on whatever that fucking website was. But
it's a
I-
shame that he died so early.
I was talking to Jose earlier about me doing the podcast, right? And I was saying there's a lot of work that goes into this, right? And when you're like get deep into it, let's say I'm fucking a megastar, which I'm not gonna be, but let's say
you
I am.
absolutely are
You
already.
already are a star in my book.
Yeah, but
Aren't
so
you Jack Black?
low blow.
He hates that.
Low fucking blow.
That's the
He
lowest
hates it.
blow you can do.
You got any more docs? I got a drink. No,
plenty of it.
but I was saying that
Takes a lot of work.
let's say you become a megastar, and what's driving me to do this is my passion for this. And I told Jose that, like, dude, I haven't gotten any sleep. I haven't been sleeping at all. I don't think
Yeah.
I've slept the past 2 days. 'cause
Neither
I've
did
been
Heath
trying to-
Ledger.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my point. That's my point. So
Yeah,
Jose
that's
was
a
saying,
good-
dude, you gotta sleep. You can't keep
Yeah.
working like this. But I
Sleep
just
like a
can't
baby.
stop. I have to fucking do this shit. And I was saying, if there's like a
Little technical difficulty with a chair.
Oopsie daisy.
Chris fell out of his chair.
I'm just saying that's not NYPD. for
There's a-
putting
there's
him at his-
There's a
this
fly
way.
in here, and Chris tried to swap it and fell out of his chair.
He
He
Matrix
totally
it,
fell.
dude.
I'm trying
Just
to
neoed it.
I'm trying to figure out the point that I was trying to make. I think the point was
You got to sleep.
yeah, like don't work so hard.
NyQuil.
But then I
No,
said
it's
Here's
it's
our plug
better
for
than that.
NyQuil.
Okay,
You-
so-
you kind of like you're getting too excited into it, and then you're putting too much pressure on yourself. And I think that's I think everybody does that in all jobs, but specifically in Hollywood, you get those timelines, and like what you were saying is the contracts. So like you make it.
Yeah,
and
if you get a
don't
contract,
really-
if you have a contract and you have endorsements and all that shit, and now you're like, maybe I don't want to do this anymore. I'm
Yeah.
done. I already won. Like maybe you won Oscars and all that
No,
shit.
but they got your ass.
But they
you know?
got you, so you have to you have to keep working, and you can't be around your family. And then I started thinking about.
Well, don't worry, Brian. You
so-
definitely don't have to worry about
so
any of
there's
this.
a-
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
It sounds
It's not
like-
happening.
There's a few different
No,
things.
I was trying to figure out because of Anthony Bourdain.
Oh yeah, that's
Because one of the things that like when Anthony Bourdain killed himself, Trish and I, we used to watch him all the time, and she's like, I can't fucking understand how somebody who had one of the greatest lives. He even said it. He's like, dude, I fucking have an awesome job, and he was so happy and so hopeful, and he was going around and seeing the world, and he even killed himself, and we're like, how could somebody get to that point?
Well,
and I think it's because he was overworked.
Think about Robin Williams.
That's
One of the
another one.
funniest guys in the whole world, and he ends up killing himself.
yeah.
And I think a lot of comedians are a little bit dark, but getting back to Heath Ledger, I think there's two types of celebrities. One that want the money, the fame, and the fortune, and then the other person that's just passionate about actually doing the work.
Yeah.
Keith Ledger seemed like he didn't really want to be a celebrity. And Daniel Day-Lewis is another one. He doesn't do it for the celebrity.
Daniel
he does
Day-Lewis
a film.
is dark, dude.
Yeah,
He does
but
some
I mean, he
crazy
goes all in on his characters.
So for anybody that doesn't know,
Method
Daniel
actor.
Yeah,
He
he's
is a method
So what
actor.
is a method actor? Tell me that. What is this?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
Okay,
there you
that's
go.
it.
Perfect. Look him up.
When you look
got
it up,
him.
it just says
Method
Daniel
actor.
Day-Lewis.
There's a picture of Daniel Day-Lewis.
absolutely-
It's Daniel Day-Lewis, but it's a picture of an elephant, and it's like, that's Daniel Day-Lewis.
So for the gangs of New York, he apparently got so sick that they wanted him to take antibiotics, and he refused to take it because it
there
wasn't
was
part of
no-
the
because
time.
that wasn't part of the time.
But it got so bad that they made him go to the
He almost
hospital.
died.
They're like,
But
there was
he was
penicillin.
so
No, there wasn't.
dedicated. Yeah.
No penicillin.
And I mean,
Give
if
me
you
some whiskey.
if you've seen There Will Be Blood, if you have not seen that movie, you have to go watch it.
I just
Is that
acted
right?
it
Is
out,
that a
man.
fact?
No,
Yeah,
so you don't need to see
How
it anymore.
long's the
Movie
movie
already.
though?
It's like 2 hours
It's like
and 37
six-
So
minutes.
it's not 2 seconds.
It's like
okay,
6
yeah.
days
I was just
long.
checking to see if it
I
wasn't
summed
2
it up
seconds.
in about 10.
Yeah, I think I got the gist of it. Where
I drink your milkshake, and then he's like,
Oh, I drink it all up.
That's a terrible version.
And then
I'm
I
sorry.
take a bowling pin and bash you over the head. Bam!
Spoiler alert.
He's like, please stop! You're scaring me. And he's like, I'm gonna kill you. Like that's what this is. How this is gonna end. I'm gonna murder you. But yeah, like you were saying, fucking.
There's
Can
people
you
that
explain-
want it for the fame. What?
Can
I
you
just
explain
want the fame.
Method actor.
Yeah.
That's somebody
Fame.
who gets.
That's the money.
It's someone that gets so involved with the role, it becomes their life, and they start to believe that they're really the character. At
Like
that
Jim
point.
Carrey with Andy
Like Jim
Kaufman
Carrey. Yeah, he. Well, if you haven't seen Andy and Jim, have you seen it on Netflix?
documentary.
I would definitely watch that documentary.
Oh, with
it's
Andy
about
Andy.
well, it's about him doing
Oh,
Andy
being-
Kaufman
being
in Man
Andy
on the Moon.
Kaufman,
Yeah.
yeah.
on Man on the Moon, and his parents come by set, meaning Andy Kaufman's parents come by the set, and they respond to him like he's their own son.
Yeah.
That's
It's
really
the weirdest
weird.
thing ever.
Yeah.
And if you
Whoa.
see Jim Carrey now, I mean, he's kind of freaking out there. And what was that? In
What's going on with
1999?
him?
So that
That
was in
was 99,
99.
yeah.
He said
Well,
he
it was
lost
filming in
himself. He
98.
was so involved with the role, he lost himself.
That's what happens to a
well,
lot of
and the
actors.
crazy part was he did that, and then he lost himself even in a sub character of Andy Kaufman's life, Tony Clifton.
yeah.
Even that on set.
Oh
was
yeah, yeah,
nuts.
yeah.
Well,
the guy
Him
that,
and
like,
Jerry Lawler like went at it on set.
Yeah.
He hated him.
But I mean, you see Man on the Moon. It's just, what, 2-hour film, maybe,
Yeah.
Jerry
maybe
the
a
King.
little
2
bit
hours
less
and
than
20
that.
minutes, something like
But
that.
he's on set for a year and a half, so he's literally this guy 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And probably when he goes home, he's still him. So you're being another person.
That falls under like kind of like what I was saying before about being a salesperson, because you're not.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what
an
I
act.
do every
I
day.
mean,
I'm a different person.
To a certain
Yeah.
degree, when you go to work, a lot of people don't like their jobs,
Mhm.
but you portray that you do,
And that's what
especially
they
in
do.
front of the people that you work
know what?
for.
That's an interesting thing. So I got in trouble recently.
Really,
As-
Jose?
Yeah.
For being myself.
for being no, because this is what I told the people at
I
work.
acted like I was in the DEA.
I'm DEA.
I impersonated a cop. No, I went in there and I told them I don't care about your mission. I don't care about any of you. I honestly don't care if any of you die. I'm just here to do my job and go home. And they all looked at me like I'm the fucked up one.
Wait, was this DEA or when you were in like?
No, this is
the
DEA.
Army?
This is DEA.
Oh,
I loved
You were saying
everybody
it to
when I
your
was-
coworkers.
My coworker,
Oh my
like,
God.
because I told my coworkers, I was like, I care about you guys, the logistics
little.
side, but like your overall mission, I could care less. I don't like you. You're lucky you have me, first of all, and then on top
I
of that,
agree.
yeah, I don't care if I'm here or not.
So that's a blue collar attitude.
Yeah, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess
from
you're
the
right.
old way, it's like I bring my lunch pail to work, I do my job, and
And
I
then I go home. But it doesn't mean I don't have an appreciation for what I do. It
Yeah.
doesn't mean that I don't go and I love my job and getting my stuff done and helping people. I just don't personally care about their overall mission. Like, oh, we're same team. No, we're not. You and I are not the same team.
Yeah.
You're an asshole and you take advantage of my people. And I say my people as like people that aren't the cops because they're.
What you
we're
mean,
Mhm.
people?
different. Yeah.
You were saying that you were saying something similar to that when we were eating, weren't you?
Yeah. And
That's the point.
and that's.
But it's not
that's-
that you don't care about your job. It's just
It's a-
you're there to do the best job
Yeah,
that you
so
can.
don't,
But at
like-
the end of the day, when you go home, it's
Yeah.
not. It's not about them.
Well, basically, what I was trying to portray to them is like from the hours of 8 to 4:30, I am here to work. Don't expect me to stay here late
You
unless
all in.
unless you want to pay me.
4:30.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, you guys work.
I
hard.
heard
Oh, I
4:30.
get out
I
at
was like,
4:30.
oh
We're
my
like,
God.
yeah.
Dude, we
but
don't
your
ever-
time is valuable.
Yeah, and I
so
got
you're
other
gonna
shit
put
to
it
do,
all
yeah.
in.
And mine's
So-
not.
Yeah, your time is very
Chris,
valuable.
well,
You're
you're probably
You're
in a different place than he. I mean,
Yeah,
do you
obviously,
manage
he
a
works
lot
for
of
the
people?
DEA.
How many people do you manage?
I have about just 4 people, but then I have over 200 pieces of equipment It's like my responsibility, and if none of them are perfect, or excuse me, if all of them aren't perfect,
People
they get
die.
pissed.
Yeah.
But it's just like
People will
I can't
die.
do that with that just
Starting
that
tonight.
little amount.
Yeah.
And then they expect you to work past your time to get it done. They're like, no, I'm going home at 4:30. Well, this needs to get
yeah.
done. Well, then I suggest you get somebody else to work after 4:30.
Or pay
Yo,
OT.
Or pay me.
Pay overtime, yeah.
Well, they're like, we'll pay you overtime as much as you want. I was like, well, I also got shit to do, so I'm not going to stay here tonight just because you said tonight I got to do it. So it's one of those things where I was just telling them, like, look, again, I don't care if your mission doesn't get done. I'm a parent. I got a house that I got to take care of. I got my own shit that I got to do. I
Bills
gotta take care
and
of.
Jesus,
my
if
own.
I had that attitude, I'd have no job.
Yeah, and
You guys
But-
hiring?
Okay, so Chris, he's managing 4 people, a lot of equipment.
Yeah.
How many people you manage?
Directly?
Directly or indirectly?
I
indirectly.
directly manage 5. Indirectly,
Billions.
no, not billions.
We
300,
all follow you,
400.
Chris.
Yeah, 300, 400.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
And I mean, that's part of your gig, though.
I'm the same
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
You can tell that we're brothers because I remember when I
Yeah, they're
started
both
here-
lazy.
No, I
They're
just
not-
value my time, dude. I've got, like when my manager's like,
Yeah.
"Hey Brian, listen, I know you're leaving at 6, but like it's really busy in here. We need you to stay." I'm like, "I don't give a fuck. I'm leaving."
Well, can I give you?
I'm
can
outta
I
here.
give you
See
a
you
further
later. Peace.
explanation, though? I got to elaborate because
I understand Brian's. I'd like an explanation from you.
like here's the thing.
I'm just a dick.
Here's the thing. Remember, I told you that like most of the time it's assholes that are at the top, right? And these assholes,
You
like,
need to be, though.
all
You
they-
need to be.
Yeah, and all they do is like dictate, hey, this is the goal I want to accomplish, and then the actual workers get it done,
Yeah.
and they get promoted off the work.
Of other people, yeah.
Yeah, and so they're like, yeah, I made this happen. You didn't really. These guys are just afraid of losing their jobs, as opposed to where I challenge them, like, go ahead and fire me. What are you going to do without me? You can't replace me, and even if you try, it'll take a year.
Well,
and
it
a
sounds
half.
like you don't do much. I'm pretty sure if I was running that organization, you'd be very replaceable.
No, like
Well,
here's
we-
the thing. This is how bad it is. They give me a phone, like they give me a government issued phone, so that they can call me on my day off in case they need anything. I just left it back in Virginia.
Is that like the bat phone?
Yeah, exactly.
The
And so
bad
like
phone.
when I come back, the first thing I'm gonna get is reprimanded because like, hey, did you have your phone on you? I was like, I forgot it. And it's one of those, well, we gave you a phone. I was like, what does that matter? I'm not gonna come into work to help
So
you.
what do they do? Right up?
Right. You're just wasting
you
your
up.
own money.
Yeah.
We're gonna write you up, Jose.
Yeah, and that's
We're gonna discipline.
And even if they write me up, it's as simple as because as a government employee, it's a lot easier. Like we have
Yeah.
a lot of protections, so it's like we're gonna write you up. It's like, well, I'm gonna provide a rebuttal, and then I'm gonna say it's hostile
John,
work
get the
environment.
ruler.
Like
Put
like-
out your hands, Jose.
And then like you guys definitely said something that I was like, as soon as I realized I had this in my like back pocket, I was like, I'm protected. I'm a protected category. I'm feeling very, very discriminated.
You know, this is
they
bringing.
know it's
They gave me a phone.
Yeah.
They assumed I didn't have a phone.
Yeah, like I can afford a phone. You know what I'm
This
saying?
is-
VR card?
I mean,
this
I
is
told
I
you.
can
bringing me
afford
back.
a prepaid phone. Flip.
This is
Oh, yeah,
bring
no,
this is
flash
bringing me
up.
back to like how you were saying, like me and you, we tell our jobs to go fuck themselves. Like
Yeah.
I do what I want, but going back to like guys like Anthony Bourdain
Yeah.
and Heath Ledger and that, they can't tell them. They can't tell those fucking companies. They're telling whole companies.
Well, that's the contract issue, though.
That's yeah.
And that's the thing. So now we got contract employees.
Like, can you
that they're
imagine?
terrified.
Can you imagine if like Anthony Bourdain was doing the layover
Yeah.
at the same time that he was doing Parts Unknown? Is that what it's called? Parts Unknown? That's the name of the one of the shows, Parts Unknown. And then he was also doing the layover in between. He was going to like his other whatever, like the other sites, and he said it got too much. He couldn't do it. But can you imagine if he said, even if he could say, I don't want to do this anymore, break the contract, I don't give a fuck, just charge me whatever.
Yeah, they
and
take
I'll
all his money.
and it doesn't matter to him, right?
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
at the same time, all the people that were hired, all the crew members
Yeah.
they're going to lose their jobs. So that's probably why he can't go.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's a
can't
lot.
just
That's a
fucking-
lot of pressure. Yeah.
And the pressure can fuck with you, because I think that if all those people's lives are in your hands, and on top of that, he's going around the world. Like, we know that America here, it's pretty nice, but when he's going to like these exotic locations, he's seeing the people over there are probably treated like shit. He's probably seeing some messed up stuff
Yeah.
all around the world that he doesn't
Mhm.
talk about, and also he's away from his family. And I mean, I'm not saying that's the reason why, but it had to be something.
Well, we
like-
don't know. We don't know what he's going through.
I'm just
Maybe-
trying to figure out how
Also-
somebody so awesome and had such an awesome life could take his own life. He
I
had so
mean,
much hope.
I mean, honestly, have you met someone that committed suicide that totally makes sense? Oh
Yes.
yeah, totally, yeah.
No, there's
Really?
people that
Like,
Homeless guys.
yeah, like a homeless guy's
Do
hanging.
they
I'm
kill
like, makes
themselves,
sense.
Do they kill themselves or
Or
are they
they
just
overdose.
self-destructive? You know what I mean? Like, there's people that
There
like
is a
literally
difference,
like
yeah. He's right.
ritually kill themselves because it's over. For
No,
them.
okay, so but there's people that make like more no sense. Does that make sense? That where you're like, what? That is more confusing to me that guy killed himself as opposed to the
there's
other
people that when you do it, you're like, all right, that's not that shocking. And then there's other ones where you're like, oh my god,
guy.
I
Really,
can't-
Robin
so-
Williams? Like Robin Williams?
Yeah, how about
okay,
the
so the-
commercial out there now, Michael Phelps? Like, go see a psychiatrist. And like you think about it on the surface, all right, you won gold medals, smoking pot. I mean, I got to be honest, that's like the most impressive thing
Yeah.
I've ever seen in my life.
Smoking
This
pot
guy
and get medals?
smoking pot, diving into a pool, and beating the whole world.
They should have gave him 2
Yeah.
medals.
Yeah, right. They're like, oh, they should kick him out. I'm like, are you kidding me? This guy should get a fucking platinum medal.
Amazing.
They should have made that platinum medal
Amazing.
just
You see
for
how
Michael
goofy
Phelps.
He looks too. Like, yeah, he did.
They,
it.
they
Let him
pro-
think.
maybe they found
I
steroids.
I actually saw him in Tempe once.
Huh?
He was walking by in Tempe because he's the coach of ASU's swimming team.
Yeah.
Is he tall?
Dude, he's tall.
That's all
he's
he's
like
tall, right? Like
6'4".
inhuman.
Oh,
He's-
well,
he's a
that
big
explains
guy.
why.
Human.
That
Dude, he's
explains
a
why he wanted to
big
kill
guy.
himself. He was in
The
Arizona.
only reason I
That's not
recognized it
human,
was
that's
him
a
is
mo-
because
that's
he
like
had an
genetic
Oilers hat
superiority
on.
right there.
He had an Oilers hat and he's from
Is he
Baltimore.
Canadian?
He's from Baltimore.
Oh,
Oilers.
God damn.
Whalers.
Not Oilers. I apologize.
Orioles.
Orioles. Apologize.
I was
The
gonna say, he's
Whalers-
from
The
Edmonton.
Whalers.
Well, the
Uh,
Oilers were Houston as well.
But okay,
Yeah,
weren't you
but-
guys back to this? Didn't you guys say that like the whole Facebook thing about like how people point like they present like the best?
Yeah, they
versions
present
of
the
their
best life. Of course.
Okay, so
But we don't really know what's going on behind the scenes.
so what?
With
What does
Greece.
America?
With anybody,
So what does America equate to happiness?
exactly, and everybody has a different version.
But
of
I'm
it.
saying, what
That's
is
why-
it? What's the American dream?
what is
Fame,
the
money,
American-
success.
Well, let's
Fame,
figure
money,
it out.
success. So
Become famous. Yeah.
let's think of this. Robin Williams gets there and he's still not happy.
Yeah.
There's no other place to climb to. There's no other peak. He's at the peak.
So all
So
his
that's why he kills himself.
I actually
Because he realizes that he's not happy with fame, fortune, and notoriety.
I saw a thing on Facebook
Can't
where
buy happiness.
They
you
show-
can't, but it's easy to tell
You ever been on a
that.
jet ski though.
It's easy to
That shit
tell
is
that
fun
to
as fuck.
someone who's poor.
Uh,
It's like, oh, well, you have money, so. But Robin Williams, I mean, he's the example.
Yeah.
I can't buy happiness.
Yeah.
well, no. Also, another thing, they showed like how people who are depressed do not look like, and they show a picture of like some emo kid, and then they go, that's not what a depressed person.
Yeah, that's
looks
just
like.
an image.
Yeah.
That's just like
Here's
please
a
feel-
picture of a person who's
Yeah.
depressed, and then they show a picture of Robin Williams like
Yeah.
smiling up, like he
Yeah.
always smiles.
But can it be that like under the like weight of his own genius? Because like he's a modern day philosopher. You know, he's always made themes about movies of like, you know, people dying in his life. Like, oh, that movie World's Best Dad. Golly, yeah, you see that? Where his son commits suicide.
Yeah, that-
and
oh
then,
my
like,
God, with
he,
auto-
like tries to cover it up.
Yeah.
and then everybody's like,
No, I've never
oh,
seen
what
it.
a great. You
That's
really,
a great
it's
movie.
an
No, I've
ama-
never
it's
seen it.
fucking
such a
phenomenal, dude.
such a chilling look into like his own
You know,
genius.
the kid that was in it, the kid that killed himself.
Yeah.
That's the kid from Spy Kids. He
Yeah,
was
yeah,
in,
yeah,
he was
yeah,
in
yeah,
Spy
he was
Kids.
the- he was
He's
the
the kid
little-
that kills himself.
the little
So that's-
ginger kid?
Must have definitely missed that
But
one.
the way he killed himself, it was by accident.
Autoerotic
He tried to
asphyxiation.
like
Oh
jerk
my
himself
God.
off and killed himself, and so then he hid that and said, no, he just killed himself because he was sad. And
No,
he wrote,
no,
he
you're
wrote
missing
the
another
letter.
point. You're missing another
he
point.
But
wrote-
isn't that how Robin Williams actually killed himself?
No,
No,
that's
that-
not. That's,
yeah,
not-
that's Kill Bill.
That was David Carradine.
Yeah,
weren't
that
they-
was the Kung Fu
Weren't
Master.
they saying at first they were saying that he used to do that?
Who, Robin Williams?
No, I think that was like that
Maybe
conjecture.
it
yeah.
was just a rumor.
Yeah, it's just like someone.
There
trying to,
was in the movie. I think what happens is his kid is a fucking asshole.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
shit.
Well, he's a
nobody likes him.
ginger.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
what?
yeah, we all know.
I
Soulless
didn't say that.
bastard.
I don't want to.
Boy.
Hold on. Listen, if there's
No,
any
I-
gingers listening to this podcast,
We're
I
gonna
love
Please
you.
kidding. I
Subscribe
have
and like
friends
right
that
now.
are gingers
I,
that I love.
yeah, please subscribe and like to the channel.
And then
I condemn that comment. No,
I endorse it.
I think
Matt,
no-
you have been exiled from the free bridge. You have to pay.
That's
I'm
fine.
gonna go. You want me to go to the next?
Well, hold on.
Topic?
I,
No,
I
hold
got,
on,
I
we
got,
were
I got a
we were
point.
on a good roll.
We're at a
Go
good
ahead.
So,
place right now.
like, think of Heath Ledger, right? So sometimes, like, when you get into Hollywood, I kind of look at that as its own, like, business entity. It's like its own world,
Mhm.
right? So now you become a figure, and now you're a public figure, and the public has its outlook on you, and they could think whatever they want. Like you were saying, you kind of get trapped in that.
Yeah.
Because now every move you make is under a microscope. The problem with Hollywood is it's tied to the media. So they can kind of shape the perspective of everyone. Because
Yeah.
you have no say.
Yeah.
No one's going to listen to you.
That's true.
You do this, well, we're going to say this about you. So now it's you versus Hollywood
Hollywood.
versus the media. Who's the Americans, the public going to believe?
Yeah.
We're getting into the dark side of Hollywood.
Well,
Dark-
you
yeah,
just
it's
look at
true.
TMZ.
So you kind of
Oh,
you don't
fucking
have your own
TMZ.
life anymore. So you kind of it's almost like you sell your soul.
Yeah.
Right. So you go, you do what you like, you do a movie or two, and then all of a sudden you're stuck.
Yeah.
you're not your own person anymore.
Yeah.
In
They
fact,
control every move you make because you don't want to do that. Well, it'd be a shame if people thought this about you.
yeah. They actually, you know what? I actually saw something on YouTube. It was like a top top 10 things about Hollywood you don't know. And
We need another one.
You want to do
Chris.
some more docs?
Yeah, I'll get some more dogs.
They were talking about how sometimes people are like, I guess, encouraged to date certain people. Like, for
Yeah,
instance,
because that's what we want to see. We
Like
want
Twilight.
to see. Yeah, we
they
wanna
use
see.
that as an example, like Twilight with Edward,
which
and,
was a great theme covered in the Hunger Games. Remember where they're like, come on, like where they're like, yo, we need to make out because people like that.
To your
shit.
point,
Yeah.
it's also a business decision.
That's my
Yep,
point. Because
exactly, yeah.
you're just you in general
Oh my
are the
God.
brand.
It's like Game of Thrones, but like Hollywood edition.
Yes,
Like, oh shit,
it is like Game of Thrones.
You gotta fuck your sister.
People are
Ah.
fucking each other over.
All right, I'm getting it.
Yeah, like
I already said
mean,
that
it's
last
really
episode.
it's hard because when you hear rumors about Hollywood, it's hard for me to go, that's not true because, I mean, I've heard some crazy shit going. I mean,
Yeah.
look at what's going on with the fucking Harvey Weinstein.
With Bill Cosby.
And what you know what?
Oh,
There
hold
were
on.
rumors
Thank you.
about
Yeah.
that 30
Hold on.
years
And
ago.
Harvey
Hold on, Chris is
Weinstein.
in. Chris,
Yeah.
Kevin's
I'm
Chris
back.
has got
I'm
something
back.
in
So,
lock.
but I got something in line here. So I was reading an article the other day how a lot of actors will purposely go do their own like art projects or take on crappy roles on purpose to purposely go out of the spotlight,
Yeah.
tank financially as far as Hollywood's concerned, so that Hollywood casts them out, but doesn't cast them out with like a bad connotation on them, right? Because if they go against Hollywood, then Hollywood's going to spin it their way and make them the bad guy.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
they
yeah.
go and do their own project or they take on a crappy role and it bombs and it financially doesn't pan out,
Yeah.
then they just kind of go away.
Well, what
I
do you
was
think
reading
about the
articles, like
what,
15
what about the independent film like,
Circuit, the
yeah, like
independent
they're
film circuit.
they're helping out the actors a lot, and they love to go over them because it's like it's fresh, it's something that it's not they're not used to.
Right.
And then Netflix is starting to like letting them like, you know, they're bringing people that we haven't seen in like decades. Like, hey, remember they shunned you? Come on over here, we got you.
Right.
We got you covered. You know, we'll pay you this much money. And
Yeah,
we
there's
need to
definitely.
I think there's people that supersede it, though. You just get so famous that you can't control
you
it.
can't. Yeah, Kevin Hart's in everything.
Yeah, but like Tom
Oh,
Cruise.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise like that.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey's
Chris-
like that. He
you
could
know-
be out of
you
the
know who the new
spotlight
one
and he's
is?
still in there.
The new guy is probably Chris Pratt.
Yeah,
'cause
Chris
he's
Pratt
on everything.
and
He's in
everything.
fucking
But
Jurassic
like
Park,
he's trying to
Marvel,
poke fun at it, but like
Lego
he's-
movie. He's in all that shit now.
he
He's-
seems like he likes
Oh,
it. though.
what do
And
you
he's
think
a
of
happy
him?
guy, but who knows?
What do you think about him going with the whole like, you know, praise God thing lately? You think that's gonna
Yeah,
affect
he's
it?
done now.
You think so? Like,
Oh yeah, no doubt.
I don't know. It's Chris Pratt. He's good enough. Maybe like he can. And then I
Who
mean,
knows?
Can I say something? Actually, I feel like
Uh-oh.
that shit was working. Like Hollywood trying to like make us see what they want us to see, and it worked until
it's marketing.
until recently. Though I think it's not working anymore.
Yeah.
Because look at, for example, and this is actually this is a good segue because
You're a
people
good
are no
segue.
longer falling for their bullshit anymore. Like people are gonna go watch the Star Wars movie just because it's Star Wars. I don't give a shit what they said about the Last Jedi. Like I don't. It's Star Wars. Fuck you. You're gonna watch it. Give me your money, just like it always been. And they got like really, I guess, on their high horse saying, guys, shut up. Like you guys are just sexist. Remember with the Ghostbusters? They're saying, oh, you guys think Ghostbusters suck? It's because you're sexist. And they're like, they try
no,
to frame it.
Ghostbusters suck.
But
'cause
Ghostbusters suck. And it's
I
not.
didn't even
But
watch
that's
it.
the thing
I
is
didn't even see it.
before.
I didn't
That's
see
It
how
was
bad it
horrible.
was.
Don't watch it. It's
I-
horrible.
But my
That's why I
There's not
point
didn't
many
watch it.
movies that get me to the theaters anymore.
No,
although Chris
that's-
Hemsworth was pretty funny in that movie. I have to admit, he was pretty fucking funny. In
It's
that.
not. I'm
Who?
not gonna watch for Crimson Hemsworth.
Fucking Thor.
Who was it? Chris Helmsworth?
Was it Chris?
Dude, he's
Chris?
good looking guy.
What
Thor
like-
playing a
He's
nerd.
funny.
What's
No, it was he was a
Some-
dumbass, and like the girls were like oogling him, and he was like just using it like, oh yeah. And he had like glasses.
first
but
of
he was
all,
like,
he is
Yeah.
pretty hot. I'd make.
He's
it.
a
Yeah.
good looking guy, man.
I'd give it to him. I'd
He's a
give him
good-looking
Mjolnir.
guy.
I'd shake his
Mjolnir.
hand.
he's a good- he's a
You
good
shake his
guy.
hand?
Say hello.
You
Maybe
say-
take him out to a nice seafood dinner. I don't know.
I would,
Seafood dinner.
I would stroke his hair behind his ear.
Would you do?
The only
would you
thing
do-
is, think of this: when you're like a superstar actor,
Mhm.
you can't go to Walmart.
yes, you can.
I go to Walmart all
You
the
can
time.
go to it. Nobody gives a shit at Walmart.
No, people care about it. You can't go anywhere.
Well, did you ever hear that
You're a
Shakira?
prisoner.
Did you ever hear that Shakira went to school and I forgot what
her,
said-
name
in
is,
LA.
her name is Shakira.
He said
Shakira went to school. Would you
he
see
said
what-
superstar.
Listen, I heard her
Oh,
hips
yeah.
don't lie, but
My bad.
I guess my point was that it's not working anymore. Like, it's not. Nobody would ever have thought that a Han Solo Star Wars movie
Oh god,
would
that was
tank,
crap.
and it flopped,
I did.
dude.
I did.
No, I'm saying that
They're
like
trying to
if,
milk that
if
cow,
I
man.
would have told you this back
It
then.
is a cash cow.
Yeah.
He's
What I'm saying is
100%
before
right.
Star Wars was like, the new ones came out. If I were to tell you, hey, they're gonna come out with this Han Solo movie,
Really, Jose?
I'm
Is that the
sorry.
bat phone?
Yeah, that's, no,
Turn
that's,
it off.
That's a different phone.
his phone keeps going
Jesus.
off. It's
They're
really,
like, "Where's the bad phone?"
Yeah.
Texting him, "Where's the bad phone?"
guys? I'm really sorry about this. Damn, Jose.
We checked
I'm
your
very
location.
unprofessional.
Yeah.
You just let anyone
Alright.
in
I'll just.
the border.
It's just it's just interesting. And another thing that you're seeing a lot in Hollywood,
Uh-huh.
they're like fucking their little they keep putting things like political views
Yeah, it's
and
political and subliminal messages
What the
for
fuck are they
trying to get
doing
you
that
for
for?
everything.
Okay, so going back,
well, it's even like
trying to incite
even
something.
Solo.
shit. Why?
Lando
Why are they putting that in those
Lando
times?
Calrissian is kind of like
Pansexual.
is he gay, pansexual.
Yeah, the pansexual shit.
I have
yeah.
Okay, so the thing
I
is
hate
with
that
Chris
word.
Pratt, it's better to go God than go right conservative.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
he'll-
I can
he'll
go with that.
stay in
I can go
Hollywood
with that.
if you
Yeah.
say, "Oh, like I believe in God, I love God, blah blah blah." If you go right wing, I'm conservative, I like Trump. That will get you kicked out of Hollywood much faster than God.
Or
would.
if you rape women, that's another one that gets you out of there.
Well, I mean, that
I don't
should
know,
get you
that
kicked out
kinda
of
is
everywhere.
Hollywood.
yeah, that's another
Well,
thing
all
about
I know
Hollywood.
is the guy was selling me Jello, and then he's the biggest rapist maybe ever.
the pudding. Get
Always
the
trying to get him
pudding.
pudding, man.
Not the Jello.
Jello.
Oh,
you know,
man.
here's
say the darnest thing.
Here's the crazy part about it, right? When they say that these guys have been doing it for like however long, that's shocking.
Like
but when
serial
you
rapists.
find out, they fucking knew the whole time.
That's even more
That makes
shocking.
me go, that's crazy.
That's even more
And
shocking,
that makes
man.
me go, what is Hollywood behind closed
It's not
doors?
just Hollywood. I'm sorry.
every
it's not just
business.
It's the
Hollywood.
It's
debauchery,
everything.
bro.
Let's not even talk about business. Like just in the military alone.
Military's a business.
No, it's a service.
Service
It's
is
a
a
communism.
business. It's a communism.
It really is.
You
Everybody
bunch
gets
of
paid the
commies.
same.
I don't agree with him. Just for the record,
It's
I don't want
a-
any veterans coming after me.
No, it's
They'll
true.
come after you.
Fuck
It's
you,
true.
Jose.
It's true. I don't give a shit what they say. They know it too because when they're there, they're like everybody gets paid the same, and like it's just.
So
whatever.
you're saying
Communism's
that
a
happens in the
business too.
military.
Everybody
Jose.
gets the same. I mean, listen to what they tell them. You all got to wear the same shit. You all got to do the same shit. You all got to do the same job, and you're all going to get paid the same thing. I mean, and
America.
free medical,
So that
free
br-
schooling. I mean, how much more communist can you get?
That brings
with
me
that?
to a point here. Do people want equality or they want equality of opportunity?
Oh, dude. What are you talking
Is that
about?
like the
Not
same?
in the military, right? Like in the
No,
military.
just in
He's
general.
talking about in general.
Yo, that shit is.
I don't
alright.
think people want true equality. They don't want to be the same as everyone else. They want the equal opportunity to become better in capitalism. That's what I think people want.
I don't
We are-
think people know what the fuck they want. Honestly.
Well,
I think.
I agree with Jose. I
yeah.
think no matter what,
Yeah.
you give it to them, and they'll still complain
They'll
about
still
something.
complain about some shit.
There's always
yeah.
something to complain about.
Like I'll say it right now. I don't care what you say. I like capitalism. I like it.
well, Brian doesn't understand capitalism.
I understand the bad side about
No,
it more
it's
than the good side.
It's good because
I think it's the best system that we have
It
so
is.
far.
It's the only system we've ever had. So.
at
But
the
I-
very least it only gets the motivated people to at least try, and that's what we need. We need our motivators to come.
How
out
does
there
that
and-
Yeah,
motivate
but
people to even
Listen,
try?
there's some people that are
Can I
money
tell you
motivated.
something?
Yeah, guy. Let's see. I gotta hear this.
Tell me something, Brian.
I mean, because that makes me so angry. Because like, for you to say it's motivating you to want to try, if you have, how the fuck are you going to compete when the thing is rigged against us? If you
No.
see people
Yeah, but time
that
out.
are
Socialism
constantly,
and communism is rigged against. Because
Yeah,
here's the
communism
reality:
is rigged.
I mean,
you
Because
switch,
corruption is
you
everywhere.
switch
I
America
know,
to
it's-
communism or socialism. All the people that rule capitalism now become the top in that system, and everyone else falls. You know why? Because go-getters will find their way to the top, whether it's capitalism, socialism, communism, and take advantage of whoever's below.
Yeah.
And in capitalism, the lazy people don't succeed.
the greedy people are the ones that succeed.
Of course,
because
the
they're
greedy people are
go-getters.
the
It's
ones
fucked
that-
up. It's
yeah.
promoting greed, and that's
Well,
not. I mean, if you're gonna
it's
say
money
in one,
motivated.
you're
I
gonna
mean-
say in
Brian,
one sentence,
Greed is good.
yeah. But if you're
Thank
gonna
you.
Okay,
say,
Gordon
Thank you for that
Gecko.
reference. Yes.
if you're gonna say in one sentence that I believe in God and all this shit, and then in the next sentence greed is good, I mean that just sounds fucked up to me. And you lost the argument, and I'm not listening anymore.
Because it's not an argument. It's just a form of dealing with people. We have to fucking as a society, we have to coordinate
Incentivize. You got to
people.
incentivize people.
And here's the thing. I mean, think about the incentive behind everything. In order for you to succeed in this world, you have to go to work. We got to put people.
Well, hold
to
on.
work.
Let me ask him a question.
No, I'll put
do
people
you
to
think
work.
that
I'll be
if
in
we
the
got,
Bahamas.
do you think if capitalism self-destructed, that forget about we won't say greed, taking advantage of people is going to stop? Do you think people will stop being taken advantage of?
No, but that
Okay.
goes on what my view is on humanity. I
All right,
people.
so but then
We're fucked
then there
up,
you go.
man.
No
We're
matter
not
what we
good.
give you, it won't matter
Huh?
because if you, It doesn't matter then, because if humanity's involved with it, we will fuck it up.
Yeah, we're fucking it up. We're not good at this.
I know.
You
really
said it
sad.
the best the last podcast.
But-
When you said we're not built for this kind of life.
No,
man.
we're not.
We
We're
aren't.
just we have no idea what we're doing.
We're not
just kind
programmed.
of like just going through the motions, and that's why a lot of people aren't happy because they tell you what is supposed to make you happy, and you try to do that shit, and you're like, none of this shit is what I like. None of what you're saying is true, and then you got to try to figure out yourself. And then that weight of that pressure of trying to figure out what is going to make you happy while dealing with other people telling you that you're fucked up, that shit is maddening.
Yeah.
Brian
mean,
is fucked up.
Yeah.
I got a lot of messed up.
I
things
mean,
in my
come
head,
on.
yeah.
Like, you've done everything.
I want to kill turtles and shit. And like fucking
Well, turtles are
drink
pieces
their
of shit.
blood.
They're in my way all the guys. No, wait, those are
How
tortoises.
could-
Turtles
yeah,
are fine.
tortoises
My
are
bad,
bad.
turtles are
I like turtles and time.
Tortoises get it.
Sorry,
like,
Frank.
walk in the middle of the
Sorry,
road,
Franklin.
fucking-
We love you.
All right, I want to go back to the Hollywood thing because for me, Hollywood, and I'm going to talk about. Can we just talk about the dark side of it? The light side of
Well,
it.
we already know the dark side.
Here's the good side of Hollywood.
And I'd still
Give me the
join.
good side.
This is what I can take away from Hollywood in terms of like connecting with people. Like for me, I'm making this podcast and it is a form of art, I guess, and it's entertaining and people are going to listen. That's my way of connecting with them. But I think that Hollywood is so much better because if, let's say, Steven Spielberg created a piece of art, which is Jurassic Park, and that movie is fucking awesome.
Which
He
is
just-
a ripoff of Westworld.
I don't
give a shit about that.
necessarily think that we could call Jurassic Park a work of art. If you want
No,
to
because
say
he's making
Jaws,
a statement. No, he's making a statement.
let's
in
say
that movie.
Jaws.
Well, no, I'm going to stay with Jurassic
The
Park
first
because
Rocky is start.
no,
That's art.
because in
Yeah,
the
but that's
movie
not
Jurassic
Steven
Park,
The first one.
in the first Jurassic Park, he says, like, there's that question. Listen, if we have the capability of creating dinosaurs, should we create them? And that's the whole fucking premise of the
Yeah.
movie. And then you see that maybe we shouldn't because it was naturally selected to be extinct.
Well,
that's a great statement.
That's a good
I
philosophical
thought the statement
question.
in
that's
Jaws
not-
was
that
much
wasn't the
bigger.
point I
That's
was trying to
great.
make.
Should we get a bigger boat? Should we not get
Yeah.
a bigger boat?
I think the point I was trying to make. The point I was trying to make is that he created that piece of art and it has nothing to do with me or you, right? Or you guys. But because we saw that piece of art, we were able to connect with each other because of our love for that piece of art. I was saying those movies that we like, I can quote them, and then when I saw that you can quote them, and we both
Wait, you
enjoy
like
those-
Jurassic Park?
No, the first
Wait,
one.
did you put my videos
I don't
up?
even like that one.
What?
Did you put my videos
Yeah, I
up?
don't know.
No, I'm gonna put your videos up.
How dare you?
But
I know the jingle's in my head, but it's just like I don't know. I'm not a big fan of
Okay,
Jurassic.
so
okay,
Jurassic
whatever,
Park-
man. Like the
what's your-
cable guy. The cable guy's one. That we fucking
Cable
love.
guy.
That's a
Right.
cult. That little cult
Cable
underground, right?
guy.
Like a little cult
Yeah,
underground.
yeah.
You see what I mean? The cult underground that connects people. Like that's
Kinda
why.
like
That's why I
Clerks.
like Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's why I
Clerks
like.
was kind of like that
Yeah,
too.
that's definitely
What?
a
Which
cult
one?
classic.
Clerks.
The
Oh, yeah,
original
Clerks
Clerks is amazing.
definitely-
Kevin Smith.
The Big Lebowski.
Oh wow!
I like that too.
Oh my
See,
god!
this is one of
I don't roll on Shabbos.
That's fantastic.
favorite movies. That's on my list.
So, okay, so what's your favorite movie? Is it Jurassic Park?
I mean, I talked about it on the last podcast. My favorite movie is The Matrix. All day, every day.
Yeah,
baby.
you really like that
My favorite
idea.
fucking-
So when I was on my way back from Arizona, some kid goes, I had long hair at this time and a bigger beard.
Oh yeah.
You look like Neo from The Matrix.
Yeah, even though Neo had no beard and
Yeah,
short
like,
hair.
thanks.
You know he's
This
half
is real.
Korean, right? Like what the fuck?
Well,
It's
I'm half
Hawaiian,
Korean.
dick.
Hawaiian. My bad. I was damn Angelo.
Well, you know
Fuck
what? You might
going on.
you might be right. It might be.
Yeah, I
Asian.
think he's Mongolian, but
He's Angelo.
It's Angelo.
okay. So you like The Matrix?
John
Fa-
Wick.
favorite movie of all time.
I'm back.
What the fuck?
So a
be
good
back.
segue from your Jurassic Park. So my favorite movie is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Oh wow!
Oh,
Great,
you just
great.
stole it.
Well, I love that movie.
That is a
And
And
great.
it does pose a question because you would think your girlfriend erases her memory of you.
And
Would
so you erase your memory.
Would
of-
you?
But you
and
wouldn't.
then at
'Cause-
the
'cause,
end of
yeah.
it, at the beginning, I thought I would definitely erase it.
Yeah, because
It
that
makes the most
sounds
sense.
appealing, but
And then you start going through the memories, and you're thinking, "This is
That's
a
make-
part of me." This
makes
is
you who you are.
Changes you.
exactly
You know what the
makes you who
funny
you
thing
are.
is? That's my
And I've
favorite
had my
movie
heart
as well
broken.
for a completely different
But it was-
reason.
I had my
Why is
heart
that?
broken, but it was the
I don't know,
best
wait
thing
for
that
that to
could
shut
ever
up.
happen to me.
Too many conversations.
You shut up.
I had my heart broken, but it was the best thing that could ever
It
happen.
really
to me.
it defines who you are.
Well, it was because I was trying to be someone she wanted me to be,
Yeah.
and then I realized if you're not going to be yourself, you're never going to be happy.
You're not gonna be
10
happy,
years
yeah.
down the road, it's going to be destructive.
It's a self-awareness thing.
exactly
It's a self-awareness thing. yeah.
exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's another thing that Hollywood does. It fucking
It is.
It teaches like I've
It helps
What?
you reflect on yourself.
Chris, what do you have
Yeah.
to say about it?
Go ahead,
I
Chris.
didn't say-
You said that you liked Eternal.
Yeah, it's also
Sunshine
my
of-
favorite movie for a different reason.
for a different reason. And what
completely
reason?
different reason.
that's
So-
another thing. That's pretty cool.
Is
that
it
he
'cause
can
she's
take
hot?
something and you could take
She's
something
fucking
completely
hot.
different from that movie.
Well, no, it's not even from the movie. So the reason why it's my favorite movie is I'm a big Jim Carrey fan.
Oh wow!
Right,
yeah.
and obviously that
I'm
was
bigger.
one of the the Truman Show was that first role he ever did where it was like
Drama?
This isn't it's drama. This isn't Jim
I don't know.
Carrey.
Dumb and Dumber was pretty dramatic.
When did the
I know.
Majestic come out?
I mean, that was
It
very,
just
that's
came
very
out in
heartwarming, really.
1999 or 2000, around there.
Wait,
that was
what?
kind of
Wait, which-
serious.
which
too, but
Wait,
no one-
what did?
The Majestic, but it didn't really get any
It
critical.
didn't hit
acclaim.
me.
Okay.
But Eternal Sunshine of the
And it was
Spotless
a supporting
Mind
cast.
was actually the first legal rated R movie I could see. I took
Yes.
Matt, and that was illegal.
It was
technically.
absolutely illegal.
But
He just turned 17. Now
I
he's
did,
15
and I
years
didn't
old.
realize
better.
you couldn't bring someone that wasn't of age at 17. That was only me allowed to be in. I had to be 18 to bring him in.
Thank God this 90-year-old man was taking our
He's
tickets.
like, just-
he had no clue what was
Just
going
fucking
on.
buy popcorn and go in.
He's like, I see two of you.
That
Yes,
movie's
you
bringing
see
us
two of
together,
us.
guys. Movie's bringing
So
us
wait,
together.
wait. So
Let's get it.
the reason why I like that movie is because Jim Carrey was basically not being Jim Carrey.
He was
right?
Matt
So-
Felico.
And it resonated with me because at work I'm not me.
He was
every
still
single
technically
day.
he was still technically being Jim.
Kind
at
of
least
being Jim Carrey.
It was a
but
little bit
listen,
different of a role.
It was a different role for him. He took no money. He actually
Yeah.
because they weren't going to give him the role. He was like, "I'll do this and I'll take no money."
Oh yeah.
That's how
and then-
confident
okay.
he was,
He was a perfect cast.
and that's how much he
Really,
wanted
it really
to do
was
it.
because like that the scenes where like he had to play out the inner child in him and all
Right.
that. Oh, perfect for him. And then but he
And-
was. They should have gave him credit for that because what was
They
that movie
should've.
23?
the number
the number
23.
Yeah, like he
Yeah.
did that before or after that.
After.
Oh, okay. So then so
This was
Eternal
the
Spot-
beginning of him being a fucking badass.
Yeah,
that was the
yeah,
beginning.
definitely.
That was kind of like emo Jim Carrey at the beginning. He started to get that long hair.
Yeah.
We were like, is that Jim Carrey? That is
Please,
Jim Carrey.
I'm
well,
different.
the Man on the Moon was Truman Show and Man on the Moon were both.
Yeah.
Where he
But
really
the
got
thing-
some
yeah, but
But I
critical
think they did a
acclaim.
different kind of connection there. They're like, oh, he's
Yeah,
the
no,
only
absolutely.
one that
Yeah.
can make that.
Yeah.
Truman Show was its own thing. The Man on the
Absolutely,
Moon, though,
yeah.
he was playing a comedian, so it still had that little like, oh,
Yeah,
it's
no,
just Jim Carrey.
Absolutely. But he got
playing a
critical
comedian.
acclaim for
He
it.
did, 100%.
Oh yeah, it was really good.
But I like
Chris,
that, like
fantastic
that
movie.
independent film vibe with Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, which the other films didn't have. Not even The Majestic. It
It's
just
one
didn't
of the
get critical
greatest
acclaim.
plots ever,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
But it was Jim Carrey essentially not being Jim Carrey, willing to not be Jim Carrey, and kind of go out
Yeah.
there and throw everything down and say, I'm not going to take any money. I'm going to go out there and be someone different. I'm going to prove it to you. And that resonated with me.
And I think that's when people are best, when they're vulnerable. And he was vulnerable.
Yeah.
He put out in a
He
place
was
that
wi-
he's
he was
never
willing-
been
he was willing to
before,
try
and he
something,
got to
yeah.
see his real emotions on the screen.
Yeah, but see that's the art part of it, and then people took the risk to do that. Plus, good
Yeah.
business. Like, hey, free? Yeah, you're in. Get in here.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Jim Carrey for free? Who cares?
Yeah,
Like flops.
we'll take.
You know-
Jim
you
Carrey
know-
for free and anything.
I think the
Yeah.
most.
Come clean my house.
I think
Do
people
a
who
shitty
are,
job. I don't care.
I think people are trying to who are very vulnerable or like pretty much put themselves out there are like comedians. When they
Well,
go on stage and they
yeah.
just fucking talk about their
Well,
lives,
before-
they bring up moments.
Or
in their
people that
life.
do like podcasts or something.
Before,
Yeah, people that talk
before
podcasts.
before we go any further than that, I think it's first of all, let's look at all of them. They're all humans and they all like have feelings. So a perfect example that nobody understands is like Selena Gomez. Like she's just some hot girl, right? That's how we look at her. Just some hot girl.
She's so talented. I love her.
but
I don't
she's
think
just some
she's that hot.
I have a clover for
But
hair.
what I'm saying, let's just no, let's just go with that. Like just some hot girl, and then like she wants to be known as an artist and taken seriously, and so she tries. And like think about like how much pressure that poor girl. I still don't recognize her as anything, but like Justin Bieber's like little smash buddy.
Yo, I'm
But,
actually.
Well,
like-
that was the only thing I remember. The roast of Justin Bieber.
Yeah,
She's willing to do the job that no American would ever do.
yeah, we just shit on her the whole time. But this poor
But
girl,
the heart
like,
wants what it wants, right?
she's got feelings, and she's sitting home listening to this shit, and like I want to be taken serious. Like nobody's taking you seriously, babe. Like sorry.
I'll do a movie with Ethan Hawke. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, we don't care. We don't care about
Mustang.
what-
Training Day, another great
Whatever.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh
Great movie.
my
Great movie.
God.
Yeah.
King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
Could have been better.
Could have been better. Denzel should have lived.
Well, you didn't tell me your favorite movie. I heard
My favorite movie?
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
I
I
don't-
got The Matrix, and you got
I don't
what?
have a favorite movie. Like no movie like
Come on.
comes to mind.
What a fucking.
Cinema
Is
Paradiso.
there an actor and actress that you always watch their movies, regardless of what it is?
Will Smith.
No.
Oh my
Will
God,
Smith is
please.
always Will Smith.
He's just he's always.
No, have you seen him in 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon?
It's like Carlton. Will always be Carlton.
No. Will always be Carlton.
you don't have. You really don't. There's no movie like.
There's
What's the
nothing that's-
first movie that
There's
sticks
nothing
out?
that stands out in my head.
There's
I
so
just,
you've never seen a movie. You know
Well,
what?
hold on. What type of movies do you like? Because I'll pinpoint his favorite movie right
all
now. Right
types
here.
of movie. Like I can go from watching like let's
Comedy?
see, Nacho Libre.
Comedy.
I don't
So,
need
like,
your
watching
range. I don't
Will-
need your range. I
Yeah.
want like if there was a specific genre that you could watch almost anything of, what would it be?
There isn't one.
Sounds
man.
like comedy to me.
There isn't because I'll watch documentaries all day,
I love
and then I'll
documentaries.
come and watch like,
Documentaries
horror
aren't real
movies.
films.
They're called
They're not.
called
They're
documentaries.
Documentaries.
Documentaries. What the hell
I'll
are you
watch
doing?
that, and then I'll watch like something like a horror movie because I just want to watch horror and see what that's like, and then I'll watch like an action movie just because like. I'm
What
bored
movie
with
have
it.
you seen the most of? If you like straight through, coincidentally or not?
Coincidentally, only because it's on Comedy Central nonstop, is Step Brothers.
His
So
favorite movie,
then-
Step Brothers.
It's not Step Brothers.
Wow, way to go! We
It's not
pinpointed.
Step Brothers.
You little bitch. We got you.
It's not.
But
Now, it could be there's
seems
something
like
about
comedy
Mary.
would be his genre, though.
Look,
think
I
so, man.
enjoy comedy, but like comedy stand up for a while, I was watching nothing but comedy
Stand up?
routine. So anything
Dude,
comedy
stand-up's
stand up.
great.
But then I switched over to documentaries, and then documentaries.
Documentaries. Don't fuck that up.
What
again.
So, okay, so
documentary,
we
and
talked
then-
about this on the other podcast. A Steaming Pile of Me, Richard Jenny. Have you watched that
No, is
stand-up?
that
No,
good?
you
we didn't
have to
talk
watch
about
it.
that
Oh,
on
wow,
the
really?
podcast.
didn't.
We
No,
didn't
we
talk about
talked
it?
about it with someone else at dinner.
Oh my
the
god,
other
it's,
night.
it's
I know that
seriously,
our life and the podcast is starting to
Everything-
mesh
everything
together.
is just
It's too
formatted
my
in
whole life
podcast
meshes
form.
We're in the
together.
Matrix.
Matt, that's when we were 12.
All right. So,
But
what is it
A
about a
Steaming Pile of
movie?
Me, Richard Jenny, you must watch it.
Also,
It's on
Okay.
HBO.
He also
you
is
have
dead.
to watch it.
Okay.
He killed himself a year later, but
Worth it.
he left his Mona Lisa behind.
Oh yeah. All right. So
That's his
his
masterpiece.
yeah. What is it about a movie that like connects
Strikes
with
a
you?
chord?
Yeah.
It's relatable. I mean, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. It was right around the time where I had a serious girlfriend breaking up,
yeah.
and I was like, yeah, I wish I could just erase all the memories of her.
Yeah.
And that's what I thought going in the film. And then I'm glad. I mean, in retrospect, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Because then it realized I got to be happy. I got to be comfortable with being myself. And I found Simi. She's comfortable with me. How? I have no clue. I'm such a pain in the ass. But
Well, you're cute. You're cute, man.
I mean,
What
I'm
you got?
cute.
It's the beard.
It's the beard.
It
Yeah,
could-
it makes you look manly.
but I
It's the
didn't have a
hipster,
beard though. I didn't have a beard.
Well,
hairy chest.
she saw the beard
A
within
little
you.
bit.
Okay, man.
Not like Burt
She saw
Reynolds
the
or Mel
beard.
Gibson, but
She saw the beard that
Must
was
be
within
Reynolds
you.
or something.
No, within you.
the
It's money.
beard with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
You know, actually, all right. I was having a conversation with Trish, and she was saying how
Who's Trish?
it's my wife. My wife.
Can't believe you're married.
So
know.
your
I know.
last name is Hopkins?
My last name is
Yeah,
Hopkins. So
Brian
sorry.
Hopkins.
Brian Hopkins. Brian O'Neill
Brian's Hopkins.
Or is it Brian Castillo hyphen Hopkins?
No.
It's
Brian
Brian
Hopkins
O'Malley.
Castillo.
Brian O'Malley Hopkins.
So Brian O'Malley Hopkins.
Brian O'Malley Hopkins.
Brian
You already,
O'Malley
your
Hopkins.
name is already Brian O'Neill.
Yeah, it's fucking sucks.
Brian O'Neill Hopkins.
You
It's
didn't
a
know
sh-
that?
it's a
His name
shitty
is Brian O'Neill.
Shaquille?
Castillo?
Castillo.
Your middle name's O'Neill.
O'Neill,
Are
yeah.
you serious?
Look at
Oh
his
my
face. Look at
God.
Yeah.
Nobody.
kidding me?
I'll just
Did
edit
they,
this
like,
out. I'm gonna
pick
edit
out
this out of the podcast.
Nope.
It's not gonna be in.
Nope.
Did they
I'm gonna put
pick
that shit on
out
Facebook every day.
potato
Brian.
bread at the
Like
supermarket?
Hyphen or no?
Yeah. O
apostrophe Neil.
Neil.
N-E-A-L.
Neil. Yeah, like an
How
Irish
did
man.
that happen?
This is all
My
a bit.
mom thought
This
it was
is
a great.
Their
this isn't
favorite
true.
pub?
None of this is real.
O'Neill.
Castillo.
Brian O'Neill.
Brian O'Neill.
Castillo.
No. I
Castillo.
think Pop said the story was that
He got Lucky Charms?
No, he. I'm gonna. You know what? We're gonna go back to suicide.
Oh my god, I love these Lucky Charms. Look at
What?
these.
I can already see the. You know what? If this fucking video gets likes, I'm gonna be pissed
It's going to
off.
get so many likes.
I don't want comments.
That was my
I don't
favorite
want
part.
Don't even fucking share this guy. Don't even unsubscribe
Hey,
right
Brian,
now.
happy St. Patty's Day.
No, I think Pop said something about like, I don't know. These guys I work with that were really good to us.
Bought some
I
potato
wanted to
bread.
name you after them, and I thought they were American. Turns out
He
they're
named
Irish.
you after the customers for marketing reasons.
Turns out
Yeah.
they're
Holy
Irish.
I was
shit.
like, way to
That's
go,
the
Pop.
businessman right there.
They were American.
That's some
Turns out they're
racist right
Irish.
there. I think my dad might be a little racist.
Oh my god.
You
Oh,
hear me?
you think? The
ridiculous.
man drinks Jack Daniels, man.
He's like,
yeah, dude is.
Brian, the bond she came. She told me if I didn't name you O'Neill, they were gonna come and take the loan.
Dude, what movie was that?
Darby O'Gale and the Little People.
Oh my god, that movie's
the
awesome.
bond she.
All right.
You almost got my. I just took a sip, you ass.
So back to what I was trying to say with me and Trish. I was talking to her, and she said how all these they keep coming out with the shittiest movies. It's all remakes. It's all garbage. And she's saying it looks like movies are done. We're never going to be able to watch anything good. And I said, well, I don't
Really?
know.
Has she seen Keanu?
Actually, no. She
Oh
made
my
me
God,
watch
what
that
a
movie. It's
great
amazing.
movie.
I watch it every time it's
Yeah.
on.
Keanu.
But
That
then you
movie's
see,
funny.
you only get a few good ones though, and then the rest of them is just all
Yeah,
hot
there's
pot
about-
bullshit.
Isn't
There's
that
about
how
2
it
or
always
3 good
is?
ones.
No,
Isn't that how it
no,
always
dude.
is?
No, because then there's fucking good movies that used to come out, and we would go watch them in the movie theater. We couldn't wait to.
Yeah, but you know what, Brian? What do you think of the 1982 remake of The Thing? with Kurt Russell. Love it. I bet.
Perfect.
Yeah, you love it.
Oh wow!
But how do
yeah.
you think people felt that
When they
lived
remade it,
in the
yeah.
1951 The Thing from Another World? They're like, oh, this crap, this gore fest. It's not even an alien.
Listen, anybody
That's
that
not James Arness. in a
anybody
suit.
that existed before I existed doesn't matter anyways. So fuck those people.
Wow, that's
Wow.
very, very progressive of
Wow.
Brian.
Yeah,
goddamn
very
right.
inclusive
Goddamn right.
of
What's
you.
up, baby?
Fuck old people.
Free
apparently.
bridge, baby.
No,
But that brings me to a point.
no. My point.
The
My point
past is
was.
always shined on brightly.
Yeah.
20 years ago, anything that happened, it seems like it was great. Like when you go on a vacation, you remember all the good times. You don't remember sitting there like, what the hell are we doing here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is it raining outside and we're at the beach? This sucks.
So it's kind
I
of
want
like
to go home.
Well,
like-
actually,
And then
You
you're gonna
think
talk
a
about
year-
it later.
You think a year later?
Remember that
oh my
time?
God, dude, that was the best trip we've ever had. We got
Yeah.
junior bacon cheeseburgers at Wendy's.
We
just
stayed
think
in.
like
and
the
some
happy part.
Frosties.
that sounds like my dad. He'd always be like, "Oh, you ever go to Disney World?" And everyone's like, "Oh, it's the greatest trip we ever had."
No,
you
it
sat
wasn't.
online. You're hot. You're miserable.
Although
Your
we had
kids
some fun.
crying,
Hold on.
screaming.
I just read between the lines. I think what you're trying to say is even though I only have 22 subscribers now, 20 years from now when I'm dead, people are gonna
Fucking love this podcast.
Why didn't we appreciate him when he was alive?
I'm not good
Who's
at.
this guy,
I
Brian
can't believe he
O'Neill?
hung himself.
You gotta
jerking
listen to
off.
this
Oh,
guy.
Ireland.
He's a real genius putting these guys together.
This Brian O'Neill Castillo.
Brian O'Neill. What is
The
he,
only-
Mexican Irish?
Brian
What is
O'Neill Castillo Hopkins.
The only rebuttal I was able to give Trish when she was talking about that and how the movies suck now was if you look at the actors now, there are some like A-list actors that are doing TV shows now, and
Yeah, 'cause
that's
they know.
what's taking
yeah, so
off.
we were talking
Because they know
about
Netflix
that.
Yeah.
is taking over. Like,
Netflix is taking over, and TV
I bought
shows are taking
stock.
over.
You would never think back in the 90s an A-list actor would never do a TV show.
Anthony Hopkins did Westworld. Like what the fuck? And he
Yeah, but that
killed
was
it.
shit was
Jim
amazing.
Carrey's
No,
doing-
that's what I'm
But
saying.
that's a
And these-
remake.
Have you seen that
The Westworld
trailer?
Westworld
Kidding?
is a remake.
Yeah, but it was his TV show though.
Yeah, but
And
it's still a TV show.
What I'm saying is,
Just on
no,
HBO.
Westworld was a movie. The original.
Oh yeah, you're right. It was.
So what I'm saying is the TV
Oh no, you're
shows.
thinking of Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
Obviously, the
Oh my
greatest
God!
film ever
Obviously,
made.
one of the
No,
greatest
no.
films that was
but,
ever made.
like what I'm
It
saying
had
is,
great ice cream though. Great
That
ice
did
cream.
have great ice cream.
Great ice cream.
Edie's.
you can slowly see that like TV shows are the ones that everyone is getting amped up to watch now. Like
Yeah,
when,
because
when
they want character development or some shit like that.
and
But
you're not
binge
getting that in
watch-
fucking movies.
I don't. I just
Binge
want,
watching is coming a thing,
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
and
becoming.
I mean it's becoming a thing.
I'm
yes.
literally
It
watching
is.
something while we do this.
It's becoming a thing, and you're just watching a big movie.
yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
Like you're 10 episodes in. I mean, let's say it's a half an hour TV show. What's that? 5 hours?
Which episode? Which
That's coming. That's coming a long way since I used to shit on Titanic. I'm not watching that whole fucking.
Wait,
movie.
hold
yeah.
on. What's
I
everyone's
like
favorite
last
TV
week.
show?
That's what I was gonna say. Which TV show is the
Stole it.
one that changed the game?
There's
do
so
you
many
think?
good ones.
The Walking Dead.
Yeah, The Walking Dead.
The Walking
kinda.
Dead changed everything.
So as
The
soon
Walking
as
Dead?
Lori
100%,
died in The
because now all
Walking
of a sudden they
Dead,
have to
I was
talk-
done.
Brian, think
What
about the
Lord?
Talking Dead.
That cheating bitch.
Hold on, hold on,
That's
hold on.
that's my
Stop.
favorite.
I
Hold
hate
on,
her.
What were you saying?
The Talking Dead. It's one of
Oh,
the
yeah,
first
Talking
shows to have a spin-off of the damn show while the show's still going on.
Dead. Yeah.
The Talking Dead
Talking
exists
Dead.
because of The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And
Well,
people tune in. Like, my wife's like, we got to DVR The Walking Dead and The Talking Dead. I never
Why?
watched The
Yeah,
Talking Dead.
I don't watch.
But
The
I want
Talking
to
Dead.
know one else,
But
someone
people
else's
watch it.
I
perspective
don't
on
want to
something.
People
meet the
love it.
actors.
No, it's
Once
true.
I figured out that friggin' what's his face, Rick Grimes,
Negan.
British, I was like, what the fuck?
Here's the
Everyone's British on that
Yeah,
show.
right, right.
Maggie's British.
Maggie's
thing.
British.
Here's the thing.
Everyone.
I think it's a perfect storm
okay,
because those TV shows exist, right? And Netflix is the one that brought it to the forefront. And a lot of people were watching TV shows they didn't really watch before,
Yeah, I didn't,
like
yeah.
Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad, nobody watched that show.
Yeah.
Or there was critically acclaimed,
I'm
but it
literally
wasn't getting a
still
lot of
watching that
viewership.
right now.
Admittedly,
I'm
I
literally
watched
still
the
watching.
half of the first episode. I was like, I can't watch this crap. And then everyone was all over it, and I'm like,
'Cause
oh,
of
I'm going to have to
Netflix.
binge watch.
I gotta
No.
give it a
People-
chance.
there was a few people that were watching because of the critical acclaim live and just followed it, and I didn't. I had to binge watch
Yeah.
just so I could catch up.
And
to
how did you
watch
binge
the-
watch it? You watch it on Netflix?
Netflix, of
Netflix.
course.
You see what I
Thank you,
mean?
Netflix.
Dude,
When I buy
Netflix is
stock,
with
I
that.
support it. So I'm like
That's-
all over it.
Oh,
Dude, but that's when
Pretty
I.
good.
I'm telling you, Arrested Development was before its
Oh
time.
my god!
Oh,
yeah.
If it
my
hit
God.
the
really
Netflix
was.
age, it would have been 10 seasons.
Well, it's now in there now.
I know,
Now
but
they,
it's-
yeah,
they
they
redid
got
it.
next season.
But it's not
like-
the same as
it's
it
like
was.
Dumb
It's
and
not.
Dumber.
It's definitely not because they're older. And
Dumb
they're
and
just-
Dumberer.
I
I'm
will
not
say
watching
that.
shit
I agree
20
with you.
years
You know
later.
what?
That
That
is
was,
good.
by the way, that was a big sellout for Jim Carrey because Jim Carrey would never do
Absolute
a sequel,
sellout.
and for some reason he just decided to do it this time.
and it was
man.
terrible.
He ran out
It
of
was
money.
terrible.
He was right.
The
He should have
prices
done
in
it.
Toronto tripled.
Oh my goodness!
Okay, so what were we talking? We're talking about like movies are just like not.
Hol-
They're not
No,
as good.
TV
anymore.
shows.
Okay.
And then and TV shows are now taking off.
well,
and it's
can
'cause
we
of
go
Netflix.
back to the main theme? Is there you want to talk about Hollywood? what is the old saying? Art is commerce. It's not necessarily just because of the creative people. Like, it's still a moneymaker.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's still what it is. So, like, if it's not making money, then it doesn't exist. Unless, there's some weird underground. But most of the time, it's just whatever sells.
Yeah, it may make money 30 years later because someone
Think about it.
appreciates it.
Jerry Springer and Maury are more icons than most of, like...
Jerry Springer was canceled.
Yeah, but it was still more of an icon. You still know the reference.
Jerry,
You still know Maury.
Jerry,
Yeah, look at that.
Jerry.
You still know Maury. You are
What's gonna
not
happen
the
when he
father.
finds
Wait,
out
was
that
it-
his sister's
was
a
it-
whore?
Wait, was Steve the bodyguard?
Steve the
Steve
bodyguard?
Blake-
got
Whoa,
all
whoa,
this
hold
shit.
me back. Hold me back.
Hold on, he had
I
a spin
told you he wasn't
He
your
had a
baby.
spin-off.
Yeah,
I told you he wasn't your baby.
he had a spin off.
Deshaun, I told you he wasn't your baby.
When it comes to 4-month-year-old
And-
Tyler,
Oh, shit.
Nicholas, you are the father. And he's like, and then she's like, I told you, motherfucker. I told you, little bitch.
Either way, she told him.
And the lie detector test detected that was a lie.
The lie detector tested. That was a lie. You're a whore.
But you see what I'm saying? We know these references because that was entertaining. We love that shit no matter how much we hate it.
Oh my God.
Grandpa.
Yes, in Killington.
Oh my God.
Oh my
typical
God,
old
dude.
white man.
So Killington,
Uh-huh.
we were at a ski resort with our grandfather, and I don't even know what time it was. Probably 9 o'clock in the
No,
morning.
yeah, it was about 9,
Yeah.
10 in the morning.
We were sleeping, and so we come out. We're eating maple. What was it? The maple
syrup cookies.
Because Chris was a fat kid. At that.
Sounds delicious.
I was fat. At
Oh
the
my
time.
God! I remember I saw you showed
Dude,
me a
he's very
video
fat.
of you dressed up as a clown, and you're like, Brian, don't laugh at how fat I am.
Oh my God!
Showed up and was like,
Yeah, don't clown around.
Dude,
dude.
I was like Pennywise after he ate a kid.
he's changing into something else.
So anyway, we come
blob.
we come out, and what is he chanting? What is he chanting?
Whore dog, whore dog, whore dog, whore dog.
Grandpa is chanting
Hold
"whore dog"
on,
at
wait
a
for the
screen. And
story.
we're like,
Grandpa,
what the
we're at
hell?
a very, very nice resort, the Killington Grand. We'll plug it. The Killington Grand, a fine facility.
Not a sponsor though. They're not.
Yeah,
a
not a
sponsor.
sponsor.
No,
They will
not-
be.
They will be.
and
now,
we're eating
now they
these
will, yeah.
phenomenal
They may be out of business by now.
Vermont-made maple syrup cookies.
They were delicious.
freshly made in Vermont. And there's Grandpa yelling at the screen, "Whore dog, whore dog, whore dog," and we're like, "What?
What are you watching, Grandpa?
Grandpa, you gotta stop." That was the year he got robbed by the.
By a sweet old lady in a motorized
No, it
scooter?
wasn't a sweet old lady in a motorized scooter.
okay.
What do you call them?
I was thinking
They
of
come
somebody
to
else.
your room.
Rascals?
What?
Rascals?
No. Oh my God.
Wait, what are you saying?
They come to your room and they clean it.
The cleaning lady?
The cleaning
Yeah, but they
people?
call them something
Room
else.
service?
Room service.
Room service.
Well, no, room
Housekeeping.
service.
Housekeeping.
Yes.
Housekeeping.
I was about to say room service.
Grandpa was so caught up yelling "whore dog" that he left like $1,000 cash and envelope on the counter, and of course, housekeeping thought it was a tip.
Oh my God, you're so gracious.
He's so nice to us.
How much was the room
Thank
at?
you, Senor
$150.
Sobrito.
$1,000 tip. It makes sense.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh, and then he had a call. He never got that money back. Poor bastard.
He's dead now.
No, he's
no,
not.
he's alive.
We actually had
He's
dinner with
alive.
him
No, he's
last week.
How dare
Oh,
He's in
yeah.
good spirits.
He's going to be the next guest on your podcast.
Chris is giving me this stank eye. He's like,
Guess what?
don't you ever say that
His
shit.
wife,
My
His
middle name is
wife-
his name.
his wife took his last name.
Oh,
That's
shit.
how he
Oh.
rolls, son.
Yeah,
Wow.
not me. I don't
He
roll
rolls,
like that.
son.
That's
I
old
rolled
school
over.
right there.
I rolled over. She
Wait,
beat
you
me.
rolled over
Yeah, I rolled
twice.
over twice.
Well, I didn't know you were O'Neill.
No one know.
And now everybody knows.
Yeah,
Now
because I
everybody-
told him.
You
How didn't
really
anybody
fucked
know?
me.
All 12
How did I fuck you? I'm
subscribers
just your
now.
brother. I just know that.
I have an
How
announcement.
do you think I feel where my name is Jose
How do you think
Castillo?
he feels being related to an Irishman?
Yeah,
So
I like-
all right,
my
hold on,
brother's
hold on.
Irish.
I need to get this out. I have an announcement. Say goodbye to Jose. He's never going to be on the podcast again.
I'm telling you guys all his
Stamp
secrets.
that shit.
Nah, go ahead and like this shit.
Don't
so
like
that
it.
He has no choice.
Would that be
Unsubscribe.
Jose O'Shaughnessy?
Subscribe.
Yeah,
This
that's
is-
right.
The podcast is over. We're
Jose
done.
O'Shaughnessy.
No, your middle
Jose
name's
O'Malley?
O'Shaughnessy?
Shit, I wish. I wish I would have had an easier time. It's
O'Reilly?
Ramon.
Do you know how
Usually
miserable?
Ramon.
Yeah, like I was.
I still
got-
can't. How
Ramon.
do you
Jose
go from
Ramon.
Ramon?
The
Ramon
Ramones, good
O'Neal.
band.
It's a good band.
It's a good
I
band.
mean, I don't know.
24 hours ago.
I
No,
wanna be
Ramon
sedated.
Thank
is
you,
the
thank
cool
you.
Nothing
penguin
to do,
and
nowhere
Happy
to
Feet.
go.
Congratulations, Robin Williams.
Okay,
God
you
rest
know
his
what?
soul.
What the hell were we talking
Kevin's,
about?
No, I
Kevin's middle
remember.
name is Romel. which
Okay.
is even
I
weirder.
remember. I remember.
Brian,
when we were
steer us
talking.
back.
Weird.
Kevin Romel. What the hell
Steer
is
us
that?
back,
Jose, I'm
Brian.
I don't know
trying
what
to steer us
Kevin is.
All right,
back.
come on, come on.
I'm
Ryan,
trying
goes
to-
in.
In the
Ryan,
weeds, back on the
We're
road.
going back. We're
40
Go ahead
guys.
and landscape
We must
this
have hit a
situation.
fucking road bump or
Dude,
some
I think
shit.
we hit the iceberg, Titanic.
I have another point to make. I think another reason why people are being exposed, like you know, how we said Netflix is what's exposing us to more TV shows,
Yeah.
more content. Another thing is the internet, because people can go on threads and go on Reddit and go, oh my God, have you guys seen this show? And people are like, I've never seen that show. And that's how I ended up watching a lot of shit, like British television. I'm like, what the fuck? And people are saying,
BBC, BBC's this shit, dude.
You know, like their show, and I'm going to do some
Well,
name
Brian
drops.
was against the BBC for a long time, being
really?
Irish.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're Irish.
I hated them, those fuckers. They only left me with potatoes and shit. Like,
What?
they took my land and said, you
No,
could have the
they-
potatoes.
They didn't even leave you with that. It was potato famine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It
the
was a
potato famine almost killed us all.
Yeah. So.
You know, when I was in Denver, we were staying at an Airbnb, which will never happen again because the Airbnb sucks. But I digress.
I'm okay with the Airbnb.
I
I
Yeah, it
stayed one
sucked.
in Austin.
It's
It
not
was
that
pretty
bad.
good.
Brian
Hold
hates
on.
everything capitalism.
get
I
what you
do.
pay
I
for.
do. I hate.
Yeah,
I
he
hate.
does.
I hate a lot. But so we were there, and there was another
Cynic.
guy staying in the Airbnb that we were staying in, and he was
That's
from.
weird.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Wait, you
Here's the
had to
thing.
stay
I have a
in the
picture
same-
of him. He's actually
Dude, you
really
had like
cool.
a roommate in Airbnb?
Yes.
What?
Did you sleep with him?
college?
It's like college,
freshman
yes.
year?
It's like
You
going
hear-
away to college.
Hey, you guys were praising Airbnb a second ago. Now all of a sudden it's fucking
Well,
weird.
I never
Well, we
had a
didn't get to, like,
roommate.
make
we
friends
said
with
you get what you
someone,
pay for. So
and
I
clearly
never
you
had
paid
a
nothing.
roommate.
we paid. It
Yeah.
was free.
It-
We
yeah,
got the
they
Airbnb
paid
for
you.
free.
The room.
We,
was
they gave us
ridiculous.
20 bucks
Brian,
to
here's
show
20
up.
bucks.
So-
Enjoy Denver.
So here's the thing. We were there, and there was a guy, and his name is shit. I forgot his name.
Oh wow, I guess you were.
Dude,
a
with
shitty
like a
friend.
ski lift is a
Steve.
different thing.
His name is Steve.
You
His
have a
name is
picture
Steve.
of
I
him on your
remember.
phone and you
Steve
don't even know
just
what
made
his
that
name
shit up.
is?
No, his
You
name.
made that
No,
up.
no. His
Yeah.
name is Steve. His name is Steve.
His name is Scuba Steve.
Steve, I'm sorry if I forgot your name. I
Steve.
forgot we did like engage in activities out there
What?
quite a bit. So
What?
I
Wait,
remember.
whoa, hold on. What's
Oh
going on?
my
here?
God, that's. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
because
I
in
was going the other
Denver
way
you
with it.
forgot. Yeah, we were
Well,
like,
you were
no,
talking
crazy.
about Steve, and then you said you engaged in activities,
Oh,
and I got a little.
self-medicated.
Yeah,
Got it.
self-medicated activities out there. Oh, I forgot Jose's part of the DEA. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's legal
you go to
there.
hell.
It is legal.
It is
Actually,
legal.
technically, it's not. It's not federally. They
Yo,
can go
can
and
I-
send the
yo,
feds and
Can I say
fucking
something? Can I say
arrest
something?
everybody.
Jeff Sessions just sent out like some weird ass like mass email thanking everybody over there for like their work in marijuana, specifically marijuana. The fucker's got some problem with marijuana. Jeff Sessions.
Really?
Like, he sent it out. He was like, "I hate marijuana. Make sure you do that."
When your
shit."
last name is Sessions, you'd have a problem.
Yeah, that
with
motherfucker.
So back to
Literally,
I
the
don't
whole
even know
West
what I was
Coast
talking about. I think
is
Steve
marijuana.
Steve was
Steve,
from
Denver,
your
Denver.
boyfriend Steve, you got fucked by
Denver,
Steve.
Yeah, and
Airbnb, Steve.
yeah. So Steve is from he's from Ireland.
Oh,
He
so you
was-
had something in common.
Oh, look at the Irish.
He was like, Brian.
Hunter
Ahoy.
Hunter
Ahoy there,
McGrady.
matey.
matey.
Matey, I don't know how they talk.
for the week.
He's an Irish pirate.
I was so pissed too because he was so interesting, and I'm like, I fucking wish I had.
I wish
this
I could
podcast
understand his
equipment.
dialect.
I could. Yeah, I was like, I think he said hello, but I don't know. I don't know what
Oi.
he's saying.
Oi,
Boy,
What is he, Australian?
Get him
Oh.
some Baileys.
Australia, that's not a knife.
What are you? What?
You need a butter knife for that.
I don't know how they talk. Is that how
Oh,
you talk?
cranky.
We
Oh.
just lost all of Australia's like viewership.
Yeah, there's
They're not
one
watching
Australia
this
like,
anymore.
We're
oh,
now
fuck
down to
this guy.
21 subscribers.
This guy sucks. They keep talking about us.
we're on there.
How are we
So
getting?
Where
on-
were you going with Steve?
Huh?
Yeah, so you fucked Steve.
Airbnb. Hurry up.
You were getting.
I don't even remember. I
You
don't
were
know
you
what
were in the
fuck
bedroom
my
with
point
Steve
was.
as Irishman.
Yo, you
As-
started
as
this
you
off
do.
by saying, "What's your favorite TV show?"
I
None of us.
actually started it off because I
Well,
took
you
the
said
words
The
right out of
Walking
his
Dead.
mouth.
That was the only thing you said.
No, I said, what is the TV show that started this whole trend?
Oh, this is
in,
The
like,
Walking Dead.
Walking
This is The
Dead.
Walking Dead. Yeah.
Okay, then there you go. That's it. We're
I mean,
done.
unless you have a better idea, like what?
no,
is-
and then because I think it was like it's like a perfect storm. I don't think it was. Maybe it wasn't just one show.
Let's not bring up that movie.
What
you
movie?
think
Perfect
like
Storm.
you think they were
Yeah.
prepping us for that? Like
George
you think
Clooney?
you think that they're like the Days of Our Lives, and then like maybe I don't know, like oh wow, don't get mad at me, Scrubs, and like General Hospital.
That's a
and
huge
then-
gap.
That's a
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's like a
9
50-year
a.m.
gap.
soap
Forgot about
operas to
General
Scrubs.
Hospital with
Yeah.
Georgia Clooney.
Georgia Clooney, and then like and then we eventually got to like The
Grey's
Walking
Anatomy.
Dead,
No, and then
Well, you forgot, like-
NYPD Blues.
NYPD.
Dude, what
Blue,
about
yeah,
like the
NYPD.
Jeffersons?
Law and
Chips,
Order.
Well, that's
Chips,
back then, back in the
Chips.
days. Yeah,
Miami Vice.
Miami Vice.
King of
Saved by the
Queens.
Bell.
You know, King of Queens.
Hell,
21
let's
Jump
Let's
Street.
even give
Oh,
Roseanne
Family
some.
Family Matters.
Oh wow.
Yo, Steve Urkel.
Family Guy.
Family Guy.
No, that Family Guy was different.
Fresh
Family
Prince
Guy
of-
was different. Like,
You know what's funny? There's
Well, Full
in the
House.
90s there
The
was a
original.
whole.
Lois. Lois, I need my milk, Lois.
You know, in the 90s
Hi.
there was a lot of like
Tried so hard.
black comedy, right? There
What'd
was
you say?
like-
Oh.
Yo,
no,
what'd
no,
you say?
No,
black
no,
comedy.
Brian, not
like,
Yo,
that.
like
that's our word.
no,
Wait,
Martin,
wait.
right?
Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Jamie Foxx show.
Jamie Foxx show. Living
Family
Single.
Matters.
Living
Yeah.
Single.
Living Single. was
In
really
Living
good.
Color with Jim
In
Carrey.
Living Color. Bill, Fire Marshal Bill.
That's
Yeah.
where Jim got his start.
That's
yeah.
my point. Like, there's a lot of
That's
fucking-
weird that like of all those people, Jim
Yeah.
Carrey is the one.
And Hennifer Lopez.
Hollywood's not racist.
So
Hennifer Lopez. Hennifer Lopez. Tacos.
the thing is, Lorne Michaels, he did an
Oh, my bad.
audition for SNL, and he rejected him. And that's like the one mistake in Lorne Michaels' career.
Yeah. He
How about
really
the show
really-
Martin?
Yeah.
Remember the show Martin?
That's the first
Martin
one I
was
said?
a really yeah. He said
Oh,
that.
I didn't
He
hear.
said
The
that,
Jamie
yeah.
Foxx show.
I already said that.
Oh, you said that too. Okay.
The Wayans brothers.
Oh shit. The
Oh,
Wayans.
my
That booty
God.
booty. Nah, the
Yo.
Wayans brothers was pretty good.
I love that show.
Sister,
It- okay, can I?
Oh, I forgot.
Can I?
Oh, dude. He's a smart guy.
Nah, fuck that little bastard.
What? No. Get out. You're,
Fuck that guy.
like I said, guys, Jose,
This is his last podcast on the
so
show.
You can't kick me out.
That's so Raven.
I've become stronger.
Future.
I just saw into the future.
Just start-
Netflix
all right.
will take over.
Quick,
Yo,
quick,
this is
keep throwing-
all that.
Yo, all that, baby?
All
What's
that
up?
was
That
pretty
prepped
good.
us up.
Yo, what
Oh my
happened to
God.
Kel?
Stop.
Kel? I think he
Keenan
fell in a
Kel.
volcano or something.
Yeah, that dude's dead. What fucking happened to
No,
Kel?
he was on SNL recently. Remember
so-
when he did the Good Burger skit?
Oh, he
that
was
was
on
all
there. He was,
that.
No, he did Good Burger skit.
All that was
in
from Good,
SNL.
Yeah, that,
He was on SNL and he did Good Burger.
Oh.
and
So
him and
Keenan
Keenan
was
Good
on.
Burger was from all
Dude,
that,
well,
right?
Keenan,
Yeah. That's what it
Keenan's
was
been on
Welcome to
SNL
Good
for
Burger,
like
home of the
20.
Good
That was
Burger.
a good
I
movie.
take your order.
that was a good movie, was it not? Good Burger
Good
was a
Burger?
good movie.
No,
Yeah,
it was
Sinbad
not
up in that piece.
What were you saying?
It was terrible.
It was terrible. 1997.
Keenan's been on SNL for like 20
This is
years.
bullshit.
Keenan?
1997.
He's never made it.
Keenan's doing good.
Keenan is in
He's
SNL.
on-
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, that's
but
the funny
it.
thing. SNL used to be the show where if you got on, you made it. Now it's become.
Now it's just some bullshit.
I almost made it. I'm gonna reach. I'm gonna. Oh, I didn't make it.
Can we
SNL.
talk about
Well,
that?
I don't know,
usually
'cause
the
Andy
big stars would
Samberg-
propel to something else. They would
No,
go
no.
to
What he's
Hollywood.
saying is
No, if you went to the 70s, 80s, 90s, if
Yeah, that
you
was a
were on
different time.
SNL,
You
made it, yeah.
You were. Oh my
Absolutely.
God, I'm on SNL.
Well, but
I
the-
fucking made it.
Those guys
now,
were the
if
ones
you're
that
a regular,
created SNL.
That's what I'm saying. But now, if you're a regular on SNL, it's like, I'm gonna get over the
I-
wall.
yeah.
No,
I think-
Trump, don't build it too high. Oh, I didn't make it.
I think it ended after
You
the
go under the
2000s.
walls.
I think it,
That's true.
You go underwall.
by the
Like Tremors.
2010s.
Oh, it was before the 2010s.
No, because
Oh,
we
they're
had
making a
Kristen
show.
Wiig. We had
Right, yeah, you're
Andy
right. You're right.
Samberg,
It's
yeah.
like the late 2000s,
Yeah.
early 2010s.
Well, they started getting
2010s is when it got
2010s. I don't even know what to call it.
Well, they
Yeah.
started
The
getting
recent
clips,
years.
Huh?
like clips, 5-minute clips, as opposed to actually watching the whole show,
You talking about SNL?
like Dick in a Box.
oh
Is
my
my dick
god,
in
what
a
a good-
box?
Oh,
yeah,
God.
but that's different. That's
Jizz in
Andy.
my
That's an
pants.
Andy Samberg thing.
But I'm saying it was still involved with SNL.
Yeah, of course, it was under the banner of SNL. But
Would
like
you say Andy
Samberg,
Samberg's made it?
yes, because like okay,
No,
you,
he
did
has
you
a show. He has a
No,
show.
no, because you
yeah, but okay, I have a
Brooklyn
show.
Yeah.
Nine-Nine's pretty good.
It's a good. That's a
no,
good show.
because you told me. Remember, you introduced me to Cuckoo on Netflix, and that you guys don't know about it. It's some bullshit
I've
show.
never heard of it.
Listen, it's a bullshit show that he
Does
was
it
on
make
for
my
only
stock
once.
worth more?
Probably.
Yes, it
I'm
does.
good with it.
Actually, it's good.
Probably, yeah.
No, so he
Green
was on
light.
this. He was on this bullshit show, and he was only on for the first season. And the only reason he was on for the first season is because his other show took off, which is Brooklyn
Brooklyn
Nine-Nine.
Nine-Nine.
And so that's why he stopped making it. And then what's that guy Taylor Naughton, whatever the fuck his name is, the Lava Boy or Shark Boy,
Taylor Lautner?
Lautner.
He was Shark Boy. I thought he was
Yeah,
just
he
from
was
Twilight.
Shark
Yeah,
Boy.
he's Shark Boy.
Yeah,
Oh.
He's just all grown up now.
Shark Boy.
All
Your
I
mama-
know is that Hot
Lava
Rod,
Girl or whatever that crap
Hot
is.
Rod was a
was fucking
masterpiece. dude.
great.
Chris and
Oh,
I,
man,
with
I love
other,
those
like
guys.
4 other people in the theaters.
Yeah, me, Matt, and 2 other people that were watching the movie
Hot Rod.
uncontrollably
Laughing their
When
ass
he
off.
when he
The little
keeps going
angry
down
dance.
the hill.
The
Yeah.
angry dance.
Yeah, when he's
keeps going
dancing
down
and then just like, oh shit.
Do you know what we're talking about? The Hot Rod movie?
Yes. Yes. When
Yeah.
he was
Dude, that
the
movie was great.
like
It was
Evil
on the
Knievel
other
or
day,
something.
yes.
And what's her face? Was it Isla Fisher? Or
Isla
was it
Fisher.
Amy
Oh
Adams?
my gosh, it was Isla Fisher.
Yeah.
That's my girl.
yeah.
Borat's
Before
wife.
Lauren, there was Isla Fisher.
Yeah.
Oh wait, actually, I saw Isla Fisher for the first time with Lauren in Wedding Crashers.
Wow.
You know what I used to
Lauren,
do?
You're a
it's
good
only you.
husband. You're
It's
a great
only you.
husband. Congrats.
What happened?
You know what I used to do with
Masturbate?
I'm gonna
Actually, Brian, this is a good segue. So since we're
Masturbation?
talking about laughing in theaters,
that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna
oh yes.
so
Oh
So,
God, I gotta hear this
the
story.
theater experience.
Yeah, go ahead. Go for it.
So first, I want to talk about how awesome it was because it's slowly going away. You know,
Not
People-
necessarily.
Yes, necessarily, because people are only buying one ticket a month, and it's for either
Yeah.
a Disney movie.
Yeah,
Some
yeah, yeah.
action
Nobody's
flick.
like any movies that you don't see trailers anymore for like movies.
That's
that
not
are
true because
lesser.
like the Star Wars, the second.
You're
movie
talking
came out-
about big
That's the
budget
thing, though,
movies, dude.
Star
Yeah,
Wars.
We're
okay.
only
Really?
talking about
I
big
see
budget
what you're
movies.
Really, Brian? What
Superhero
about it?
movies?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's-
remakes.
It's a big budget movie.
What? What's a big
Touche.
budget?
It, the movie It. That's a.
Oh
big
yeah,
budget
no,
movie.
they fucking like
Well, it's
what
a
was it,
re-
like 2
it's a-
years of
well,
marketing
I
for
mean,
that.
technically,
Yeah,
it's a
dude.
remake.
There was so much
It was
marketing
better.
for that.
It's
The-
a reimagining.
You're
That's what
only
they call it,
getting-
reimagining.
A
So-
reboot.
So basically, and Yo, dude, going to the movie theater was so awesome back then that I used to.
It really was. It
Amazing.
really was.
with like I'm
just
gonna
don't wait for it.
I'm gonna do some name dropping right now. John and Frank, and I'm only gonna say
Oh
their
my
first
god,
name.
dude! Remember when Frank was there and John was talking to him, and we're like, "Who the fuck is this sketchy guy?"
He just stared at us.
Oh,
He's
in
like,
New
"Hi."
City Theaters.
And
Yeah.
John's, "Hi,
Oh my
what's
god.
up?"
Yeah. So
You
I
know
used
that
to.
guy?
you know-
Yeah, that's my brother.
Yes, my brother.
So
Wow.
listen,
Could talk to him like he's a crack addict.
I used to go to the movies with them, and we would sneak into movie theater after
Yeah.
movie theater after, and watch like 4 movies at a time
Yeah.
and that's I fucking love watching
Well,
movies.
remember,
Melvin.
was Kevin working when the Dark Knight came out? When we went to go see Heath Ledger. When we went to go see it
Kevin
at
was
the
working in the movie theater,
and we all
Angela
went.
and Angela was working there
And we
too.
were all there, and then remember you guys got into a fight with that dude. Well, not a fight, but like you got like had to stare down this one guy because you took the middle seat, like the best seats. Because I was trying to make my way over there, and like you guys would get the fuck away, and like you had to do that, and we had like that we had like a great moment as a family finally to watch. You know, The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight, yeah.
It was one of the greatest movies ever.
So
man.
the Dark Knight, I was at my job, at the country club,
Yeah,
and Chris,
I bought these tickets like 6 months in advance.
and I was working till the
Nice.
end of my shift, which has no time. It's just whenever the sun goes down.
Whenever you finish your work,
And he calls me. He's like, "Matt, where the hell are you?" I'm 15 minutes away. While I'm still at work, still cleaning off cards. He's like, "You better come soon, or I'm not gonna save you a fucking seat."
wow.
That sounds like Chris.
And
That's-
so,
your dynamics in family is awesome. I gotta
legit,
say.
I just left the cards out there. I was like, "Screw it."
Man, it's like
Went
someone will
away.
watch these.
Yeah, came right there, and that was after Heath Ledger died, obviously.
Yeah.
And after watching it, I was just like,
that was a mess.
Chris, he would have been the biggest star right now in
I
America.
know.
Yeah.
There's no doubt.
Oh,
What would-
yeah.
where
He
could
was
he go?
amazing.
He was
amazing.
What could he
dude.
have done next after that?
Well, he did-
Everything.
Well, he could have done
Anything.
The Dark
he
Knight
actually-
Rises.
No, he
He
actually
could have done the Mighty Ducks 7,
No,
and I would
he
have been like,
actually-
"Oh my god!"
he
Yeah.
actually-
As the Joker.
he actually did another movie.
I'm gonna play a little game.
Yeah, he did. He did the
I went to see it
Imaginary
in,
of Dr. Parnassus.
Yes.
Oh,
and he
I
couldn't
actually
finish it.
yeah.
all those other shitty.
and the
guys.
last shot was him running away from the screen.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. That's wow.
Running away from Hollywood
Running
Yeah.
away from and now he's
in
dead.
black and white.
Well,
And
can
actually was a pretty good movie.
I know this is a little off topic, but I just got to know, like, how many fights have you guys been in? Like, and I'm not just physical, but like you
With
know, just
each
like-
other?
Yeah, like I mean, you guys have like a long history.
Wait,
of-
Matt
with
and I?
one, with me and him.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
You,
think they
you
get
two.
in a fight though. Just
You
that
told
one.
me that
Brian,
story.
you
of them
literally
They
beating
just
the
beat the
shit
shit out of
each
each other.
You literally sat on the last podcast and talked about haymakers.
Yeah, so
You
that's
made
what
it
I'm
sound
talking-
like
'cause we
Foreman
only-
Ali.
All right,
we
listen,
only had
I don't know what
one
happened that
fight.
day.
We only had one true fight, and it was a bullshit pushing match, and we've never ever.
First
Well,
had
of
that's
all,
typical of
here's the
Ireland
thing.
and Mexico.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me reiterate that fight that me and
Fucking
Jose
Irish.
had. He
It was
came at me
stupid.
and I gave him a suplex through a table.
Yeah, it
and
was
then I
pretty cool.
fucking just held
and
the
then
heavyweight
I
title
asked
in
for
the
the
air.
people's power, and
What
they
was
like
it?
gave it to
Wait,
me.
was it?
And then McMahon came
And he
and
was like,
handed
"What?"
Brian
Huh?
the
Was
belt.
it planned?
McMahon was
No,
like, "Mom."
Yeah.
No, we were. I had a bad day.
So
and-
the table
Yeah,
just
we
happened
just-
to be
we-
there.
no, that was a lie.
Matt-
no,
Was
no.
there a
We brought the
ladder?
We
No.
brought the tables in.
Was
before.
there a ladder and was there a belt on top of that ladder?
There was.
Wow,
and I
there
fucking
was.
won
There's
that
always a belt in
championship.
our house.
I won that.
Matt and
It's a
I,
light bulb.
That's just typical. Let me tell you something, brother.
Matt and I have been more like a
Yeah,
World War II. Just
yeah.
keeps going on.
Because you guys are very like you guys.
It's
look
like the Cold
Even though
War.
it's over, it's never really over.
Minus
we
no battles.
reference
Because
it.
like here's
it
the
keeps going on.
here's what I'm looking at. Like you guys are two athletic guys that like
And
this
competitive.
This shit can get like
Competitive.
me and Brian are just two fatties that are like.
Well, okay, so
Hold on a second.
So
I'm not
actually, I
fat.
gotta be honest.
So wait. So
Jose, you're in great shape now.
Thank
yeah,
you.
you look great.
Thank
so do you actually.
I don't feel.
Brian's
great.
always
Look at
kind of been in
his
good
face.
shape.
I don't
Someone
feel-
kiss him.
I
Someone
Look at me.
kiss him.
Look
If he laid off the
Don't kiss
potatoes,
on
he'd
the
be in
cheek.
good shape.
Look at me, Brian.
If I fuck, I'm gonna.
Look at me, Brian. I ask my girlfriend, "Am I fat?" every day, and she goes, "You're the woman in this relationship." I'd say, "Yeah, but
Matt,
am I fat?" That's
Wait,
the
hold
question.
on. Actually, can I tell him about the beard story?
Oh God,
The
what,
beard
what is
story.
When
the
you
beard story?
asked if Joe.
What? The
Oh,
What's
yeah,
going
you
on
can
here?
ask.
All
her, I
right,
don't
so
care.
a little bit off topic.
A little bit.
So
bit.
yeah, I know. Matt and I have
Still
fought
Hollywood.
quite often. To answer your question,
Yeah,
Jose.
no, that's what I want.
So-
we fought many times.
So Matt comes home actually to watch it. You came home specifically just to see it. That's how much of an event it was in our house.
that's
Yeah,
how
it-
It
dedicated I
scared
am
the
to
shit
the
out of me
cause.
when I was a kid. My brother Matt used to have to sit outside the shower when I would take a shower because I was scared it was going to come up and
And
take
it's
me.
like, no, but honestly, thinking
And
about
let's-
it now,
let's
That's
just
a great brother.
let's
right
just
there.
pretend
Wow.
that he's the older brother, and not to mention, let's pretend I wasn't like 14.
That's a you're
when
a
this
great
was
brother.
going on.
No, but let's say this. Ready? He comes through the drain. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, he
I'm
wasn't
10
doing
years
anything.
old.
But it was just to know that you would
You'd be like, hey, Billy boy.
Oh yes, Georgie. They float, Georgie. They float. And when you're down here with me,
so
You float too.
so Matt comes home,
I come home.
and Matt was a little.
Drunk?
It was a D
Blitzed?
word, not quite drunk. I'm gonna just
Special.
say it.
Dizzy?
Disheveled?
Disheveled.
Half in the bag?
I had to trim
Half
your
of the
beard.
bag.
I
I
like
like
that.
one.
I was
I
like
love that
Jim
quote.
Morrison at the end.
Yeah, it was like Jim Morrison when they found him dead. So
Oh, wow.
Damn.
I wasn't
wow.
that fat.
not that fat, pretty close.
Yeah, pretty close.
So he comes home
Damn.
and he's a little on the disheveled side. So I
Homeless?
bring him to work with me.
Brings him to work.
And he meets one of my regionals. I won't say who. And so he meets him. We have lunch. We leave. And we're getting ready to go see the movie. And I had to call the regional back to talk about something work related.
Yeah.
And Matt's like, "Hey, do me a favor. Ask him. Would he fuck me?"
Oh my god.
Matt gets in these random like moods where he's just like, I think he just tries to reflect on himself.
Dude, I
in
go
life.
haywire.
And he's just like, "Dude, ask me if he fuck me." I'm like, "You want me to ask my employee if he'd fuck you?"
And he
No.
said he wouldn't.
Now, luckily, I have a good
Damn.
relationship with this. Yeah, and he said he wouldn't because of the beard.
Oh.
Shave after that?
No,
Dude, I
So
was
wait,
clean
time out.
shaven.
no.
Shaved every hair on my
go
body.
Back, we go back
a
to my dad's
dolphin.
townhome.
Dude, I went Dr. Evil.
And I'm waiting for Matt to get ready so we can go to my house so I can get ready. And he's like, "Chris, I need you to come upstairs for a second." He's like, I'm like, "What's up, Matt?" And he's like, "I need you to trim my beard."
No, but I still had a beard, though.
Oh no, dude! But did I not do a good job?
You did a good job.
He went from caveman to like.
No, so it wasn't for him. There were going to be ladies present. Even though I have a girlfriend, you like to look presentable. And
My
in front of
wife was
ladies.
that lady.
Well, yeah.
A lady friend. She was a lady friend at the
That's
time.
but that's my sister-in-law. I have respect for her, unlike you.
Wow.
Touche.
We're gonna go ahead
And
edit
that could
out.
that could
We're
actually
gonna
go
edit-
two different ways.
We're gonna
I
edit
just
that
thought
out.
about
We'll
it,
edit that. I
and
think that's a good idea.
I didn't mean it like that. I
All
meant
right.
it the other way. Whatever way you're thinking, it's
I
the
want
other
to.
way.
All right. So one of the things growing up is everybody told me that I act like crazy. Or like, why do you?
Not
act
at all.
No, that's not at all what we said. You know what we said?
What did you say?
We said
are
he's on the spectrum.
He's special.
on the I think he's on the
No.
spectrum.
Here's the thing.
He doesn't act crazy. He is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
I'll give an example.
You're
When
just
when
special.
I watched, like, before I met the Felicos, if I watched a Giants game
Yeah.
and the Giants are scoring, I'd fucking freak out and go, "Yeah!" And I'd run around in my room. They're like, "Look at this guy. He's fucking crazy. You look at him. He's
Are
the
you one
Looney
of those-
Tune."
Are you one of those people that'll break your TV if they don't win?
Yes.
No, that's fucking me.
No,
Chris
no.
is
That's how I was.
crazy.
That's how I was. So
Yeah,
when
Chris is
I
bad.
hung out with the Felicos and we watched, they're like, "You want to watch a Giants game with us at our house?" And we watched a
Brian's
Giants
like,
game.
I don't know. I think I'm a little too crazy for this.
No, and then when I saw like the Giants scored a touchdown, I would just get up and go, "Yeah," and like do like a fist bump,
These motherfuckers
and then
got a ritual,
fucking Matt would go. He'd be running around the room and go and just go, "Yeah, I scored the touchdown." And then Chris would be like fucking saluting the goddamn team, like, "Oh yeah, that's all." And I'd be like, "I'm home. I'm home."
This is my real family.
So the one thing that pisses me off about Chris, literally, it's the first play of the game. Eli throws incompletion. We're gonna fucking lose.
That's how I am.
That's how I am.
That's
I-
how
Oh
I
my
am.
God, we're gonna lose
I
this
agree.
game.
Time out.
It's over. We lost.
Time
My
out.
God.
This
Chris,
guy
it's
fucked
okay.
it up.
It's the
Would you not
first
say that
series
I'm
of the
more
game.
right than wrong?
Well, yeah, the Giants lose more than they win. yeah, I
They're
guess
not
you're
a
right.
good team. Like,
No,
guess you're
I
right.
would. And here's
No,
the
no,
thing.
it's not even an interception. It's like first play of the game, incomplete pass. We just fucking lost. Oh
No,
my
yes.
God, it's over.
Or
Season's over.
even if like the guy like was running up the gut and the defense of the Giants gave up like an extra yard, I'm like, "That's it. The season's over.
season's
Give it up, Brian. This is preseason.
Yeah,
Nah,
but-
it's over. We lost."
This is how. but
Brian,
that's
it's
our
training
attitude.
camp.
Brian, this is a rerun of last year. No, the season's over.
But every play is 100%. It's like if remember when Ahmad Bradshaw
You guys are all in. You guys are all in.
during the first run with Eli, Ahmad Bradshaw had that 88-yard touchdown versus Buffalo to
Oh,
get
wow,
us to the
yeah,
playoffs.
yeah.
Yes.
And we're like, oh my God, we're the winners. We didn't really think that.
No.
We actually went to the game versus the Patriots at the end of the
Oh,
season
that's
where they were
right,
16
yeah.
and up.
Yeah.
So the play that I remember
was a good game.
is
Pissed me off.
It was
Pissed
good
me
for the
off.
Patriots.
Whatever. It was a good game though.
It was a really good game.
showed
It
hard.
showed us that we could actually
We had a chance,
We had
yeah.
a chance.
Here's the
That's
thing,
what
because
I
that game
felt, yeah, I
meant
felt
nothing to us and
Nothing.
everything
No,
to
because they
them.
made it something. Because they said, should we just like let
No,
them
that's
win.
my point. That's
Yeah.
my point. Is
They
we
were
didn't
like,
need
we're
to
going,
win.
we're going for the perfect season.
Yeah.
We were already in the playoffs. We already had our seeding.
So they can't even go on that fucking bullshit of like, oh, we weren't even trying. No bullshit.
No, they were
motherfucker. You
100%
tried,
trying.
and we
They had
fucked
their
you up.
starters
And
in the whole game.
Patriots wanted it. They
went their
wanted that
starters
perfect
in the whole
season.
game. But I remember,
Give us
I
another
forgot
crack
who
at
got
it.
burnt, but Randy Moss goes deep.
It was Corey
And
Webster.
Corey Webster gets absolutely torched.
Thank you, sir.
And
Fact
Tom
check.
Brady
Fact check.
overthrows him. I'm like, oh my God,
Thank God.
The next play, they do the same exact thing.
Corey Webster again, man.
Corey
Randy
Webster
Moss scores a
fucking
touchdown.
touchdown, sets
It
the
was-
record.
I think Corey Webster was tying his shoes at the front of the line.
They set the record, 2 records at one time.
Most
that was
touchdown
Randy.
passes and receiving touchdowns.
That was Randy Moss' 22nd receiving touchdown this season, which is still a record. Tom Brady's 50th touchdown of the season, which was a record at the time until it was broken by Peyton Manning.
The worst
55
Manning.
touchdowns.
yeah.
You gotta love Hollywood.
The noodle arm. The noodle arm.
Noodle arm.
All right, so I'm gonna jump to the next topic now.
What's the next?
How did we get on the Giants? I don't.
Because
even
we're
remember.
fucking Giants fans.
I was
That's what we
I
are.
brought up the
That's what we-
Giants because I was talking
Oh,
about.
okay,
I
so
I
felt
actually
at
got
home.
kicked out of the Super Bowl.
So I have to say,
By
one,
my dad.
Yeah. Well, Dad did much worse than that to me. Almost killed me.
I think.
All
the-
right, well,
hold on, hold on.
That's another day.
Anyway,
hold on.
okay, so I want to talk about Eli Manning. And the thing that did piss me off about
Why?
Eli Manning to this day, every screen pass he throws like a laser beam.
Yeah, he fucking tried
At
to
the
kick-
guy's
And
foot.
at the guy's feet. It's like, just throw
Catch
it
it.
softly.
He's like, I could catch that. Why can't you?
He could probably walk it over to them in the screen pass.
He's my brother's got a strong arm. Watch this. At my foot.
It's like, yeah, you hit his feet again. Congrats.
Wow, you're really
I
good at
think
feet.
here's the point I was trying to make. You guys are very animated
Passionate.
and passionate about
Yeah.
like anything, right? When you guys do something, you don't just half-ass it. You go
We're
all
all
in,
in.
on
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah,
Which
I'm
is
all in.
great. That's a fantastic. way
No,
to
I
look
know,
at it.
and that's why I feel like myself.
Capitalism.
I feel more myself around
Yeah.
you guys.
Oh yeah, you guys.
than a lot of
He loves
people.
you guys. That's. I mean, I swear the way that he talks to you guys about you guys and
You
and
can
that
you can
style-
hear it in the
We're like
podcast.
brothers.
Yeah,
So-
I'm jealous. I'm like, dude, we're supposed to be like that, but like all we've ever done is cooperated to put Kevin in the dryer. And
It was just mischief. It's just mischief. How can we break more shit?
yeah, like how do we piss off mom and dad?
But
today? Like-
honestly, like it's the way. Like even when you were like, "Oh, I love Cable Guy," and then you were doing your Cable Guy
Yeah,
bits.
yeah.
I
No, that
like,
was actually me.
no, because he was dressed up like Cable Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that
You
was
do
just the
look like
beginning
him.
of my skits.
I
You know what?
know, I know. But what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, and then you did you showed me the Joker skits, and you were like, "Look, Brian, I used to tape this when I was
oh
younger."
my god, that shit was really good, man.
You
I
know-
remember
Yeah.
those days.
Can I
That
say
was
something?
impressive.
That
I remember
was
he's
really
like,
That was
I
like
was like,
2
what's
days
that
ago.
paint on his
Yeah,
face?
it was
No,
yesterday.
and he acted the role really. And I was
Dude,
like,
he was scary.
And now here's
that
the
was
thing.
awesome.
He used
Here's
to wake
the
me up like that every day.
Here's the thing that
I'm not even joking.
All right, so
Why
I have a
so
friend.
Serious.
We all have a mutual friend.
Serious.
Jesus Christ, here we go. No,
You
so
look
I'm
like
saying
him.
we have a mutual friend named John, and he is into movies in a way that I'm also into movies. Like he just loves he just loves
Yeah.
watching content.
He's like a what do you call it? A mensch of movies.
yeah,
this
he's like
motherfucker.
it's like when in Game of Thrones when you go to the Citadel and you just have all the fucking books. He's like, Brian,
I
enjoy
own the
enjoy my
books.
library of
Yeah.
all of the fucking movies, and I'm like,
I'm
Sam?
Google. He's the Google guy. That's
but
what
now
he is.
but now here's the
Sam?
difference.
He's fucking good.
Here's the difference between John and these guys, right? John is very like introvert.
Reserved.
He's introvert,
is reserved,
but
very-
he enjoys the content and he appreciates it for what it.
I want to see him
worth.
drunk. We need to get him fucking.
Oh,
drunk.
he's awesome when he's drunk.
I've
my
actually
God,
been
that's gotta be
diagnosed
great.
as an introvert.
The best strip etiquette.
I could tell.
Yeah.
He's
Of
very
all time.
quiet.
But now,
John
but now
goes
here's the
along.
thing. But now here's the thing. When I'm around you guys, right? It's not just about watching the content. You guys like fucking explore different avenues of the content, and you guys want
Very
to add
creative.
to the content, and your creative.
That's why
nature
I kind of
comes
want to read
through.
your screenplay because I feel like your screenplay.
Can we talk about that?
You
screenplay
haven't
for
read
a
my
second?
screenplay?
No, I haven't.
Oh, really?
Don't
Thanks for
talk about
sharing,
it.
Brian.
Did you
Chris,
ever?
Chris,
did
do
you
you
ever
want me to say
post
it?
it? Did
Yeah,
you
go
ever
ahead, I don't
post it?
He didn't send me the PDF.
Chris, come on, dude.
It's
gotta
got
read-
some
I gotta read that
grammatical
shit.
errors in it.
I don't give a shit about grammatical errors.
Not
Can
for
we?
you,
I don't
but
even
for the viewers.
like English is my second language, man. Like, look how shitty I am at English.
Oh yeah, I know why he doesn't want to do it. But
Yeah, it's-
anyway, so what
It's
were you
got a
saying?
lot of. It talks
I'll
about.
give it to you, Jose. Don't worry.
I don't
about
give a shit, dude. I love everything, man.
When
I
he's-
No,
swear-
it
I
has
swear to
nothing
God.
to do with you.
Listen, when he's ready to post it up, I'll post that shit up. and
I
you
mean,
guys
does he
can read
like you? No, but it
Yeah,
has
I know, I
nothing to
get
do with
that.
that.
We finally reconnected on
Am,
Facebook.
am I a character like in the
Reunited and it
I
feels so
hope he
good.
does.
That's the thing. That's the thing about you guys is that like I was able to connect with you on so many different levels, and it was because of things that we enjoyed. And one of the like here's the thing. The first thing was football, and okay, we love football. We're very competitive, but then that's usually where it ends. Like me, like I met a lot of my friends through football, but we had,
Yeah.
they do their thing, I do my thing.
Yeah, of
what
course.
kept us together was that passion for like movies and just creating this kind of shit, and that's why we're still friends. And you can hear it in the podcast how like we have a.
Oh yeah, you
chemistry.
guys definitely have a chemistry.
Must have
But
been
The
love.
Felicos, I'm sorry, but I have to admit the
But it's
Felicos are the
over
most entertaining part.
now.
You should just call it
Yeah,
the
we are
Felicos.
pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
But the thing is, in football, when you go 100% in practice, it's like looked down upon. Remember JV?
Oh yeah,
They're
yeah.
like, oh, a practice hero.
Oh, man.
Like, dude, I'm trying to get playing time.
Yeah.
Me and Chris were like, or me and Matt were like,
You
yo,
don't even know my
don't let them
Yeah,
tell
what an
you any of
asshole.
that
What
shit.
a shitty friend.
I remember Matt said, "Yo, I saw you make that move on Connor, man. He looked like a little bitch." I was like,
Yeah.
"Yes," and I was like, "And I saw you did the Jason Jones." Like, dude, I did that out of desperation.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking getting hit by that guy.
Dude, I got hit by him.
He finally
I
got you.
Absolutely.
I think it was
cracked.
because
I had a concussion. There's no doubt.
there was a day in practice where
I hit my ass so hard on the ground I couldn't feel it.
there was a day in practice. Matt caught a pass, and I remember seeing him make a move. He did a little shimmy move, and Jason Jones looked bad. He missed the tackle, and that's it. Our coach Cass.
Coach Cass.
Coach Cass was like, "You piece of shit," and I'm like, "That's not going to end well for Matt." And then,
Yeah.
like, what, 2 weeks later, I think it was.
We were at Suffern.
It was a warm.
Remember, because it was a Suffern game, so
Yeah.
we wanted
What
to
a
practice
pussy
on the
move.
turf.
What a pussy. So you weren't expecting it.
He dominated.
No,
him,
I got
man.
absolutely cracked.
He crushed.
But
him.
that's what I'm saying. You didn't know that like.
No,
he
I
was,
don't. As soon as I touched the ball,
dead. Bah! His helmet flew off.
my
But that's
helmet-
a bitch move.
I
Though,
caught his
still.
teeth.
I'm sorry, that's a bitch move.
It was a bitch move.
I
It's
didn't
a
even
bitch
know,
move.
I didn't even know what a bitch move was at that time.
Yeah, you
my
were
head
just-
was
you were
spinning
just-
so
yeah,
much.
you
I was
were-
like, where
You
am
were
I?
Nirvana, maybe. I don't
It
know.
was like in the movie.
understand.
But
it was-
nowadays, in the NFL climate today, I would have been out 5 games.
yeah.
Instead, they're like, "You're all right, Felico? Get back out
No,
there."
no. Do you remember Little
Yeah.
Giants when he's like, "Thank you, Miss Samwell," and he's like, "Oh my God, he got hit back into the 3rd grade."
That was exactly what it was.
But by the way,
dude,
did I tell
got
you? Did I tell you guys? I recently played in semi-pro league, and I got. Yeah, it's not the same anymore.
with equipment?
Yeah, with everything, dude. It hurts.
Do you get paid or you paid them?
No, I paid them.
You paid them to play?
So it's semi-pro, whatever. But like, I got fucked up a lot, man. Like I didn't realize.
What position do you play?
I was a fullback linebacker, thinking that I was going to do it, and then I tried outside linebacker because I was like, yeah, I'm tiny, guys. Let me just go outside linebacker,
Mm-hmm.
and I was fine for a little while until I got.
And then they started playing.
Then they started playing. Started playing for
Dude,
real.
wait, what league is this?
This is down in Virginia.
The
It's,
NFL.
the Virginia.
He played in the NFL.
It's
He played for the
I was in the Redskins. Yeah.
The
First of all,
Sentinels. The
you
Sentinels.
guys keep shitting on them, but the Redskins fans are pretty awesome.
No,
They
the
really
Redskins
are.
fans
You
are
go to a
good.
Redskins game.
Oh, no doubt. They have a great fan
No, they
base.
have a
There's
great
no
fan
doubt.
base.
Their
usually-
fan
They're
base,
best.
their
They have
team
one of the-
sucks.
No,
Yeah.
Their fan base
Can I
is
say
amazing.
something? Usually
They got Alex
shitty.
Smith this year. They may be decent.
They're- no, they're not. They're gonna suck.
Usually when you have a
They
shitty
always- They don't
team,
got anybody else though.
usually when you have a
They
shitty
don't. They suck.
team, the fans are good. They're good fans.
Not always.
Oh, the
There's-
Raiders. I
There's
guess.
fair weather
Those
fans.
guys are
different.
scumbags.
That's different. We know why.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fair weather fans out there.
So there's
Pieces
one
of shit.
more. Thing
Like
on
the
list.
Dolphins. Like
Fuck you,
Dolphins,
Oakland Raiders.
Dude, I've never seen anyone at a Dolphins game. And then Chad Pennington wins the division. All of a sudden, oh yeah, I'm a Dolphins fan.
Oh yeah. Well, that's how it works. I mean, when I was getting your hat made for the podcast, everybody was coming in to get the Brazil jerseys. And the weirdest shit is, I was like, the first thing I said is, "Aren't you Mexican?" And he's like,
¿Por qué?
"You got beat by Brazil, and now you're here to buy a Brazil."
You gonna Kevin Durant it?
Yo,
You're gonna
fucking
get
ass.
beat by them and then join them?
And then the funniest thing is, dude walks in. Hey man, y'all got some LeBron Laker jerseys yet?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing.
I love
I
the
was
Lakers.
just gonna bring that up.
I love the
we got to
Lakers.
put you on the list, sir. We got.
Okay, so he goes to LA. But okay, so everyone looks at the roster, how terrible it was. It's because of him. It's so bad though. The Cleveland roster.
because he's fucking.
He makes
Why
a
did
gajillion
JR get-
dollars.
why did JR get
Gajillion
paid?
dollars.
Because of LeBron. Why did
Yeah,
Tristan
this
Thompson
shit was
get
really
paid?
good, man.
Because of
Thank you.
LeBron. Why did Kyrie get traded? Because LeBron. He didn't
It's
want to play with
Hollywood.
LeBron.
LeBron is the best
LeBron
player
was the
slash
GM.
worst GM in the NBA.
But okay, so
And he
everyone's
looks
saying
horrible.
like, oh, look at the team that he brought. And listen, the first time when he went in 2007 versus the Spurs, that may have been the greatest playoff run ever. To bring that team to the finals, it's a miracle. Michael Jordan, I don't think, could have done it. But the team that he had in
It
Cleveland,
was LeBron and
as of
4
late,
fans.
is
in the
100%
playoffs.
is almost 100% LeBron's fault. So now he goes to LA. We'll see if he breaks up this team, and then the Warriors.
Dude,
got
Lonzo
DeMarcus
Ball
Cousins.
is gone. He's gone. There's no way he's on that Lakers team in a year from now. I guarantee it.
Mm,
Guaranteed.
I don't think so.
You think Lonzo Ball stays?
I think he stays.
Not even close.
I think he stays.
Matt, you have Rajon Rondo
stays.
and LeBron
Okay,
James.
Rajon Rondo is
how
how
is
old?
Lonzo Ball going to handle that ball with LeBron James?
LeBron said he
and
wants to
Rajon
be more
Rondo being
so. He wants
facilitator.
to be off the ball now.
But
That's
yeah,
what
but
he
you want
wants.
Rajon Rondo.
Rajon Rondo is off
how
the
are you
bench
guys
guy.
not in
He's
the
like a
NBA?
sixth man, maybe.
Matt,
He's like a
Matt,
sixth man.
I'm breaking this up.
Chris,
let's make a
Breaking this up.
gentleman's bet.
Okay.
Gentleman's bet right
okay,
now.
so what's the last team that Rajon
Gentleman's bet.
Rondo played for? What's the last team?
Yeah,
I don't even
go
know.
ahead.
No, what's the last
Yeah,
team? Tell
I
me.
don't even know.
You don't even know.
No, tell me. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Why are you looking at me? I don't
Shut
know
your
shit.
mouth.
I'm saying,
It was
I'm 5 foot
it's-
nothing. I don't
It
know
was
shit
the
about
Pelicans, by the way.
NBA.
It was the
Like,
Pelicans. So shut your mouth.
I just want to bring.
But what does it have to do with anything?
I just want,
Oh, God.
yeah,
It has to do with you don't even know
Break,
what team
break,
he's on, and
break,
all of a sudden
break,
he's going to be better
break.
than Lonzo Ball.
No,
somehow?
it's not about him being better than Lonzo Ball,
The
Matt.
Felicos have hijacked
Not
this.
about him being better than Lonzo Ball, because
I'll
not
just-
for
I can
nothing.
edit this out.
Shut up, Brian.
I
Andrew
know, I get it,
Wiggins.
though. It's interesting.
Yeah, Andrew Wiggins, but LeBron.
How good was he?
LeBron likes Lonzo.
All right,
Okay, so Andrew Wiggins was not as good as Kevin Love at the time they were traded. That's 100% true. You could look it up.
Matt, if you're building a franchise, you keeping
Chris, if
Kevin
you're-
Love or Andrew Wiggins?
Chris, who wins in the NBA?
Tall black people.
Black people, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to.
Okay, so think
I'd have
about
to go
the
with
teams
black
that
people.
won. Are there rookies winning?
I don't know if I like that.
Are
at
there
all.
second?
All right, yeah.
Are there
because-
second years players
Even
winning the
Patrice
NBA
O'Neal agrees
Finals?
with that.
No.
Rajon Rondo won with the Celtics. He was a young
okay,
player.
Chris, it was one young player. Their whole roster was old. They were
Okay, but
veterans.
that's my point.
Oh, wait,
so
what about
Andrew
Jeremy Lin?
Wiggins with
Oh, no, he's
LeBron
done, right?
James
He's not important.
Yeah, but
and J.R. Smith couldn't win.
no, they couldn't win because Kyrie was young too. Their whole team
Yeah, but he
wasn't
wasn't a
old.
rookie.
Their whole team was young.
By the way,
I don't
this
think
is
Lonzo
classic
Ball's gonna stay
Felico. I
there.
love this.
I don't think Lonzo Ball's staying.
Are we gonna see a
I'll
fight?
I'll tell you exactly why I think he's not. Lonzo Ball and his father made it a point to mention how his ankles hurt so that no one would want to trade for him.
Oh, Ball.
As soon as LeBron got there.
Are you talking about Ball?
Yeah, Lonzo Ball.
Okay, isn't that the guy that has like a fucking? Are we going
He's
back
got
to
his own
Hollywood?
shoe.
We can segue back to Hollywood on this one, guys.
I don't know. I don't know.
How the fuck-
He
how do you
specifically
have-
we
mentioned
have gone
after
off the
LeBron got
reservation.
there that he played with an ankle injury and he's got to have. Oh no, it's not an ankle. That he's
It was a
meniscus.
meniscus, yeah. But he'll be back
Meniscus.
by.
I know that, but they're doing that so that no one wants to trade for him because they knew as soon as LeBron James came there, up facilitator, Lonzo Ball's on the market.
I disagree. I think he'll be.
You
on
could
the team
disagree all
in a
you
year.
want. All right, well we'll see in a year.
I guess we'll see.
I guess we'll see.
So I've
I'm
been
right.
I've been quiet the entire time because I have literally nothing to add on NBA.
Brian, we should talk about more about the movie experience.
That's what I was trying to go back to the movie experience.
Well, you mentioned LeBron, and then I had. To
I
say
didn't
something.
mention LeBron at all. I don't.
That was my
Overrated,
fault.
by
That was
the
my
way.
fault. That was my
Oh
fault.
yes.
That was
them.
my fault. That
What,
was my fault.
did they have LeBron jerseys?
They did not, but they had a list. Like, you know, GameStop has a shit. Like, we put you on a waiting list and shit. It's like fucking extra $100. Just put on that shit, man. But I got you the fucking hat, so congratulations.
I do. We have a hat now that says the Free Bridge Podcast.
Yeah.
I could put a picture up, and then if people like it, I can try to make hats for them.
Yeah.
People can buy them. I don't
Brian,
know.
what's done is done. Get back to the
That'd be
point.
like $1,000 though.
No, I mean, you know what?
You can invest or not.
$40.
All right,
40
so
bucks.
I'm gonna go back to the list of things for Hollywood.
Yeah, go ahead.
Halloween 2.
Well, I have here. We could talk about the critics and the like Rotten Tomato score and all that shit because that's.
We were critics that night.
So there was a time we went to the movies. Me, Chris, and Matt, and we went to go.
No,
watch-
that
go.
wasn't with
I
us. He
wasn't
was in
there.
college.
You weren't there. Who?
Oh, you were
Nope,
getting
it was
schooled
just
up?
me,
Get
you,
that school.
Angelo,
Getting educated.
and I think Kevin may have been there with us
Kevin
too.
was with us. All right, so we went to go watch.
What happened to Kevin? You never.
Kevin walked to Indianapolis, never came
because I
back.
asked
No.
you about Kevin on the last podcast.
Yeah, he
No,
really
you got
quieted
cut
down.
off by Chris.
Oh, well,
Shocker.
Yeah, shocker.
So Kevin
doesn't know what he's talking about. but
Kevin's
wants to
my
make
other
a point.
brother. He's my younger brother, and he's still living in New York.
Yeah, well, actually, I think he's finally feeling like being prepped for taking over the landscaping business. Of course, I have to say landscaping. He's
We're
thinking about it.
sponsored also by El Baron.
Oh, El Baron Landscaping.
It's my
will
father's
edge up
business.
your-
Wait, what is it called?
So he's working with
El
your dad.
Baron.
It's supposed-
El
it's-
Baron.
El Baron is what like people
So wait,
translate.
he's
it to,
working
but
with
it's-
your father.
El Baron
Baron?
is like,
He's working
El
with
Baron
Okay.
is like saying "yo, dude" in Spanish.
That's good.
Yeah, what does
Yeah.
Barong mean?
It's like Baron, hey, yo, boy.
What's up,
But like,
buddy?
yo, what up, dude?
What's up, pal?
Yeah, you guys are
It's like
boys.
saying,
I
what up,
agree.
dude?
You might as well just be like, hey, ese, ¿cómo está?
Okay, so
He
anyway,
might as well said
he
that
goes
shit.
to Halloween
SA
2
Landscaping
with you and Chris.
So yeah, we went to go watch Halloween 2. This was Rob Zombie, the director, made a remake of Halloween. There's like 40 different versions of Halloween, I guess.
Yeah, the first one's the
Rob
best.
Zombie made Halloween,
Yeah.
and then I fucking hated that movie. But we went to go watch.
we
Halloween.
were dumb enough to be like, oh, let's give
Watch
2 a
it
shot.
again. we watched 2, And we went to go watch Halloween 2, and that movie was
Which explained why Michael Myers was killing everyone. It was because of a My Little Pony.
apparently in the movie. This is a fucking terrible.
Oh my
movie.
God! I
Let's
didn't
talk
see
about
movie.
this for a
Please
second.
explain it.
Brian, you give your perspective on this.
From what I
Yeah, because I don't know about this movie.
I've never
Please
seen it either.
explain it.
so from what I remember, apparently Michael Myers
Uh-huh.
sees a white horse, and the
Uh-huh.
horse talks to him and tells him who to kill.
No, it
Talking
doesn't
horse?
talk to him. Now you're thinking of Son of Sam with a dog.
I was just
talks
about to
to him.
say, what is this? Son
Oh,
of
It's
that's
just
the
a
dog.
white
That's the
horse,
dog,
just like
yeah.
shining.
It's a white.
So beautifully.
It's in his fucking head. He just sees a white horse, and the white horse is just like there. And Michael Myers like, "Yep, okay."
Now I have to kill my family.
Is
Yeah,
what
I agree.
the fuck does that have? I hate Rob Zombie.
Is that a
so
nickname
much
for
making that
heroin,
movie.
He's a
though,
piece of
right?
shit.
The white horse?
Yeah.
I don't
But
even
it
like The
wasn't.
Devil's Reject.
You know what
I
I?
don't even like that movie.
Devil's Reject was fucked up, but I didn't like it either.
I didn't like it.
You know what I
don't
can't
get it.
stand? When you see a movie that is so god awful, and then you hear the director go, "It's my vision," and he's so pretentious. And you're
Yeah,
just
like a
"What
little
the fuck
pretentious
are you
little
talking
You know,
about?"
I understand it's not going to be well received, but it's my vision of what Michael would do and why he killed people.
Bitch, you were just high. Fuck that.
Can you understand? Like, I'm the complete opposite. If someone says, if I ask somebody, "What do you think of my podcast?" and they tell me something, I'm like, well, imagine if I went at them and was like, imagine if I was like, "Oh, my podcast is my vision," and I just fucking was
Like a
so
little douchebag.
pretentious.
Yeah,
little
like a little
So,
douchebag.
That's
so,
so
let's
stupid.
get back on topic, though. So we're sitting there in that absolute gem of a film.
that movie was straight up.
Diamond in the rough.
There was a point where I was so mad and visibly angry that Chris looked at me and saw how fucking angry I was, like just shaking like this movie is a piece of shit. And Chris is like, "I know what to do. I'll just wait until Malcolm McDowell shows up on screen."
Oh my God.
So Malcolm McDowell shows up on
So
screen.
wait, hold on. Let me set the scene. So this is the
Okay,
climax of the
Malcolm
film. So Michael Myers has been chasing his sister,
Michael McDowell is the guy from A Clockwork Orange.
Scout Compton Taylor,
Uh-huh.
for now. This is the second film, all movie through 3 states, and finds her in a barn on the side of the road. And he's like, "Yeah, there's My Little Pony. I gotta kill you too, sister." And then all of a sudden, Malcolm McDowell shows up. He's like, "Michael, Michael, it's not her fault, Michael. It's my fault. I failed you. Michael, don't kill her, Michael."
Screaming at the top of his lungs at this mass murderer.
I'm screwing. Yeah, he's screaming. I'm making fun of him to Brian.
Who's
I'm
he
like,
playing in the movie? He's playing
He's
Dr.
playing
Loomis.
Dr. Loomis.
The doctor.
He's
Yeah.
Dr.
Michael,
Loomis.
it's not her fault, Michael. It's my fault. Kill me instead, Michael. Michael's looking at a wall and he sees a My Little Pony just being like, "Kill them all."
It's a white horse.
It's a white horse.
he
It's
looks- and it's not like he sees a horse like kind of on the wall.
No,
No,
no.
it's like an actual.
It's
white
a
horse.
legitimate horse being like frolicking and going.
It's a horse in a road, a dark road with a fucking spotlight on it.
Yeah.
And it's just a horse like just looking majestic.
So
I'm
they-
like, what am I watching
Yeah,
right now?
Brian's like looking like, I can't even believe this is happening. And then Michael goes over to Dr. Loomis and he's like, "Yes, Michael, yes. Take me instead. Oh, my eyes. Oh, Michael, no, I can't see. Ah!" And he's gouging his eyes out, and Brian's like, "Boo."
Yo,
I
he
don't
sticks his
what's going-"
thumbs in
Sticks
his
his
eyes.
thumbs in
Yeah,
his
that's
eye.
how I mean, it's a good
Oh,
move, it's a good
Michael,
move.
my eyes. I can't on the blood.
This is the thing about Rob Zombie. He puts the most insane shit on screen that makes no sense and is hilarious to look at.
Including horses.
And then he turns it into the most violent, like a snuff film. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I
Yeah.
don't get what you're trying. And then you meet him, and he's like, this is my vision.
Yeah.
I wanted to see Malcolm
Strung out.
McDowell get his eyes gouged
Malcolm
out.
McDowell was the sacrificial lamb for Michael.
You know, that's a part. I gotta say this: when you watch movies that are great, we just talked about movies that were really inspiring.
But shitty movies can be good too.
shitty movies
Shitty
are
movies-
amazing.
Yeah, but that
You
was
got
not one of them.
Sharknado. That's
not
Outside
one
of
of
a
them.
good story,
No, that's just a shitty movie.
there's nothing
Shit
that was
movie.
good about it.
You know what movie was terrible but awesome at the same time?
What?
Toxic Avenger.
Oh my God, yeah, but that was like, yeah, that was a
God.
comedy.
Oh my
dude.
god, that's a cult classic.
Toxic Avenger is
Hit the
about
kid!
That one's worth 25 points. Ah!
We need all right, listen. If people have never seen Toxic Avenger, I think the premise is like there's a nerdy kid,
In a gym.
and he's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he
in a
makes
gym,
weird
yeah.
faces. He's like skinny
I gotta go to
and
bed.
just he looks decrepit. He's like a miserable looking kid, and he's super nerd.
Take the microphone with you.
Everybody's making fun of him in school and all that. And then
No, not school. It's
No,
at
no,
the
no.
gym.
They're just making fun of him. Yeah, they're just
Yeah,
making
he's
it's
fun
like
of him.
gym.
mopping
He's
around.
mopping-
Yeah, he's a janitor.
He's a
And
janitor.
they keep
Gym.
fucking with him about it. Yeah,
Yeah, all the like the hot people that are at the gym. They're
hot
like,
people.
We're
The
lifting weights.
hot
Look at
people
this guy.
doing steroids and doing coke.
yeah, oh my god,
That's what they're doing.
Yeah, let's do coke right before we work out. Oh, my heart.
Which isn't different from today. They fucking just take creatine and bullshit like that.
And then they throw him out a window. Does he? Did they throw him out a window, or he runs out the window because they were laughing at him?
He runs out
I
of
think it
a
was,
window.
he runs out the window
of-
and lands in toxic
There- like,
waste.
And
so
they
there's
just
a
laugh.
truck. Hold on. There's a
There happens to
truck,
be a truck
outside
right under
the
the window.
of this town. He jumps out the window, lands into a vat, just like giant drums of It says
Yeah.
toxic waste on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Very bad for people.
For the audience.
And he lands in
Oh.
it, and he's covered in the toxic waste.
And he's like bubbling up. He's like,
his skin is bubbling, and they're laughing at him like, ha, he's dying in front of him.
Get him a Band-Aid.
And, yeah. And he's just like, oh, this really hurts. And they're like, what a loser, right? And he's fucking crying over
only a loser would land in toxic.
And then he changes like his
Into-
body. He looks kind of like a mixture between Sloth
Sloth, yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
his
from
body
the Goonies
and
and
what else?
Superman.
No, not even-
He's like, I'm really strong.
and also when
He's like
wearing
the
a
Hulk.
and he's wearing a tutu.
No,
Yes,
and Jason in New
he is
York
wearing
too.
a tutu because the girl made him wear a tutu because he thought he was gonna get it on with her.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
hot
yeah,
one.
what it
That's
was,
why he was
yeah.
wearing the tutu. She's
They're
like, "That's a really sexy pink tutu. Put it on for me."
He puts on the tutu
Yeah.
before they throw him in the.
What a garbage movie.
They didn't
but it was
throw him.
so
He
great.
ran.
It was
There's-
so great.
There's
But,
a.
oh my god, the scene where he like puts the weights on the guy's head. The guy that was selling the drugs.
Oh, wait, hold on,
he crushes his
hold on.
fucking-
Hold on.
This is what's hilarious is that the movie is extremely violent.
Yeah.
There's like scenes where he's like, and he
And the way he talks, he's got like a beautiful voice, like, I will save the day.
but he looks like a disgusting
Yeah.
creature.
He looks like Jason. Remember in
Yes.
Jason in Manhattan?
Yes.
When they burn his face with toxic
Yeah.
waste and like.
he said Jason Takes Manhattan. That's Friday the 13th Part 8, I believe. And so Toxic Avenger looks like that.
Yeah.
He looks like Jason Voorhees. And when he goes, he's like, "Oh my God, that guy is trying to like steal that woman's purse. Let me go over there and rip his arms off
Yeah.
of his sockets." And
That's how I solve
And it's like the
problems.
bloodiest, most violent death. He's like, oh, my arms have died.
and he dies. And he goes, "Don't worry, ma'am. I think this belongs to you." And he's like,
Like
Ma'am,
holding
I
it.
think
the way,
this
doesn't he-
belongs to you.
Doesn't he end up the girl that made fun of him? With
She was
tutu?
blind.
Yeah. Doesn't she end up like
Yeah,
with
because
him as his girlfriend?
before they get on, she's like feeling. She's like, "Oh, I think you've got bad acne." It's like, no, that's toxic waste.
Yeah.
He's like, it's just boils from the toxic waste.
Yeah, it's just
No.
a pimple.
Now the girl. Here's the thing: the way he meets the girl, she's eating in some.
Oh, and her eye-seeing dog dies.
No, yeah. And
Yeah,
so,
he's
so
a
like,
golden retriever.
so like
know
he.
why that's
Chris
I
had that
remember-
movie on DVD.
So this girl is a blind lady, and she's
Yeah.
sitting in like
a
some
blind
pizzeria.
lady.
No,
She's
it's like a
very
Burger
nice.
King, and it gets robbed while she's
Yeah.
there.
So these guys come in. They're like, "All right, everybody, give me your
give
money."
us all the cash register money, all $20.
And then there's a line in the movie I'll never fucking forget. This guy,
Say it.
like, he throws her, he takes the blind girl and he puts her over this table and he's like, "I always wanted to cornhole me a blind bitch."
I'm
my
like,
God.
this movie
God.
is ridiculous. I'm
Get
like,
that
what?
Weinstein.
And then,
about to say, dude.
And then
He's about
Toxic
to Harvey Weinsteiner.
Hollywood. And then Toxic Avenger.
That's what this is all about.
It's just a vicious cycle. And then
Let me
Toxic
slip on
Avenger
a
comes in and
roofie.
he's like, I'll save the day.
I'll cornholer instead.
he fucking, like, he uses his mop and, like, stabs people in the face
Oh
and
yeah, he
rips their
fucking
heads off.
murders them. Yeah, yeah.
It's violent, dude.
It was a great movie.
And then they show
He
a scene-
wipes them up.
Fantastic.
Then there's a scene where, like, after he saves the blind lady, he has sex with her in, like, a tent in, like,
Yep.
the slums where all the homeless people live. And they show it. They like it's you see the whole thing. I'm like, this movie.
Hey, man, that's
Is-
their vision. That's what they were
That's
envisioning.
disgusting.
Guys,
Yeah,
that was
then
just
Rob
my,
Zombie's like,
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
that was
terrible
my
movie.
vision.
What was
is
that
I
other-
thought that he should fall in love.
Chris, what was
in
that
the
terrible
slums.
movie you wanted me to watch? Suspiria.
Oh, I watched
Dude,
that
they're
movie.
remaking
I watched
Suspiria.
that
I
with you.
watched 4
The-
minutes of it.
Is it better or worse than
No.
the Human Centipede?
No,
I never
no,
watched
no,
that.
no. He did not give Suspiria a
I
chance.
watched
That is Dario Argento's gem.
South Park
South Park is
episode of
amazing.
Centipede.
That's amazing.
He just didn't. He didn't want to give it a chance.
Oh.
He didn't want to.
You know what I'm thinking?
Close-minded.
So it's
uncultured
my
fuck.
fault that the movie sucked.
It doesn't
Yeah,
really.
Even though I
I
had
think it is.
no connection with the movie, I wasn't an actor. Didn't film it. Didn't produce it. It's my fault that the movie
It
sucked.
does not suck.
Listen,
By the way, the remake is coming out. It has Dakota. What's her name? Dakota Johnson. Not Fanning. Dakota Johnson. She's in it. Comes
Oh, I know
out
who you're
this
talking about. Yeah,
November.
This may be one remake that's better than the original. So go watch it, people.
Is that the commercial?
Was the
You
original?
know what?
Uh-huh.
Sucked.
I got a good question. Here's a good
Give
question.
me a question.
Can you think of a movie that is critically acclaimed that people love and you fucking hate it?
7 pounds.
Yeah,
That's
I
critically
have to
acclaimed?
agree, yeah,
I don't know.
Let me check.
I mean,
Maybe.
critically acclaimed and people. hate it?
Critically acclaimed Titanic.
Oh shit!
Is
Oh,
that critically
man.
acclaimed too?
Yeah,
It won
absolutely.
Best
I would have to
Picture
say because
Brian.
I didn't want to watch a love story. I just
All
want
right.
to see the boat.
I just
Um,
looked up 7 pounds. 7 pounds on Rotten Tomatoes only has a 26%. I don't think
Brian,
that's
what a
critically
shit
Time
acclaimed.
out a
movie.
second. So wait, are we saying critically acclaimed on Rotten Tomatoes or like the critics?
Well,
Because
that's
the critics and Rotten Tomatoes are two different people.
no. The critics on Rotten Tomatoes is
The
all,
Blind Side.
It's like
Oh,
Brian, I'm a critic
that's
on
a great
Rotten
one.
Tomatoes.
The
That was
Blind
the-
Side, Brian.
The best movie. I've
Blind
ever
Side. Here we go. Isn't that
You
critically
didn't
acclaimed?
like
That
The
probably
Blind
is.
Side?
I loved that so much.
It talks
was the
about Lawrence
greatest.
Taylor
Lo-
in his glory
you know
in
what?
the opening scene.
Oh yeah, he did. That was a really good
Like,
recapture. of that.
Joe Theismann broke his fucking leg on Monday Night Football, so they
Yeah,
need
shit.
big black people to block people.
LT was also in The Waterboy.
Michael Orr sucks.
Titanic.
Don't smoke crack.
Titanic. I'm looking at
That's
Titanic
Brian's
right now.
Brian's movie right there.
On Rotten Tomatoes, Titanic has 88%.
Wow,
So,
really?
yeah.
What,
What?
a shit
What?
movie.
88%.
What? No, what movie?
Titanic.
Told you.
So you said that's a critically
Shit
acclaimed
movie.
movie that he
What about
fucking
the-
hates.
Okay,
It is
so
a shitty movie.
I'll
It's
tell
piece
you a
of
movie
trash.
I have
Oh my
not
God.
seen and I have no interest in seeing. The Artist. Didn't it
Oh,
win an Oscar?
Christian Bale with Batman.
No.
The silent,
Right? The
The
Artist?
artist
wasn't it
is
The
a silent
Artist?
movie, but at the end of the movie, that someone says a word.
I never
Yeah.
seen it.
I won't spoil it
Listen,
for you.
Here's the thing.
Is it good?
I saw it in theaters. That movie's a masterpiece.
Okay.
It's
I
great.
love that
I love that
movie.
movie.
So I'll have to
With the
Great
dog,
movie.
that dog was great.
That-
I wasn't.
no,
I wasn't
that guy's
saying that it was
amazing.
bad.
The dog was
I
great.
just never watched it.
Have you guys ever seen the movie The Road?
Oh,
I
my
watched
God,
it.
with Viggo Mortensen?
Yeah.
Oh my
Mortensen?
God, that is a long fucking winding
It is.
road.
It
What is that?
is.
I've never seen that.
You've
either.
never seen it?
No.
Oh wow.
That's a dark.
That's some dark
That's some
shit
dark
right
shit
there.
right there.
And
It's-
that's not even like.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
don't
already-
watch it
dark.
though. It's
That's-
very depressing.
Don't
It's
watch- yeah.
extremely depressing.
No
Matt,
more
that's
depressing than my life.
What about a movie
No,
that?
it's pretty bad, dude.
Think of a movie that you were like.
The
that,
Mist.
That was a good movie.
I don't think
though.
it's critically
No,
acclaimed.
no,
That was a
no,
good
no.
movie.
I'm just saying. You want to talk about a fucked up movie?
The Happening.
Yeah, that is a fucked up movie. The fact that it was
What
made.
happened to that guy's
That
career?
was a terrible movie.
Oh my God.
That's a
Did you
shitty
guys
career.
see The Mist?
Wait, no.
Yeah, I did
Wasn't
that
Mark
as
Wahlberg?
Matt, did you
in
see
that?
The Mist?
Did you see the Mist?
I saw the
I don't see
drizzle.
the ending.
Oh my God, the ending of The Mist
think
is
I have.
literally like.
That's the best. That should
But it
just be
fucks you
that.
up. It just fucks you up
That's,
so
yeah,
bad.
I was like, oh my god.
You're
this
just like,
poor
oh my God,
bastard.
there's no way this movie could get any worse
This
for anybody.
Poor bastard.
What was
dude.
the
That
ending
poor
of,
bastard.
of that one movie that we watched at Sal's? House by a Cemetery?
That is.
It's like the
I don't know.
best
That's- whoa.
15-minute closing.
That's a Dario Argento movie. That's Suspiria.
Okay, so I'm on.
Well,
a,
Oh no, I'm sorry.
He made one good
That's
film.
Lucio Fulci.
Oh,
I'm
you know
sorry.
what?
Why
I
it was
just
good.
thought of the movie that I like the most.
What?
It's The Collector.
Oh,
Yes, and let me explain why. It's a movie.
It's like Saw.
Where like
It's like Saw.
It's no, it's more
Wait,
than
the
that.
collector. Oh, I'm thinking
Okay,
of the Bone
so-
Collector.
so-
I know what the
That's what I
collector
was
is.
the
thinking of,
collector.
too.
That's what I was
the
thinking,
guy
too.
that breaks into a house, and then while he's there, he realizes a serial killer's killing a family, and the dude gets out, and I'm like, fucking yeah, and then he's like, oh shit, should I go back because there's a little girl in there, and he motherfucker goes back to like try to save her, and
Yeah.
ends up getting like fucked up by the serial killer.
because the serial killer leaves a bunch
Isn't
of
that the
traps.
serial killer that's got like the weird fucking mask
Like-
over his
Yeah,
head?
yeah, yeah,
It's
they're
like
like-
almost like fish skin.
Some of my friends call it
But
the Rey
you didn't even see
Mysterio
that, but
mask.
He set up the house so they just get
like booby
murdered.
traps.
Yeah. And like it was like the dad getting like burnt on like alive, and like the fucking piano wire like cutting people apart, and like yeah, because he was like walking through, he's like, oh, what the fuck is that? And he like getting cut right there. There's like piano wire.
Oh my
so if they're
God,
trying to
dude.
run away, like it was one
That's
of those.
your favorite movie?
Yeah, well, the only reason I like it is the moral.
So
the
pretty
moral,
much you're a serial killer.
no, the moral implications of would you go back in? If you already out, you're done. The guy didn't even know you existed.
How old was the girl?
The girl was like 8, maybe. I'm not
Oh
sure.
no, I'm not going back.
You know what?
she had
She lived a
8
good
years.
life.
okay. So I'm on.
That's
I'm
what
on
I really good movie though.
Nine-
Think about if you
911.
died at 8.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the best life
Look,
ever.
the only reason I'm saying is it's like the only
First 8
movie-
years were the best.
It's the
That's
only movie that
terrible.
I've had real suspense when I watched it. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, don't go back in there. You
So wait,
fucking
did he
asshole.
save her?
He did. He ended up saving the little girl, but
He
he
died.
died.
As a result.
Yeah, and I was like,
It's
oh
like
my God,
Bodyguard.
poetic. 'cause
Wait,
it
what's
was
that movie? Not Bodyguard.
Actually, no, I don't think
With
he
the
died 'cause I think
hitman?
the second movie.
And
The Professional.
yeah, The Professional.
Oh yeah,
That's
great,
a good movie.
Great movie.
Leon,
that
the
was,
Is that
that was her
Natalie-
first movie.
Natalie
Yeah,
Portman's
Portman.
first
Portman's
movie.
movie.
Yeah,
Yep.
That movie's awesome.
that's great. That's an artist really thinking about.
I wouldn't have gone back
That's
to
a
the
writer.
Dude,
original
that was
stuff.
Gary Oldman as Gary Oldman.
everyone.
Everyone.
Okay, hold on. Please.
Gary Oldman in what's the one with Christian Slater?
Christian Slater.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. True Romance.
True Romance.
Oh my
Gary
god.
Oldman.
When he's
Man.
like-
that.
Where like he uses
like the
she
white
uses
Jamaican?
the cork.
Yeah.
Dude, that's it. That guy's a chameleon. When
Yeah.
he's like, "What's up,
Gary
buddy?
Oldman
Oh,
is
you doing,
awesome.
buddy?" And I'm like, "Yo, that's Gary Oldman.
yo, fucking-
What the fuck?
You
Gary-
Christian Slater.
Didn't he win an Oscar this year?
Finally,
Didn't he win an Oscar every year?
no, he should have.
Jim
Sam
Carrey
Rockwell's
should've.
another one that I think is
Underrated.
Who?
underrated.
Yo,
Sam
Underrated?
Rockwell's really
Sam
good.
Rockwell.
You know-
Sam
you know-
Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell's
you know what
great.
movie
He's a
I
really
remember
good
him in
actor,
that
yeah.
like not a lot of people do. I think you guys will.
Seven Psychopaths.
Ninja Turtles. Sam Rockwell.
Oh,
Ninja Turtles.
yeah.
You're not you're not thinking about
I
it.
just
I don't
saw
think I
that.
remember
Like,
it.
saw
Yeah,
that,
remember
like,
he
couple months ago.
Ernie Hudson, the pizza delivery guy, went to infiltrate the Foot, and there he was, Sam Rockwell.
Yes,
like,
he's one of the
yeah,
bad
have
guys.
some cigarettes, dog.
Okay, can I finally? Can I
In the
finally say
original?
this?
I think what movie is The Secret of the Ooze? Was The Secret of the Ooze where Ernie Hudson was in it? Ernie Hudson.
No.
Is that the second one? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2?
It's the one that
No.
Raph teaches the pizza delivery guy to
So
martial
that's
arts.
2.
That's two.
Yes, two.
Because the
sorry,
third
two.
one, they're in Japan.
Yeah, the third one he's just showing
Okay, so
two.
two. What
and
did-
two,
what do you
Sam
wanna
Rockwell
say,
was in it.
Turtles in Time. Turtles in Time.
What'd you
now.
want to say, Brian?
I'm on Ranker.com. Okay.
Is that
what
like
the hell
Pornhub?
is this?
Ranker.com. It's a
By the way,
pretty good
kudos
website.
to Pornhub for always
Oh my
doing the right
God.
thing. Good job, Pornhub.
All right, so
Docs does the right thing.
I went on Ranker.com because it's actually a source that I really like looking at, and this one said critically acclaimed movies that kind of suck.
Which one? Let's
Go ahead, list it.
Obviously, Titanic. Is
Oh,
on
cool.
there.
Wow,
yeah, of
called
course.
that
That's
one.
the number one.
That's number
He's-
two.
Chris got it. He
No.
nailed it.
Number one.
Never let go, Jack.
It's another James Cameron movie.
Hold on,
Avatar.
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 I
that
hate
piece
that
of
movie.
shit.
Yeah.
Not a
Piece of shit.
idiot.
Last
Brian,
of
I
the
bet you love that
Mohicans.
movie. Brian
enjoyed
loves that
Wannabe.
movie.
I did. I
Oh,
like
I
that
knew
movie.
it. That's
course
such
I
a
love that
typical
movie.
Last
Brian
of the
movie.
Mohicans.
Blue
bullshit.
people with tight necklaces. I love it.
No,
They were
a lot
cats.
here's the thing. A lot of people
I never
say-
watched it.
I'm a jaguar.
Listen, a lot of people say Avatar sucks.
I've never seen it.
It
Brian,
was a shitty
no,
movie.
they say it
no,
sucked.
no, no.
It
I'm going to
did
defend it right now. I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
defend it right now. A lot of people say it sucked, and they use that stupid ass excuse that it's a story that was told already. Well, fuckers.
Almost
Every
story.
movie that you watch is based off of either like a book or
Yeah.
fucking remakes. People are talking about remakes.
Oh, wait,
and-
wait, but you think that we were fucking sold on that because it was in 3D?
Listen, no.
It wasn't a good movie.
That movie was beautiful to watch, and it was a
Not
good
true,
story.
Brian.
Well,
It was-
here's the thing. I don't give a shit if people don't
You know
like
what
me
was
for
beautiful to watch? The Abyss. That was a beautiful movie to watch.
1988.
That's not on this list.
1988.
Because that's a good fucking movie.
Here's a movie that I can't
Ed
stand.
Harris.
Yeah, thank you, Ed Harris.
Here's a couple. Some of these movies are gonna piss you guys off, but you're gonna be like, I agree. Those fucking movies suck. So this one, The Tree of Life.
Sucks.
What a trash
fuck is
movie.
that?
Oh my God, The Tree of Life. You don't know what movie that is?
Please
No,
explain.
I've
With-
never
with
watched any
Brad
of these
Pitt?
terrible movies.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
That was a Darren Aronofsky film.
Directed by Terrence Malick.
Oh, I totally just did not. Oh,
The same guy.
Oh
That's
my
the
God.
same-
it's totally. I have no fucking.
I think this
Twin
one.
brothers.
This one we might all.
They're brothers.
I think this one we can all agree on. Crash.
Oh my God, love that
Whoa,
movie.
hold
That's
on.
a good movie.
Hold on.
That movie
Really?
actually makes me
That-
think of you.
Ludacris.
piece of shit.
Ludacris made that whole movie.
Oh, he was in that
We at the
movie.
top
This
of our
bitch thinks
game.
we're gonna rob her.
Oh my god.
Well, we are.
Now
Rob her ass.
I'm skipping a couple because these movies. I don't
Sandra
like.
Bullock
Wait,
made
Matt
that
Dillon
movie.
was in that movie, right? Matt Dillon?
No,
Yeah,
no.
Matt
You know what? You know how I
That was
know
a good
you're full of
movie.
shit? Because you called me after you saw that part where that
What'd he
the
say?
dad thought that his daughter was shot,
Yep.
and you called and you said, "How's Elizabeth?"
Here's the thing.
Look
You're
at
like,
Here's the thing. I'm
Oh my
gonna
God,
say
you were
something
Michael
about
Pena?
that.
that made his.
Were you
fucking career.
Michael Pena?
That's what he thought. and
Listen,
he fucking
Can I
fell
be
in love with
honest?
Michael Pena.
That was honestly the most shocking Oscar nomination and win. Or I should just say win. That was the most shocking Oscar win because I thought Brokeback Mountain had it in the bag.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that
It was
Brokeback
like,
Mountain
oh,
was
why
a good
couldn't you
movie.
let
Gay
me
marriage
be?
was a
It
big
was
issue
hard
at
to
that
watch
time.
Brokeback
Could
Mountain,
have
but it
good
was a
luck
really
to
good
get it.
story.
You didn't want it,
It was a good
You
story.
didn't want it.
You gotta remember, that's 2005. At that point,
Yeah,
like gay
nobody-
marriage was still like a very big issue.
Yeah,
in this
Chuck and
country.
Larry.
Okay,
Chuck and
hold
Larry
on.
needed to
Yeah.
happen be first.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
So I want to say back to the crash scene.
Uh huh.
Is it possible to watch a movie that is shitty, but have a scene in it that was like, wow, that scene was fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, that was a good scene. Yeah,
Nope.
you're right.
You see
you're
what
right,
I
you're
mean?
right.
Like,
Yeah,
for
'cause
example,
it really hit him on that. I swear, I'm
I
not kidding.
cried,
He-
dude. I was
he
like,
called-
oh,
he
God.
called me and he was scared. And
Is
then I
Elizabeth
saw it. I was like, oh yeah.
Can you tell Elizabeth I love her?
'Cause I thought she died. I thought she died.
I'm gonna give you a good example of a movie that is a piece of shit,
The whole way through.
but had one awesome scene.
All right, go ahead.
What?
Wolverine Origins.
Oh my god.
Oh, what awesome scene are you talking
The
about?
very first scene of the movie, when they're doing
When
the
he was naked?
No, when they're doing the montage of him and Sabretooth going through different wars together. When
Oh,
they were going
okay.
through they were going through the Revolutionary War, and then World War I, World War II.
You literally
then
just stopped
Vietnam.
me singing Dave Matthews for that crap.
That was an awesome scene, but that movie's trash.
No, I was singing Crash.
Crash.
Oh wow. my bad.
Okay. I agree with this one. I don't give a shit how many fans hate me for this. Fuck this piece of shit movie. Les Miserables.
Yeah, that is crap. I guess.
What
I-
a
I
trash.
didn't even watch that movie just because.
I wouldn't even wipe my ass
Les Miserables.
with the ticket.
It's chocolat. It's
That would,
chocolate.
that would
It's
probably
chocolate,
hurt. It'd
Peter.
probably get a paper cut for that.
You know what? I would probably
Fuck Les
take that
Miserables.
paper
You know
cut.
what? None of your fans
It's-
watch
guys, you're
Les
not saying it right.
Miserables. I'm pretty
It's
sure.
Les Miserables.
Listen to me.
Not one of your fans watch Les
If you are a
Miserables.
fan of this podcast and you watch Les Miserables,
You're a piece of shit.
no,
Please
no,
like us
no.
and subscribe.
Go to
Please
hell.
like and subscribe to the channel.
No, go to hell. We don't want
no,
you.
make your case in the comments.
Make your case in the comments. Tell me why it's good.
Actually, yeah. All right,
After
that's
you
a
like
good
and
idea. That's
subscribe.
actually a good idea. Yeah.
Tell me-
tell me.
Maybe
You know
we're
what?
maybe we're just uncultured fucks.
Give me another
Not me.
suggestion.
I haven't
to
watched 3 of the movies we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Maybe you've seen this one.
Newsies.
This one's interesting because I also hate this
The
movie.
Rocketeer.
That
I
was
don't-
good. Fuck you.
No, I actually don't like this movie, but I'm interested to see what you guys think.
Jumanji.
Prometheus.
Well, piece of shit.
Matt, guaranteed Matt hasn't even seen it.
No, I hated that movie.
That
you see
movie
it?
is
So
trash,
stupid.
dude. It's so stupid.
That's the one with Michael Fassbender.
Yeah,
Michael.
yeah, yeah.
No. His name
Yeah,
is Michael,
Michael-
F. Assbender.
Whatever.
Assbender.
he
Why you
was
hating on him?
actually he was actually
good in that
really
David.
good in it.
He was David.
Yeah, no, he's.
but the
what
movie
everybody,
itself
uh,
sucks.
Yeah.
So was that
mo-
girl. So was that girl from
I'll
the
tell
girl
you-
talking about the
dragon.
girl-
I'll
yeah.
tell
Dragon
you what.
tattoo.
If that
You could have a
movie-
good performance
if
in a
that
crappy
movie
movie.
wasn't so hyped, it may have
That's
been
true.
okay.
Yeah.
That movie had a lot of hype behind it.
Expectations.
The expectation, I went into that like literally like ready for just like, okay, this is gonna be it. This is
Yeah.
gonna be the best 2.5 hours of my life, and I was like,
Yeah, it didn't really.
Oh snap!
Michael Fassbender was good.
Oh,
but
come
that's
on,
all right.
come on,
The next few. All right, this.
come on, baby.
I know you guys have a lot to say.
Go.
Spit it out, motherfucker.
Pearl Harbor.
Oh my god. Are you kidding?
Why is
That was critically acclaimed.
Someone said that
That
was
was
good.
critically acclaimed.
Let me look at. I'm gonna,
How the hell was that even good?
I'm
Move
gonna
on.
open up another window and see if that was.
Is
critically
any movie
acclaimed.
with Ben Affleck good other than like anything
Town?
Leo's in?
The Town.
Yeah.
The town is amazing.
Town's amazing.
I would-
Argo was pretty good too.
Argo was
Okay,
perfect.
all right, I'll give you that one.
Batman
yeah,
vs Superman: Dawn of Justice.
Oh yeah, fucking classic. right
Go,
there.
on,
time
that
out a
movie.
second. Outside of the movie sucking, he's not a bad Batman.
Whoa! Goodwill Hunting too.
Okay. Yeah.
Can
yeah.
we all
Goodwill
agree on
Hunting.
that? Can we all agree on
that
that?
wasn't about him. That was about Matt.
Time out.
No, I know,
Matt
but he
and
was in
Robin.
it.
He
You
was
said
in
he was
it.
in it.
How
That
about that,
counts.
Apples?
That
You said
counts.
any
That
movie was in
that
it.
was a good scene when he was like, "I'm down."
Can we agree that he's a good Batman?
Robin
Yeah, he's a
Williams
pretty
in
good
Goodwill
Matt,
Hunting
good
too.
Batman?
He's a good Batman, not a good Bruce Wayne, but a
He
good
was
Batman.
actually
I
pretty.
said Batman.
He was pretty damn big.
You know what?
Good Batman, Brian?
Yes, he's big ass.
He was good.
He should be old Batman. You know
was
what
a
I'm
good
saying?
movie.
Like retired
He was a
Batman.
good
Yeah,
Batman.
Old
like I
mo-
got out of it.
Yeah, and then like
I could still kinda be in
Frank
it.
Miller's, Batman. That would be pretty good.
Oh, you guys got to
I'm
help
not
me
in
with
my
this one.
prime, but I could give 15% of my prime.
I'll give you that.
You guys got to help me with this one now because this one came out in 1998.
How about we guess?
You want to guess? Came out in 1998, and
Give us more hints. dude.
What is that? What a Durham with
Only 598 movies
Bull
came out.
Durham?
in that. Bull Durham came out in 1988.
Oh, yeah, sure, that's what it was.
Jesus
That was a great
Christ.
But that honestly
It
was a
was a
great
good
movie.
movie. Tim
It was a
Robbins.
fantastic movie.
did
19. Give us more hints there,
I'm
Brian.
trying to- I think it won Best Picture.
98.
How the
No,
fuck am I
just
supposed to know
discussing
that?
this.
No, yeah.
We were just discussing.
Shakespeare in
fucking
Love.
high school
Shakespeare in
kids.
Love.
Yeah, that is it. That
Yeah.
Shakespeare
No,
in Love.
get the fuck out of
I
here.
know
Shakespeare
every
in
be-
Love,
I know
dude.
every best picture.
We legit just went over.
We just
this.
went over this.
Shakespeare
I,
in
And you
Love,
guessed it
dude.
correctly.
actually like Shakespeare in Love,
But
like it?
that's
Why?
that's a snub. Though.
and
I
I'm
just
not
love
a romantic, but I love
Is it
that
because of
movie.
Gwyneth?
I love.
You know what? I don't know.
Was it
just-
because of Gwyneth or what's that guy that plays the pirate?
No,
Gary? No, not
no,
Gary.
the
Parade. It's called Parade.
No,
What is
he's
wrong with
talking.
you
You're talking about Jeffrey Rush.
Jeffrey Rush. Yeah, that guy.
Jeffrey
was
Rush
amazing.
is good in that movie,
Yeah.
and Gwyneth Paltrow. It's funny because she won, but like, I wasn't that
Is that a
intrigued by
Harley?
her performance.
You,
but
you
I
want to
just thought it
take a
was an
guess
overall
if I
good
watched
movie.
that movie or not?
I know you watched that movie.
No.
Oh,
No,
you
he
definitely
didn't watch
There's
that
way.
movie.
No,
Definitely.
that does,
Really?
that's not my
You
cup
didn't
of
watch
tea.
it?
I don't
I
care.
actually like Ben Affleck's
I don't care
role
what
in that
anybody
movie.
else
Yeah, because he
thinks
was
about
a
a
piece
movie.
of shit,
Yeah.
and now he was like a pretentious asshole,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Yeah, let's just use him for money."
I legit don't
Oh,
care what
pretentious
anyone
asshole?
else thinks about
Come
a
on
movie.
Yeah,
over.
come on
If
over.
I'm not
let's
They're
get
like,
that money.
hey,
not
you
watching
star in this Oscar winner, and guess what? We'll let you win an
He knew-
Oscar
he
for
knew
Good
he-
Will Hunting, huh?
yeah,
You
Huh?
can
It was
sweep
about-
the Oscars. If I'm not interested, I'm not interested.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm
so
not watching it.
All right, what else, Brian?
If
Give me
Jim
hints.
Carrey's
I'll
in
name
it, I'm watching.
I'm watching it.
yeah.
Give me hints.
I'm
I'll
gonna
get 'em.
go through. I'm just gonna skim through a few of them because.
Come on.
Is Looper on that? Probably.
You know what's on there? You said it. You said Blindside. That movie is
What a
on here.
piece of shit.
Yeah.
Even
So,
Michael Orr said it
It's
was a
too.
piece
It's
of
too preachy.
It wasn't that great.
It's
Yeah.
too preachy.
It had its moments. That was it. though.
Here's one I disagree with because I think this.
Give me a
movie-
hint.
Sandra Bullock was hot though.
I mean,
Give me a
always
hint,
hot.
Brian.
She looked pretty good.
I don't know what
Miscongeniality?
kind of
Oh
hint
my
I can give you.
God, dude.
That
Very
movie is actually
simple.
pretty good.
Yeah, it's really
It's
good,
better
and
than
she's
Blindside.
gorgeous.
Hold on. Okay, so this movie is. I like this movie a lot.
We don't care
crap.
what you think.
Go
Tell
ahead.
us the movie.
Yeah, nobody cares.
This one
about
came
what
out
you
in
think.
2011. It's about. I mean, I don't. It's
Just say the fucking name.
no. He wants me to.
No, I want a hint.
okay,
I
he
get
wants.
it, I
He
get
wants.
it.
He wants to guess. He wants to
Okay.
guess. it,
Oh,
so-
I see. My
Does
bad.
this
My
make
bad.
it entertaining?
I'll
So-
forgive you.
Well,
2011. What else, Brian?
well, hold
A
on.
lot of movies came out. in
There's a
2011.
lot of things that I don't. I mean, it's gonna give away the fucking.
that's
movie.
the point,
It's
man.
based in the 80s.
Okay.
It's about a.
Roll bounce. No, I don't know.
No, it's. Damn.
Just tell
I'm
us
just gonna
the
say
movie.
it. It's just gonna tell you. It's Drive.
Oh,
I
Uh,
love that.
couldn't you
fucking
say it
movie.
was like a guy with a Philip Tech watch
yeah.
driving
Guy
a
with a Philip
2000
Tech. Can you riddle me this, Batman?
driving a 2011 Mustang in
Wait,
the
is
80s?
that is
I
that
didn't
the
want to say
one-
Drive because
Is that the one Ryan
I
Gosling?
honestly-
Yeah, it's Ryan Gosling.
Guess
He's got a
what?
Philip Tech
okay,
Mustang.
okay.
Never
No.
watched
First of all, and this is I just want
It's
to
like,
give a
I
shout
had
out.
hammer.
I want to give a shout out to Floppy. He knows who he is. He calls Ryan Gosling Baby Goose. I just wanted to say that.
Nobody knows what that means.
Who the hell is
Gosling.
Floppy?
He's a.
I know what Gosling is.
No one
He's a
knows
baby
who,
goose.
who's Floppy.
Floppy is John or my friend John. That's his cousin.
I don't know John.
We're
either.
talking. We're
I don't
trying
know
to,
a guy
we're
with the-
addressing
with
the
two
fans.
first names.
Yeah,
They're
fans,
like,
I'm
what the
sorry.
fuck are you talking
Floppy.
about?
He calls him Baby Goose. This movie, I fucking hate this movie, and I hate it. I hate when people say that this
Give me a
movie is
hint.
good. Piece of shit.
That's the name of the movie.
That's
That's what it should be.
I don't
That's
know.
not
That was
the
pretty
hint.
good.
Listen, a lot of people are gonna get mad that I hate this movie, but I don't give a shit.
No
Fuck
one
this
cares.
movie.
We'll reinforce you.
Came out in 2007. Okay, it is.
Oh, that's a good year.
It is the
Mm.
third installment to this trilogy.
Scream.
What?
It
Scream
is-
she came out in 2000.
I'm not bad, dude.
Scream's a great movie.
It says.
The first one, yeah.
The first one's fantastic.
Piece of shit movie is a 2007 American-German action spy thriller film directed by
James Bond.
Paul Greengrass.
Oh yeah, I know Paul Greengrass. Apparently.
Julia Stiles is in it.
Oh, 10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh no, it's the Born
No.
something.
Oh
Born- Born Ultimatum.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Never watched it.
Thank you.
That movie. Here's the thing. You know what? Why I
The Born
fucking-
Identity was good, but then the rest of them are just kind
No,
of
Born
I
garbage.
didn't like
Supremacy-
any of them.
Born Identity's good. Born Supremacy's okay.
You know what?
Born
I don't like
Ultimatum-
ultimatums.
Not so bad.
You know what I didn't like about
That's what it
Ultimatum?
is.
They said they were like, oh, so you were. I know you found out who you are in the first movie, and then found out more about who you are, but that's all wrong. You were actually this.
Oh
I
yeah,
was like,
they
you fucking kidding me? What a piece of shit movie.
So you just
Oh.
wasted my time with the first
So
two.
I don't.
first- yeah,
you
the
don't have to
first,
watch
like,
the first two. Just
you
watch
can just
the
watch
third.
this one, and
That's
be
why I
totally
was
fine.
like bullshit. I hate
All
it.
I've learned through this activity is I'm good at avoiding bad movies.
All
Yeah,
I know
you're
is
really
that
good
I
at it,
know
man. Good job.
everything.
You know.
Yeah,
Good job.
I gotta look.
your
this up.
eyes have seen it all.
Well, you
which is
ever
not
see
a good
that? You
thing.
ever see that like Facebook post where like it was like explaining how to avoid bad movies? It's kind of right. I mean,
No.
all the bullshit. No, it's kind of right when they like.
No,
No,
but he
meaning
doesn't
I
know the
haven't seen
post.
it. I haven't
Oh.
seen the post.
What's
Oh,
the
okay.
post?
Surprise.
Oh, I
I haven't
you
seen
got
it.
me. No, I
I
gotta
haven't
find
seen
that.
anything.
All right, go ahead, Brian. Give me another one.
Okay, so let me go back into that.
If there's a Jim Carrey movie on this, I'm boycotting this.
This list is bullshit.
All right. Here's the thing. I don't know if this movie was critically acclaimed.
Well, fucking
But-
spit it out.
2000.
hint.
This is another.
2007?
This is another third installment to a trilogy.
Oh boy.
Jaws 3.
2012.
I'm just way off.
2012. And
Triple X.
I mean, I'm not. Joseph Gordon-Levitt's in it.
Oh, is
Wait,
that the
wait,
one
time
where
out. Say
he's
this again.
Joseph
Gordon-Levitt is in
And
this
it's a
movie.
what?
Looper?
Batman Rises?
Yeah.
Damn it! I didn't get to hear.
You
Dark
don't think
Knight
that
Rises.
was
Damn
a?
it! What
you don't
was
think
the,
that
what
was a
the
bad
first hint?
movie?
I just
He
heard
said a
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
trilogy.
Oh, you said a trilogy.
third
I didn't
installment
hear
to a
that.
trilogy.
Damn
You
it.
think that was a
yeah,
bad
Dark
movie?
Knight Rises. That would have been simple.
I thought that was
Here's the
alright.
thing. I
You
thought
really think that was critically acclaimed? Dude, the whole world was watching.
Okay, so I'll tell you this.
I
The first
didn't-
time that I saw Batman
Yeah, it's pretty
Begins,
good.
I thought it sucked. sucked.
Bane was amazing.
And then my girlfriend Simi
I
said
thought it was
that's
quarter
her
to Claire.
favorite one of
It's
the
like,
trilogy.
this gives you
I
power
watched
over-
it again.
Every dude
and it
has that.
actually is pretty damn good.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. John said the same. Like I watched the Dark Knight, and
Yeah.
I was like, perfect movie.
Oh yeah, that's
perfect movie. And he says to
It
me,
is perfect,
You know
yeah.
what? I think Batman Begins was better. And I'm like, how could you even say that? That movie
You
was
think that the
shit.
Batman
No,
Begins
I don't
is better
think
than the
it's
Dark
better.
Knight?
No,
I'm
no,
just
no.
strangled you.
No,
I
no, no,
don't.
no, no. He didn't. He said his girlfriend did.
Who said it?
Simi.
His girlfriend.
Yeah, typical.
So I.
Hey.
But no, here's the thing.
Watch your mouth.
You watch
What does she know about movies?
Listen. I watched Batman
a movie
Begins
expert.
again. That movie is extremely quotable.
Which one?
Batman Begins.
Batman Begins is
It's actually really, really
it's
good.
a really good movie, but I'm sorry,
It gets lost in the shuffle.
No, the Dark Knight.
The second
I
movie
think in my,
totally
I mean, in
kicks
my
its ass.
opinion,
Can't you
it's
vote
the
those push-ups
best.
if you can't push
But
a piece of wood off your chest?
Batman Begins is a great foundation.
It really is.
for the trilogy.
It's. I mean, Nolan like really.
I
knocked it
actually think I
apart.
like Batman Begins more than I like the Dark Knight.
It kind of
Rises.
like it kind of resembles year one of like the comics and all that stuff, and I think he did a good job.
All right, get back
Yeah.
to the list, Brian.
Yeah,
Yeah, go
Christopher
back to
Nolan
the
did a great
shitty
job.
list that I
Let's
don't.
get one
agree
more.
with.
One more good one. Pick one out.
Okay, I
me a
got
hint.
one. I
Give me
got
a
one.
hint.
I don't know why they put this in the
Give me a
movies. It's very old.
Okay.
Dances with Wolves. Got it. Nailed it.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
1941 it came out.
God damn.
Oh, Citizen Kane.
Is
Damn
it
it, I was
Citizen
just
Kane?
about to s-
Really? They
I've
don't
never
like
seen it, but I guessed
Citizen
it.
Kane?
I never seen
I
it.
never
They
seen
don't
it, but
like
I guessed
Citizen-
it.
I
It's
literally
Casca.
was just about to say Citizen Kane, and there's my brother who hasn't even seen the movie.
It's a,
Citizen
it's a
Kane.
very Kaskian fucking.
Here's the thing. There's a thing.
Rosebud.
Do you agree with this though? There's like almost like when everyone says this is the best when it comes
Yeah,
to this.
people
There's
are-
people that hate on it.
It makes you go fuck it. I'm not
makes
watching
you
it.
look to find
Well,
a
no,
reason
dude,
You
not
know how
like
many?
it.
So that's
Dude,
how
we're
we
the
all
number-
are. I'm
yeah,
the same way.
Yeah, we're the number ones. that
If
do
people
that,
are
but,
like, "Hey, watch this movie. It's the greatest," I'm like, I'm not fucking watching.
but that's
that.
like one of those movies that like started everything we watch. So like that's kind of weird.
I don't give a shit if it started the shitty. It could be like, you know what? What's that one movie with like,
It's
the
like
KKK?
saying, no, it's like saying
I'm not
American
watching that
History X
movie.
is bad.
American History X.
American History X.
No,
is
no, 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 no.
amazing.
I'm
That movie's amazing.
I'm
Edward
talking
Norton,
about
shout
no
out
matter
right
what,
now.
No,
it's
I'm
amazing.
talking about
Edward Norton.
The fuck was it?
Bite the curb.
Edward Norton.
The new Birth of a New Nation. Is
Birth
that
of a
is
New
that,
Nation?
is that the
Oh,
old
yeah, yeah.
one? If you're gonna say, well, that's the first one
it
of
just
movies,
Birth
like
of a
fuck that
Nation?
movie too.
But
I'm
I mean,
telling
it
you
was
this, though.
honestly, it was kind of an epic movie.
piece
It's
of
just
shit.
it's just bad.
Let's
It's a
get this
bad
straight.
theme.
The first
It's a
epic
piece of
movie
shit.
ever, Nosferatu, Max
Yep.
Shrek.
Number one.
Thank you.
No. What about
That was a really
What
good
about
movie.
was it? It wasn't Charlie Chaplin. It was who's the
Abbott
guy
and
that does all
Costello?
the stunts? Well, that was a fucking. amazing.
No,
No, seriously. Oh man, I'm
Not
not
Abbott
even
and
gonna talk
Costello,
about it. I'll talk
obviously.
about you guys offline, off the
So,
record.
so anyway, Edward Norton is probably one of the most underrated actors.
Yeah, but
in
he's a
Hollywood.
piece of shit. What do I hear?
He may be a terrible guy, but he's a fantastic
Primal
actor.
Fear.
Okay, so
Primal
That was
Fear.
really good.
One of the best debut movies of any actor. I put him against anybody. And yeah, my dad was in that movie, Richard Gere.
Oh yeah, Richard Gere's your dad. I got
Him,
no place
it's either
go.
him, David Duchovny, or Keanu Reeves.
okay,
David
so
Duchovny.
hold on. This
D-
is a good
David.
list.
D
This-
squared?
Wait,
Yeah,
what's the
definitely.
list?
You look
What's the
just
list,
like
Brian?
David.
I found another list on Ranker, right? And obviously these movies, and this is what you were saying before, when movies that came out in their time that were totally like shit are awesome now, right? So this is a list from Ranker as well, where it's talking about movies that were
Became popular after the fact.
Yeah, because critics shit on these
Oh, the
movies.
critics didn't like it because of like the genre and like
They
the
hated
book.
them, but
like,
they're
we
actually-
said, fuck you.
Yes.
we like
Well, we
this.
said, oh my, wait. We
It's
gotta
it's
relook at this
amazing.
movie 10 years
Yeah,
after the fact.
it's amazing how many movies they thought sucked. That I'm looking at these movies. I'm
Rocky
going,
Horror Picture Show.
That was great.
That's
movie.
probably
What do you
on
think is
there.
number one?
Big
What's that?
Lebowski's gotta be
Caligula.
up
I'll tell you.
there.
How about I give you a hint?
I think it was Caligula, the
Clerks?
number one.
How about I give you a hint? And I'm only going to tell you what kind of a movie it is.
What
Okay,
kind
go
of
ahead.
movie is it?
I would say it's a psychological thriller.
Oh, that's what the one with
Psycho?
Hannibal Lecter.
No.
Psycho?
That
I
one
like
Best
where you're
Picture.
thinking. I like what you're thinking, but no.
Wait, a psychological
So wasn't
thriller?
Silence of the
Psychological
Lambs?
thriller.
Give us,
It
a,
wasn't
give
Silence
us
of
an
the
era.
The Shining.
Oh yeah, Shining was pretty
Got
good.
it.
Yeah, Shining was pretty good.
You
yeah.
got it.
That's
Son
not
of
a
bitch.
psychological thriller. That's a
It
horror
really is.
movie.
It really is because I mean, it talks about a guy. It's almost like
I'm
you know-
sorry. Did
know
you
how-
see that old woman in the tub?
All
That's
right,
a straight
before
up
we
What about the
horror film.
What about the guy getting a blowjob from
Look.
a fucking like a
bear.
bear or
Before-
something?
Look,
I'm not gonna hurt
before
you.
we go. Is
that Yogi?
Brian, I finally figured out what movie that I honestly love. I don't watch it a lot, but it's just always like
Yeah,
just
you
seared
said
into
it,
my
The
head.
Collector.
No. Falling Down. got it.
Michael
son.
Douglas.
That is the most.
Never seen it.
The most relatable.
No, you gotta
fucking
watch that movie.
film.
Okay, I'll watch it before the
And
next
it's your
podcast.
life if you got fired.
Yeah. Oh my God, that is the most.
The next podcast.
That's
is
not
gonna
that
be-
far off.
It's a man that gets divorced. It's a man that
Well,
like
I've never been
loses
divorced.
his job. It's a man
Kinda
that
lost my
like like just has a shitty life and is just stuck in traffic. And so the
And
movie
it's
starts.
hot.
It's a movie
It's like 100
that's stuck
degrees.
in. Yeah, he's stuck in traffic. No fucking AC. Everybody's just shitting on him, and he fucking just breaks down.
Yeah.
And then
He
he
falls
just goes
down.
on a fucking warpath.
Yeah, he
like,
does
of
get
like
mad. He gets
beating
angry.
the shit out of gangbangers. He goes in and does that thing.
He
of
says
like,
racist shit too.
He
Is he
does-
like
he
a
says
a lot of
vigilante?
racist
shit. He
Is he
goes
like
in-
a vigilante?
Yeah.
sort?
He becomes a vigilante. He goes, but like at the same time, he's just fucked up. He goes into a like let's just say like a fast food joint, and he orders a burger. And first of all, he goes with the breakfast. Remember, he goes, "I'd like to order breakfast." Well, you're 5 minutes late. I want fucking breakfast. That's what I want. And then he takes out like a fucking gun. He's like, "I want fucking breakfast." And they give him breakfast. He's like, "You know what? I changed my mind." So then they give him a burger, and the burger's smashed. And he's like, "This is what I'm fucking talking about. Look
Dude,
at that fucking burger on the picture."
I gotta say, man.
Dude,
there
I
are-
just
The
had
great
deja vu.
Michael Douglas.
I just had
kills
deja
it.
vu with Jose.
here's the thing.
As soon
Yeah.
as you said, "I want a burger now,"
You want a burger?
I've seen that before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm looking at this list, dude, and it has got a lot of movies.
I gotta take a piss now too.
I'm looking at these
Chris-
movies and going, how are these movies critically? Who could have watched it? I watched it for like, and no one told me to watch it. I just watched it for the first time, and I went, "That's a perfect movie. That movie was perfect." And these guys shit on them. So,
So The Shining is fantastic, even though Stephen King didn't like it.
dude, The Shining,
Hated it. Absolutely
Shining
hated
is
it.
a masterpiece, dude.
Put your hands in the air, Chief.
That's
I know one.
Can you? All right. You know what? I'm gonna ask you. Can you name a couple of movies you think?
The Big Lebowski,
Not on here.
The Clerks.
Not on here.
where it was critically
Dumb and Dumber?
acclaimed. Well, no, where it was not critically acclaimed immediately. Is that what you're saying?
These
Yeah.
are movies that were like not.
I'm thinking
not
of like
critic-
cult following.
Not just not.
That's what I'm
critically
thinking.
acclaimed, They were trashed by critics. Critics said these movies sucked.
Howard the Duck.
That's a masterpiece. All right, I'm gonna name a couple right
I'm
now.
not gonna
No,
hurt
give
you.
us some hints, man.
I'm gonna bash your fucking
All
brains.
right, you know what? Wizard of Oz will never get.
I would have totally got that.
You
wasn't
said
there
you
in, like,
already said you said
1939.
Psycho.
Yeah,
you,
it just
you
said
said Psycho.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't think that would be
A Wonderful Life.
Yeah, that's on here. That's on here
No,
too.
it's not. It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life, dude.
Clarence.
I just
It
think
was
of anything my
trash,
mom has
dude.
watched. Family Man,
It's Christmas, Clarence.
Hold on.
Christmas.
It says here for when It's a Wonderful Life.
Raising Arizona.
No. Listen, when It's a Wonderful Life was released in 1946, it received generally negative reviews. It was the next generation of the 60s and 70s that so loved the film that it became the classic that it is today.
Mary, you want the moon, Mary?
Wow.
Give me the moon.
Memento.
That's crazy, man.
So could you give us? Could you give
Yeah, I'm
us
just-
some
okay.
hints here,
I'm like
Brian?
guessing.
So that was with
This
Guy
one-
Ritchie?
Oh, hold on. I got one. Mulholland Drive.
I just finished.
No,
reading.
no.
It was delicious.
Really? That's not on there. I'm pretty sure it's on there.
Delicious.
I think
Well,
you're
no,
lying.
these are movies that are held at such high regard now, but we're
No,
so
I know, but Mulholland Drive
Are you
didn't
talking
get a
about
good
ones that didn't
review.
hold out?
they
Like,
didn't
they
shit on that
didn't-
movie that
No,
much.
so it
great.
was.
They
It
should.
was
They just
movies
didn't.
that
They
were
just said
not
it's okay.
critically
These movies-
acclaimed at
these movies,
first,
they
but
now-
caught on later.
Yeah.
Okay.
They caught fire.
Okay,
later.
so this one hurts me because this is one of my favorite movies of all
Oh, so
time.
it's gotta be
Debbie
a
Does
real
Dallas.
piece of shit.
I know. I agree.
No,
Debbie
I
Does
think you
Dallas.
guys are gonna like it. I think you guys actually did like it,
Hint.
and it's a good way to see.
Hurry
like,
up.
Yeah, spit it
this
out,
movie
dude.
came out in the 70s. I'm not gonna say
We're
the
like on hour
year.
4. Come on.
We're actually at 2 hours and 21 minutes.
God damn, dude, we gotta stop.
Yeah,
soon.
we'll stop soon. But this is fun.
The
So-
Pink Panther.
1970s.
Oh, that was actually really good.
Critics. Now this fucking pissed me off. Critics hated this movie.
Smokey and the Bandit.
No, actually, they hated it.
Night of the Walking Dead.
The reason why they hated this movie is because it
Dude, Smokey and the
deviated
Bandit's
so much
great.
from the source material.
So it was a
Watchmen.
book. Is that what
Was
you're
it The
saying?
Watchmen?
I mean, there's
Was
no-
it a book? Is that what you're telling me?
A Clockwork Orange?
It was a book,
A Clockwork Orange?
but I like the you're kind. I mean, it's not on the right track, sort of. I mean,
A
it's,
Space
Not at all.
Odyssey?
He just wants to throw a compliment.
No,
out to you.
no.
Hey, you're
Wait,
doing
was
good,
Space
buddy.
Odyssey made in 70s?
No, it was the 60s.
That's what I'm saying.
over time, thanks to repeated showings on television and strong home media sales, it became more of a hit, and is now thought to be.
Well, the 70s is
quintessential-
very
It's
broad.
a family movie.
Oh, The Warriors. Bam. That's not
The
a family
Warriors is
movie.
not a family
Say it,
movie.
but that's a great.
I watch that with my kids all the time.
That's a great.
It's a family movie?
It's a family movie.
What type of family movie?
Fantasy.
Whole Notes?
Fantasy?
Sort of fantasy, but like I
just fucking
if I
spit it
give
out.
you, I'm just gonna say it.
Star
Can I
Wars?
say it? No,
No.
not Star Wars. Star
We
Wars
get
is a
Star
smash
Trek?
it.
Logan's Run.
No, you're thinking too far fantasy. This is
I
like
don't know what you
children.
You're giving us-
You're thinking of children. You gotta think of children.
children of the corn.
Children.
Children of the Corn. That's
That was a great.
Angel
That's
of the
it.
Corn came out in the 80s.
Kill your
Yeah.
parents, kids.
Chris,
You'll love
Did
it.
you hear the hints he's giving me?
I know these are.
I got
terrible
nothing to
hints.
work off of.
1970
1970
like,
children
literally
like we're
the
supposed to
worst
reference that shit.
Hinter
I think.
ever.
I
Cinderella.
Can't, here's the thing. When I tell you the name of the movie, you're probably gonna go, "Well, I couldn't give." Those are good hints, I guess. I can tell you the author of the book.
Go.
I don't know. How
Willy
to say his
Wonka
name.
and the Chocolate Factory.
Son of a bitch.
You got it.
Son of a
Yo,
bitch.
that was a great movie though.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Yo, honestly,
of
I
all
just
time.
I just posted something
Come
because I
and
really
see.
love that part with Gene Wilder. You get nothing.
You lose. Now I remember.
Lose,
I
sir.
remember reading
You
that
get
he
nothing.
didn't. The actor that was playing Charlie, he didn't know that Gene Wilder was about to do that.
Yeah.
He said, "Don't tell him. I want it to be a surprise."
Gene Wilder was amazing.
And Gene Wilder's
dude.
like, "It says it right here in the contract that you signed. You stole fizzy lifting drink.
we have to decontaminate the.
And then he's like, "You lose. You get nothing."
Nah.
And I'm like, and poor Charlie's like, "Oh shit, no."
I
Yo,
was just here.
that scene right there
Was
I was
amazing,
Like, God
yeah.
damn, look at that acting, man.
Yeah, Gene Wilder was
What-
amazing,
wait, what kind
dude.
of a-
Dude,
When
by
they're
the
in
way,
that
he was
river?
completely high on
No,
cocaine.
that was when he had the
No, I'm
drink that
saying
made him go
that's,
up.
That's the scariest part.
Oh,
that
the
movie,
river.
When they're
No.
in that river.
Yeah.
No, it's
Because
like,
that's
no,
an
I got enough pasta.
Because
There's no signs of ever slowing.
In
No, 'cause
the
they said-
world of your imagination.
They said it was like a allegory of hell, so it was like kind of like Dante's Inferno.
Yeah,
I've been
That
to
was
hell.
how
That's
it
that
worse.
was like the river Styx.
Yeah, and that was fucking pretty awesome.
Oompa
Loompa,
loompa
doompa
doo. I am orange and my hair is green too.
Do you want a piece
That's not
of
the
my
actual lyric.
chocolate?
I'm just gonna go.
Snowsberry. Who
I'm
ever
just
heard
gonna-
of a Snowsberry?
I didn't know that this movie, this one surprised me. The
Give us
whole-
a hint, a good hint.
Oh, you want me to continue giving you hints? You
Yeah,
don't
dude,
good
I'm
hints.
having a blast. Let's do it.
Okay, it came out in.
Caveman, got it, nailed it. Encino Man,
It doesn't say when it came out, but I know it came out in the 90s. It's a Christmas movie.
Christmas Vacation,
Santa
Bam.
Claus?
A Christmas Carol?
No.
Muppets Christmas Carol?
You'll get there, though. I said it's a Christmas movie. You eventually hit it.
Family Man?
You know what?
Home Alone?
Yes.
What did you say?
How did that
Home Alone.
movie-
No, Home Alone, the first one, yeah.
How did that movie get panned? Critics, they can go fuck themselves. Seriously. Saying that movie
Well, maybe
sucked.
because they were like conservatives, like at least in that sense.
Hey, that kid's a real
You should
dickhead.
never leave your kids alone. And like he was like,
Weren't they
yeah,
like,
but,
isn't that the kid that sleeps at Michael Jackson's house?
My kid doesn't sleep at Michael Jackson's house. The thing about
If there's any kid prepared for shit, it's the one who sees Michael Jackson's house.
here's the thing. I know that when the movie starts, it's trying to create an arc, right? So like he's a dick in the beginning, and then he learned the error of his ways, and he becomes a good kid.
Who, the little kid?
Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay
Macaulay
Culkin
wasn't a
picked
dick.
on
Buzz
the
was a
whole
dick.
time.
Yeah, Buzz was
dick.
a dick.
No,
Yeah.
he
was not.
No,
Yeah.
they
Watch the
shitted
movie
on
again.
him.
Watch
Buzz
the
was
movie
an
again.
a-hole.
He was a sarcastic asshole. but
Everyone
everybody
did hate
shit
Kevin.
He
on
was
him.
not just a sarcastic asshole.
No,
dude.
it was. Look, they said
He's a piece of
No,
shit
he's
in the movie.
not.
His uncle hated
Watch.
him.
You know what? Here's the next
What
podcast.
Brian's really trying to say is that
Oh, we
Home
go-
Alone is really the story of Ebenezer Scrooge in an 8-year-old's body.
Kevin
Yes.
McAllister is a piece of shit.
He's
That's
a
what you're.
no. Seriously,
claim.
watch the movie, and the movie makes him look like a fucking like evil asshole.
But
No,
they didn't
it
leave any
doesn't.
pizza
yes, it
for
does,
him.
dude. Watch the
Yeah,
movie
exactly.
They didn't
He's
leave any pizza
remember,
for
he's
him.
like, Mom, did they
What
leave
would
any
you do at
cheese
8 years
pizza?
old
Like,
when
fuck
they
you,
leave
Kevin.
Joe
Over here.
Pesci
We're
is the
leaving
ghost
you.
of Christmas past.
Yeah.
again. You gotta watch that
Daniel
movie again.
Stern
He's a-
present and that creepy old man future.
Yeah,
I
he's the one
remember
that
him.
saves
He was
them.
a real dirtbag. Now this
Oh,
movie,
Celtic
How? Give
Pride?
me one example of how he was a real dirtbag.
I remember like him just shitting on the whole family. and
One
just-
example. If you give
I
me
gotta watch
one
the movie
example.
Again. No, that's why I said let's do a review of Home Alone again.
okay.
We'll
Next
do a-
podcast review of Home Alone.
No, I need a better movie than
Better
that.
movie than that.
In the comments,
How about we do
tell
two
us-
movies?
Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2.
Brian, some of us actually have a job.
Okay, so this one came out in well, I don't know if I should say the year 1979.
The fuck? How the hell am I supposed to reference anything?
You don't understand. These guys are
Yeah,
fucking
I'm already
freaks
thinking of
when it
I
every
comes
have
movie
to
no
that
shit.
came out in
clue.
79. So
Hell
what
no.
else?
This is it's a like
Dazed and Confused.
it's like a sci-fi.
93 or 92.
It's like
Maybe 91.
sci-fi meets, although it could have been Dazed and Confused could have been based on 1979. So
That's what it was.
in the
Yeah,
70s.
that's why I got it.
It's
so
actually 78.
this is a sci
Carrie.
this is sci-fi, but also a horror movie.
Carrie. It was
Poltergeist?
Carrie. It's definitely
Poltergeist?
Third Encounters
Wow.
of the
Pet
wait.
Cemetery.
Not that.
No,
movie.
that was the
Sci-fi
80s, right?
film, but also extremely horrifying.
Hellraiser.
No.
Wait, sci-fi but extremely horrifying.
Extremely horrifying.
30
It has one of the
Carats
most
for the Close
horrifying scenes I've
Kinds.
ever watched in my life.
What? I don't.
Hold on.
Here's the thing. There's a
Not
scene
the
in this
Exorcist,
movie
obviously.
that is so horrifying that they were like, listen, don't tell the actors.
Oh, Alien.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
So you know this scene when the chest... The,
Never
Yeah, the
heard of
chest
that.
thing,
Oh,
they
they
had
didn't
no
tell
idea.
him.
That
Yeah,
was
they didn't
completely...
tell
I've never heard of that.
So
movie.
here's
Not even...
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So here's what happens in the scene. There's an alien that like jumps on this guy's face. They call him the face huggers.
Yeah.
And then they finally get it off of him, and they're like, okay, he's
The
fine.
blowjob machine.
He's gonna be okay. And then they're eating and they're laughing. I remember that time
Oh,
that
yeah,
alien
that
jumped.
jumped
was a
on your
great-
face and fucked you in
that
the
was
mouth.
a great
And he's like,
scene.
yeah, that's crazy, right?
Because they were making fun of how much he was eating. He was like, "Damn, dog,
Yo,
you
you're
putting it
really
away."
hungry, man. And he's like, I'm
Yeah,
feeling
I'm
pretty
starved.
good.
Yeah.
And now the actors had no
No
idea.
idea.
What was going to happen? And so he's like, I'm feeling really...
Oh my
oh
god!
no!
Yeah.
And they're like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Only he did.
Yeah, only
Yeah.
he knew.
That
So he's
was
like, he's
William
like,
Hurt.
and then a fucking explosion happened.
The
And you
chest
see-
buster.
You really see them fuck out.
No,
like,
the
freak
one
out.
girl goes like this. She goes, "Oh my god!" And there's blood all over her face. She's like, "Oh shit, he's dead!" And he's like, "This is real." And she's like, "No, I don't want to do
No.
it."
What did he eat?
Space. Oh no! Not again!
And so that
Do we
happens.
yell?
to him.
Hello, my baby. Hello,
No,
my honey.
that was a fantastic fucking movie though.
This movie.
Aliens was great.
Spaceballs.
It's Alien.
Here's the thing.
Alien, excuse me,
Aliens was
Because,
1986, the sequel.
Aliens was a sequel. Alien.
Part
was
of me gets angry that the critics didn't like it, but another part of me understands. Like, well, I get it. I get why they probably hated it,
Oh, come on.
but I love it.
Critters.
No, and
Space
Critters
Clowns.
3.
I literally cannot name one actor.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
If I
the
name,
first movie he was ever in.
if I name,
Yep.
Space Clowns.
No, Critters 3.
if
Oh,
I name
Critters.
one actor that's in this movie,
Gilbert
you'll,
Grape.
you'll get the movie.
Pootie Tang.
Okay.
Oh man, Pootie Tang done did it again.
So this
it
is
explains Louis C.K. really well.
this movie. I don't even know when it came out, but it is a sci-fi, action-packed, awesome movie
Overdrive.
Terminator?
Maximum Overdrive.
for men.
Mad Max.
Sci-fi and also maybe a monster movie.
Tremors.
Little Monsters.
It's a monster movie, sci-fi, action-packed, everything guys need. There's just fucking nothing. It's
The
just
Thing?
it's the perfect action movie.
The Mob or
No.
the Blob.
No,
Wait, a perfect action
it came.
movie.
I think it came out like
But
the
it's not Mad
85,
Is it, it's
Outbreak.
not Mad Max though. Right?
maybe
No,
85.
that's,
I don't know when this
90s.
movie
Wait,
came
what
out.
did you say? What year?
I think maybe 85. It came in the mid 80s, and I can't name any of the
You're
actors.
saying it's sci-fi and it's
Can
not
you give me a
aliens?
fucking like
It's not
other?
aliens? Because Aliens was 86.
Can I use the lifeline?
You're in the right. He's
Wait,
hot.
what did
Predator.
you say? What did you?
Oh, there you go. That's it.
Oh,
That's it. That's
Predator.
it. See what I mean? I couldn't name any.
I don't
If I
know
said
any
Jesse
of
the
these.
Body Ventura's in this
Arnold,
movie,
yeah.
you'd have been like, oh, I wonder what that one is.
Why didn't you say the Expendables with an alien?
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
That's giving you the answer.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah, Predator was.
Can I say
Was
something?
actually.
Stallone wasn't in
Was
it.
it 85?
Stallone was in it.
Stallone
was
was
85 or
Stallone was the
86.
Predator.
He's like,
You are one ugly motherfucker.
Have you ever seen in Living Color when Jim Carrey does Rocky? Yeah, you know I still got the attitude. He's like,
Okay. Now you guys said this movie already. You guys have already said this movie. Okay. This is the scariest movie of all time.
Of all time,
Exorcist.
There you go.
it was pretty good.
Dude.
Oh my god, that shit was. It's still kind of scary.
This movie came
was-
out.
I don't want anybody
Dude.
puking on me.
Dude, the
Or
maze.
masturbating
Remember the
with a
maze,
cross?
early 2000s? Oh, this fucking
wait,
maze. It's only 3 rounds in her face pic. Remember on the internet? You used to play that game. It was called themaze.com.
Yeah, it was
And you would
terrible.
go, it was only like 3 rounds, and you had to drag it around the mouse. And if you made it through on the last round, when you won, it came up with Linda Blair's face as the exorcist.
Yeah.
I did that to my my wife now.
Hey.
When we were dating, almost killed her.
Here's a good example.
Hold on. Jose, you live in near DC, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the Exorcist house?
No, is it there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
dude,
like
I'm
in
taking a trip.
Georgetown. It's like in Georgetown.
Is it in Georgetown?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm taking a trip.
Yeah, but the house and the
Oh my
stairs
God.
that he went down are two
the
different
stairs.
places.
The stairs are like 200 yards away,
Yeah, it's not
but
the
the
same.
house is.
Oh my god, I'm gonna go check it out. I'll
Woo!
take pictures. I'll send it to you guys. It's gonna be great.
Hot damn!
I'll
so
take
It's
some pictures. I'll
pretty
send that
scary.
shit to
I
you.
think it's in Georgetown. I'm
All right,
almost
Brian, go
positive.
It's
ahead.
all right. I'll look into it. I'll look into it. If you're saying it's DC, I'll take.
It's definitely DC.
So this movie.
I mean, the vodka and Red Bulls got to me, but I think it's in DC.
You got vodka and Red Bull?
No, not here.
I wanna-
in DC. That was my jam.
Yeah,
son.
no, I still do that.
DEA.
I want to ask Chris this because I didn't. I want to know if it's true. Like, but apparently it is. This movie was trashed by critics. They fucking hated this movie.
Give us a hint.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
But here's the thing.
Secret of
This
Douche.
is actually more for Chris. This is just
Oh,
directed.
oh,
towards
so Chris, yeah, you got to guess, man. We're not helping
this
you
is
out. Fuck you.
directed. This is just
Wow.
all Chris.
Way to get the guests involved.
Yeah.
Well, no. Here's the
I
thing.
feel like a piece of
here's
shit
the thing.
now.
When
Should
I
we just leave?
no
Yeah,
no
we
really.
let's go get a
Let's go to
drink.
the
Fuck
bar.
this
When
guy.
I
Get
say
outta
the
here, bro.
movie,
I'm gonna cross the free bridge
Yeah.
for free.
I'm jumping off the free bridge.
when I say this movie, Chris,
Is it the Prestige?
you'll understand. You'll understand.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, okay.
It's very understandable.
If I don't, I'm gonna smack you.
So this movie is considered a piece of shit and I didn't know that, and I want to know.
All right, give me hints.
Want to know if you knew this? No, I'm just gonna.
if you
say
didn't know, it was terrible, Chris.
it is. It's a
You know what you like?
psychological
Fuck you.
thriller, and
That narrows it down.
Yeah, that's really.
you forced me to watch
there
it.
hasn't been many of them.
You forced me to watch it.
Oh, this
and-
is personal.
yeah.
I mean, he's
Chris-
about to fuck
yeah,
you
but-
up, dude.
No, I liked it. It's a good movie, but
No,
I didn't
I
know.
forced you
Look
to
at him.
watch
Look
it?
at him. He's already swayed.
Where we watch it?
We watched it at your house. Think of a movie that you most definitely would say, Brian.
Requiem for a Dream?
That's a really good
No,
movie.
I
didn't
did
though.
force
guess.
you to watch it.
You forced me to watch that because I didn't
Yeah.
want to watch that one either. But this one, I was like, dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. You made me. We actually watched this director's movies. We watched
Is
a
it-
lot of
is-
this director's
Is
movies.
it Trick or Treat?
No,
Wow.
he made me watch that.
Oh, you made.
Hey, hold on a
made me
second.
watch
That's a,
that.
that's a
good
great
movie.
movie.
That's a
and
good
we liked
fucking
it.
bunch
Don't
of movies.
act like we
No,
didn't
it was
like
pretty
it.
good.
Yeah. But this movie, you were like, this director is one of the best directors.
Oh, don't worry. That's our
ever.
neighbors.
He's one of the best. Hold on. This director actually, a lot of his movies when they came out, people said this movie sucks. Now this director's he's the king of fucking these
Guillermo
movies.
del Toro.
Well, that's why I said.
Guillermo?
That's why I
Is that what
said
it's-
The Prestige.
No, not the Prestige.
That was
The
a shit
Prestige.
movie.
No, this is
That's
a
why I
psychological.
thought.
It's just like almost scary, but it's more
Hitchcock?
psychological. Yeah, there you go. Hitchcock. Hitchcock is the
Like a Hitchcock type film?
It
It's
is
Hitchcock.
No, it's Hitchcock.
Oh, it is Vertigo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
So that's your favorite
That-
movie.
Well, that was one of my favorite movies. I said that at the beginning of this whole thing.
Yeah.
I think.
I
don't know. We'll have to play
I
the
don't
tape.
know.
Hey, we're rewind
But
it.
did you know
We're on
that
hour
the
7.
critics
No, I knew
fucking
Vertigo-
hated it?
I think Rear Window didn't get a good review either.
I think
And I watched
all of
Rear
that's
Window
like
the other day.
All of his movies.
No,
were like that.
Vertigo got a horrible, and that was a book.
So
yeah. Well,
I love
mean,
the movie Vertigo.
Vertigo's amazing.
Love it.
I'm gonna
made
go
you
to
watch
San
Vertigo?
Francisco just because Vertigo was shot there.
Wait, did I make you watch Vertigo?
you did.
I did.
You said it's my favorite movie of all time.
Oh, so you
at the
watched
time
it?
we
I love
watched it,
Vertigo.
so-
Because you
yeah,
had a
he
crush
has the
on Chris.
poster of it too.
Well,
I do.
because I was showing him movies I liked, and then we just kept watching movies. And he's
Oh
like,
my
I
God.
got a bunch of pizza craps, and I was like, "Here, watch good
Dude,
movies."
I was like,
Chris,
you want to watch
Chris.
Toxic Avenger?
He told us that. He told us that.
Chris,
He told us that.
what's our favorite fantasy movie?
Legend, not even close.
Have you seen
1985.
You talking about?
that movie's
Wasted.
terrifying.
Dude, that movie's amazing.
You talking about
Horrifying.
Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good movie. That's
Dude, Tim Curry as the devil.
Scary. Oh my God.
So
Tim
All
Curry
right.
as anything is really
Here's the
scary.
thing. Let's do one more
Smoking
list.
a cigarette as a clown? Scary.
I'm gonna do one more
Yeah.
list because this is a lot of fun.
It's a lot of lists.
Yeah, this is the last list, and then
The last list.
and then we're gonna wrap it up.
oh,
Yeah.
then we're gonna wrap.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
So these are movies that are
I'll make a
good.
drink.
People said these movies are good, but they're underrated. They should be
Rated higher?
They should be the best. Like we should hold them higher as like
Should
a
be the gold
prestigious-
standard.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm just gonna go down the list, I guess. Well, no, give me some movies you guys think are
Underrated.
crazy underrated movies that should be in there.
Mystic River.
Yeah, Mr. River is a great one.
No, Mystic River is an amazing movie. Everyone knows that was an amazing movie.
These I don't know. Lord of the Rings beat it.
Hold on, I disagree with this one. Winter's Bone?
Yeah.
That's not a
The
good
Summer's
movie.
Bone is much better.
I watched them. That movie's stupid.
Summer's Bone.
You should watch Fall Bone.
All right, so these are movies,
yeah,
underrated
Throw
movies.
me some movies you think that you believe are severely underrated.
I can
that-
give you overrated movies very easily. Yeah. Underrated. Rushmore. That's an underrated
Oh
movie.
my God,
Like every
yeah.
Wes Anderson movie. should be
Yeah,
on that
Bottle
list.
Rocket. Dude, that movie's
Rushmore?
amazing.
Let me see if it's on this list.
The Grand Budapest Hotel.
Grand Budapest Hotel.
Jose, who asked you?
You know,
Jose, get your drink and stay.
no, it's not on that list. That was on Esquire.
So
I'm
underrated.
going on Thrillist
This
now.
is
Thrillist is
interesting.
my favorite.
Little Miss
Lethal
Sunshine.
Weapon.
Dude.
That is underrated.
knows that movie's perfect.
Lethal Weapon
Loose
6.
cannon.
Lethal Weapon 6.
Roadhouse.
It's always. Oh my God. Dude.
That's a really good one. Yeah, no, that's good. Great.
Take
Great.
that.
I'm not going on
That's
the Thrillist.
amazing.
That has a bunch of movies no one's ever heard of. I'm going on. How about Variety Magazine?
All right, what do we got?
The Devil Wears Prada. It really spoke to me as a woman.
So Variety magazine. What the fuck are these movies, dude? Like
I would say Requiem
Alright,
for a Dream is probably a movie that's
really-
probably on
that
that
really-
list.
Requiem for a Dream was
It's the
on
only
that,
reason,
one of
like,
those
Jared
lists that I
Leto's
looked at.
kinda
The
good, yeah.
Butterfly Effect. That's
You know what?
Wow,
That's
yeah.
that movie. I really like. People were like, "You like that?"
Great
movie? Like, fuck
idea.
yeah.
Yeah,
Great
that is a good
idea.
movie.
That's a
Yeah.
really
I would
good
kiss
Chris showed me that.
Ashton
If they
Kutcher,
just
baby.
didn't have Ashton
Remember
Kutcher
we
in
were
it,
in
it's
we
Somebody-
were in the fifth wheel, and you're like, you've never seen the Butterfly
you ever
Effect?
seen the Butterfly Effect? Let's watch it.
Oh, we talked about Fargo earlier.
Somebody told me like
Well,
they're
yeah.
like, "Yo, you like that movie?" I'm
I
like,
like
"Yo,
Fargo.
you punking me, bro?
Groundhog Day.
Are you punking me?
How have we not talked about Groundhog Day?
Groundhog Day? How about the action-packed version of Groundhog Day with
No,
Tom Cruise?
no, Groundhog Day definitely.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Edge of Tomorrow.
Nobody. Oh, okay. I
That
know what
movie's
you're
fucking
talking about.
perfect.
It was
I love
pretty
that
good.
movie.
I thought
Oh
you
my
were talking
god.
Emily
Wow.
Blunt is gorgeous, and she's awesome. She can do whatever she
What's
wants.
that movie? Is it Jake Gyllenhaal?
I would
Where he
watch a
keeps
movie.
dying in like this video game, the code, game code, or something.
Oh
like
yeah,
that?
no.
Oh, Brian and
Source
I saw
code,
that.
source
That's what I
code.
thought you were talking
Source
about.
code,
yeah.
Source
Yeah.
code.
Source
That's
code.
pretty much
Oh my
Groundhog
God.
Day.
How about
Shia LaBeouf.
no? Jake Gyllenhaal. Stay on that.
Eagle Eye.
The movie that just
Nightcrawler.
well, that is underrated.
pretty good.
That's very.
I like
underrated.
Nightcrawler. No,
Donnie
think
Darko?
about it.
Donnie Darko.
No,
That was a really good movie.
come on. Recently,
The one where he's a boxer.
no, that's Southpaw. I starred in that as well.
Oh, yeah, you were-
Yeah,
he was-
does
you were
it.
the one that
He
kicked
does
his
just
ass?
Like him.
Oh, Prisoners.
No,
Oh,
come
damn it.
on, guys.
I don't
Amy
fucking.
Adams.
I'm not a.
We're just naming all of Jake Gyllenhaal's
Yeah,
movies.
Oh.
October Sky?
No.
Nocturnal
Bubble
Nocturnal
Boy?
Animals.
Is it
Nocturnal
Bubble Boy?
Animals.
It's gotta be Bubble Boy.
Where he
Nocturnal Animals.
he writes
You
his-
see Nocturnal
I didn't see that
Wow.
one. That's
Oh
the one I
my
didn't
God,
see.
that's
that
a
was a
great
really good
movie.
because
Yeah.
it was a story
The
of him
screenplay.
Yeah, it's
writing a story
she's reading
about
the screenplay he wrote, and then
wrote.
she
Like-
goes to meet him for dinner, and I won't say what happens. She doesn't show up.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Well, no, she does.
She
No,
shows
he
up. He
doesn't show
doesn't
up.
show up. You said she.
You said.
did I
you
say
said-
she?
yeah, you
know
said
what?
she.
I'll do a plug. Doc's Draft, Pear Hard Apple Cider. The
fucking-
great
We're getting
IPA
really
night.
drunk.
It hits you hard.
All right, you know what?
Let's wrap this up. I mean, this was a great podcast. I fucking had fun.
This
I
is
don't
a
give a shit if it's not
podcast.
great.
I thought we were just talking.
I don't even know where I am.
microphones.
Guys,
Wait,
guys,
you
hold
mean
on.
I'm
even
gonna stay
are
this
you?
color?
You mean I'm gonna stay this color? Only those. I'm trying to plug here.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. T.S. Eliot. T.S.
I
Eliot.
can't even take that seriously.
Really?
That's the most
That's
ridiculous
my-
thing I've ever heard.
What?
In my life.
I think it's a great quote.
We're talking about Doc's Draft beer. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard.
It was mad. He
That's
started
beautiful.
laughing. Okay,
I
Do
go-
I, do I need to say it again?
Take two. Take two.
Take two. We grow apples, we know cider. Only those. God damn it. Jose, really?
We're drunk as fuck
Guys.
right now.
No, we're not.
I am.
Brian definitely is.
I'm
Get
like,
some Tito's, you get some water, you get a Dunkin' Donuts
In a
iced
Dunkin'
coffee
Donuts
cup,
cup.
and you got
All
yourself
right, hold on.
drink a
Everyone
champion.
be quiet, all right?
Okay.
Alright,
no
take
more
This is
time.
why I get paid.
Action, Go.
Only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. T.S. Eliot.
Okay, that was the plug.
all right, let's get through this now. I need everybody's help. So,
okay.
if you liked what you heard, on
You
this
can't.
debaucherous fucking podcast, don't forget to like.
If
and
you don't
subscribe.
chew Big Red, then you can go fuck yourself.
I agree. I agree. No, this is the Free Bridge podcast, right? We are going to be doing this once a week. Me and the Felicos, and I'll try to get Jose here as much as
Don't
possible.
ever bring
I'll
him
try,
back.
man.
He's never
What?
coming back. I
Come to
forgot.
my
You're not
house.
coming back.
Come down to Virginia.
So the 10,000 hours
Seriously,
that
no,
you were
dude.
talking
There's
about in your
some
last
great
podcast,
cider houses down there.
wasn't that
in Shenandoah.
Erickson?
No.
And then Malcolm Gladwell brought it up in his book.
Malcolm McDowell? What?
Oh, how about this?
Malcolm
how about
Gladwell.
This? Hey, I got an idea.
Meaning-
Why don't you guys come down to Washington D.C. or to Virginia, and then we go over to fucking Georgetown and see the fucking the house.
Reenact the whole movie.
The
Yeah,
Hoyas?
we'll do that shit.
Oh,
I
I'm
wonder
gonna.
if someone lives there.
Hey guys, another thing. I'm gonna post this on July 4th. So happy Independence.
Oh
Day.
yeah, Happy
America.
Independence Day, America.
America.
Yeah,
America.
Yeah,
See those
America.
fireworks.
July 4th, 1776.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Changed all
No,
of our lives.
Also a great film with Mr. Feeney.
Mr. Feeney was in it?
1776.
Oh wow,
You guys have
Mr.
never seen
Feeney.
1776?
Mr. Feeney.
Oh my
one of the
God.
great movies.
Feeney.
We talked about Heath Ledger.
The Patriot.
Wow, how did we not? Like everybody's got to love the Patriot.
He died in all of those movies.
Who cares? It's fucking
He
Patriot.
just,
Yeah, but he died with
Great
honor.
fucking
I'm not a
movie.
child. You're my child.
Yeah.
So as
It's
you
like, why
can,
does this guy sound Australian?
as you can see,
How American?
as you can see that based on this podcast, we obviously have a lot of love for Hollywood, even though Hollywood is in a very dark place right now.
It is. Look, as fucked up as it is, we
love
we
it,
love
though.
it.
We love
That's our.
It's
I would join in a second.
we would.
I said it once. I'll say it again.
We're trying to join right now.
Stop
with the
projecting
podcast.
me. I'm ready.
Let us be a part of your world, guys.
And
Whole new world.
I think everyone wants to put their thumbprint on something,
yeah.
and by making a movie or a TV show,
I just want to fuck Emily Blunt.
wow, what the hell was
What
that?
was that? That was like very exorcist-y.
Dude. It's my wife. She's wondering if she can come back to my house.
No,
I banned her from my house when we're doing
Was
these
that like a
recordings.
baby crying?
no, that was Homer Simpson, right? Homer Simpson.
Trisha Hopkins Castillo, you wait your damn moment.
Yeah.
Fucking stay back.
Okay, so
Um,
anyway, people want to put their thumbprint on stuff,
Yeah.
and to be inventive and creative is a way that you can do it. So.
Honestly, man, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, no,
I'm
dude, I
having
love
so
it. I
much
love
fun,
connecting. I love connecting with everybody again, and like it's.
You know, that's another
It's a
thing.
reason to do
I
this.
brought this up earlier. I was like, you know, one of the things that I really like about doing this podcast is that a
See
lot of my
people
old friends
reminisce.
are they're reaching
Yeah.
out to me and saying, "Hey, Brian, I heard your podcast. It's awesome," and
Yeah.
it's fun to be able to talk to them again.
Yeah, just to shoot the shit. And
That's
just-
how
yeah.
far I got caught up in the fucking cult, the corporate culture.
Dude,
that
I got to connect with the,
the cult,
Felicos
yeah.
again, and these guys are amazing.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
That
If
was
you
fun.
ever hear like the Felicos on our podcast, you should always tune in. They're fucking hilarious.
I
You
agree.
gotta
Always
tune
tune
in.
in.
Here's
It's
the
a
thing.
must
Always.
hear.
Here's the thing. If you guys don't comment and give me some kind of topic we can talk about in
give
the
us
next
no,
podcast,
give us a movie.
Wait, we need a
Yeah,
movie.
tell
Give us a
We need
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
give us some
Review.
movies. No, if you don't give me a topic to talk about, then I'm going to make us watch Home Alone.
No.
We're gonna watch that.
Please give us a
Oh
movie.
my
Please, for
God.
the love of God, give us a movie.
Please help.
Oh, what about Coming to America? I just got to throw that in there. What do you guys think of that?
Please, for the love of God,
No, nobody
give us
cares.
a movie.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! I am
That's
loyal
a good movie.
servant.
Dude, Trading Places is funny too.
queen.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Trading
ever
Places
made.
is a good movie
That's
too.
a really good one. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
All right, wrap it up.
We're back, Mortimer.
we did go a lot, dude. I mean, this is a lot of time we went in.
Yeah, you better cut this shit up. Nobody wants to
Yeah.
listen to
Yeah,
our
they're gonna
fucking drunk
listen.
asses for
They're-
2.5 hours.
You got enough time to
You're
listen.
gonna
to us.
listen. You're gonna like it.
Come on, everybody
You're gonna
drive
fuck
somewhere.
All right,
For
wrap it
two
up,
and a half
Brian.
hours?
For 2.5 hours, 3 hours almost.
Who the fuck is
Sponsors,
driving for 2.5
sponsors,
hours?
Docs, Tito's, and
The real green tours.
Yeah.
the Real Green Tours, Jamaica, Justine Cruz.
Yeah, and her fiance Mikkel Rose.
Subscribe, like, and if you like this podcast, tune into other ones
Yeah, we're gonna
previously
I'm gonna be busting them out.
and coming in the future.
Like, subscribe.
What the hell is that?
I'm
Get that
sorry
shit
about
out of
that.
there.
I
Don't
just-
ever do it again.
All right, Brian.
I just wanted to
Brian,
Um,
wrap this bitch up. I want to go home.
Yeah, but before we go,
Dude, I'm hungry.
so every
Yeah.
every week there's going to be me. We're gonna record on Tuesdays. Me and the Felicos.
What's that called again?
We're gonna. Oh, I'm thinking about calling it the Get Your Fix or the Fix with the Felicos.
Felico fix.
The Felico Fix. No, it's gonna be called
The
Free Bridge
Felico
Podcast
Connection.
with your fix. No, with the Fix with the Felicos or
You
something.
don't even know.
It's
Let's
re- it's re-
let's
yeah.
stop talking about
Brian,
it.
that
We'll
was
figure
Okay,
supposed to be
so-
like a
Too drunk
confident
right now.
plug.
I'm
so,
drunk.
so it's recorded on Tuesdays,
Oh
but
my
released
God.
on Wednesdays.
We're gonna record them on Tuesdays. We're gonna release them on Wednesdays, and then on Thursdays, I'm gonna record a separate, Free Bridge podcast with a
Yeah.
special guest because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
still want that avenue where people can still come on and talk.
Yeah,
about,
absolutely.
things.
Yeah, open it up to everybody.
And
Yeah,
I
no
want
one
to get
listened to
kudos to
that
Josh.
one, but yeah.
Josh did a recording the other yesterday.
I listened to
Yo,
some
that
of
dude
it.
is
It
pretty
was-
smart, man.
yeah.
Like, that-
Genius guy.
Wait,
it
that
was-
was
yeah.
you recorded that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
already
He
out.
released it this morning.
It's already out.
Yeah,
No, but when did you record it?
Yesterday.
Yesterday
yeah.
in the morning,
Well,
I'll have
remember
to
he was
listen.
talking about like I didn't get any sleep.
dude.
No, I didn't listen to it.
So here's the thing: I didn't sleep at
He's
all.
my baby.
Then I recorded. Then I went to work. Then I came back and I put that shit out. I edited it and I didn't go to sleep at all today.
Yeah.
I'm running on no sleep
Running
for the
on
past 3
fumes,
days.
huh?
Yeah.
I'm dying, and then you guys are filling me with alcohol.
actually
That's what
pretty
hard
good.
work is like.
and I didn't even get up to take a piss throughout this entire.
That's
podcast.
it.
Oh,
That's
are you
actually the
fucking
most-
holding that against us?
That's the
No,
most
no.
impressive
I'm just
drink more
saying.
than you.
My balls are about to explode. It's like in my sack. Right
This doesn't
now.
go to your ball.
It's everywhere, right? I don't even know if it's on the floor. And
Brian,
shit.
are you crying?
I'm crying inside.
He's crying.
Dude, wrap this up. We've been wrapping it up for about 25 minutes.
25
Wrap it
minutes.
up.
We've been wrapping
Come
it
on.
up. All right, so guys, you've been listening to the Free Bridge podcast. I want to give kudos to the Felicos for coming out from New York and my
Yeah.
brother from coming out from Virginia. They drove a long way to get here and give you this content. And we're going to keep busting out every single week, once a week with the Felicos. And if you guys can put comments at the bottom of this video, I really would love that feedback. I don't mind whatever topics. I mean, within reason, and we'll talk
Within
about
reason.
it. Within like, yeah, can we talk about like human
And the movie to review.
human sacrificing or something? Like, we're probably not
I
gonna
would
talk
love
about
to
that.
talk about that. I think there's a couple of sacrifices I would make.
Yeah,
What
no,
was that
couple of
movie
sacrifices
with
that would
Nicolas
make.
Cage?
I
The
don't
new
know.
one, the one where he's a zombie.
No, the Wicker
Oh,
Man. He's talking about the Wicker
The
Man.
Wicker
yeah,
Man.
that was
yeah.
it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I was thinking of.
But anyways, that was
The lottery. That's what we need to talk about.
Yeah.
This is the official ending now. Thank you for listening. Thank you for
The
listening.
end.
You've been listening to the Free Bridge podcast with your host Brian Castillo. Thank you to the Felicos and Jose for coming out, and we got content coming out next week. All right, guys.
Deuces.
Have a happy Independence Day.
Happy 4th.